Monk on the beat.
What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys, of course, not just the latest update on our Cowboys, but we're about to watch the game we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Our Dallas Cowboys facing off against the hated San Francisco 49ers for the revenge we have been seeking. Can the Cowboys get it done? We're about to find out.
Yes.
On your way in, though, make sure to take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on all social media at MyCowboysFamily, and hop in the Discord. Link for that's in the description box down below.
Yeah.
We have some people to shout out, some names to represent, and some pregame news to get into. But guys, it is all hype from here. Bring the energy, because we need everybody to make it happen here tonight.
Yes, guys, and it is the biggest game of the year, I would say, right now in the NFL. Yeah. And I would say definitely the biggest game to gauge our status as of now for our Dallas Cowboys. It's the big one, Sunday Night Football. Cowboys are huddling up in the middle of the field. J-Ron Curse is hyping up the boys. Oh, I'm ready. You're ready. We all ready, baby. Let's get going into this thing. Before we can even get to this thing, get you the news, updates, and info right now that's trickling through before this game kicks off in about 20 minutes. Baby, let's shout out those that represent this board here in the Nightly.
Of course, thank you very much to MyCowboysFamily, the sponsor of the week. A big mahalo to him. You can see Mary Alvarez up above, though, representing as the stream boss.
61 points, yes.
8 weeks in a row, has been your Cash App king. Will he go for 9? We'll find out.
Yeah, right now, he is in the lead by 1 over Jeremy Bramlett and a bunch of others in the mix there. So much love to Snug. He might go for that 9. Will Marco Sepien go for that back-to-back like our 90s Cowboys? Right now, he's at a battle for the top spot, guys. In the overall board right now, Marco Sepien, 68 points. Only a couple back on Mary Alvarez and Skeptical fan. Skeptical currently in first place. I mean, Jason Renfro just 1 back on Marco Sepien. It's just a battle at the top. We'll see who wins that and who becomes the sponsor of the week at the end of this game, right? When we finish this live stream tonight here on MCF. And don't forget ever, that top-notch kind of best way to give back to the family here, the gifting memberships. Last week we had Jason Renfro representing that crown. This week, currently in the lead, Skeptical fan by 1 over the Lunatic. We'll see what happens on that battle. There's a lot of battles going on. I'm telling you, 1 point here, 1 point there. Snug X, 1 point in the Cash App. Everybody, it's a battle across. Everything is close. Like a lot of people are saying about this game tonight. We'll see what happens. Much love to the star level membership and the over everything level membership. There's of course the monthly raffles. We'll talk about that. But more importantly, it's the nightly shout outs. For those that help rep it here in My Cowboys Family, yes, on the Nightly, the true sponsors, every single month, basically, if you're in the membership in that star level or over everything, those shout-outs are here, guys. You got Skeptical Fan, Jason Renfro, Dwayne Broussard, Lincoln Kane, Mary Alvarez, Andy Potch, Marissa Sparkle, The Lunatic, and Snug X. Much love to everybody there in the house as we get ready for tonight's double jersey raffle, baby. There is a reason we say this here because... yesterday I said it was about 13 people, 12 people. I'm sorry, there was like 20 people in this thing. It's actually less than that, and we're going to have 2 jerseys, so we're going to actually extend it. If you still want to get in this thing and jump in this double jersey raffle, you got a chance here before. We said halftime. It might actually be at the end of the game. It depends how the game goes. But yeah, you guys going to get in it? How do you do it, baby?
Again, if you drop $10, bam, you are in the raffle, of course, and... remember, guys, if you are a member, there are some perks because you do get a bonus entry if you're repping that membership.
Yeah, and I will update this throughout the game. If there's any more drops for this, we will definitely add you on there.
Plus I have a feeling that halftime we're going to be way too busy talking about that first half to really get anything else
Depends
going.
how the game goes, but yeah, it sounds like it'll be more of an end of the game raffle here to kind of end tonight's stream. So you want to get in, you still got a chance to do that. $10 you're in. If you're in the membership, bonus raffle. And again, 2 jerseys, sewn and stitched, authentic like, new players, old players. You get to choose whatever's available. We got a lot, like 30-something plus players available. So much love to everybody in the house.
No, I'm
good luck to all.
laughing because, I do think this is actually the first time I've seen any kind of media person anywhere today pick the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Really funny, all that talk all this week, like...
Yeah.
And all of a sudden everybody changed their mind, but it's okay because don't we love feeling like the underdogs, guys?
Oh, yeah,
yes, we do. Now, of course, let me finish up the ways you can support the channel. Shout out everybody in the chat and get to the pregame news. Of course, you have the Cash App, money sign MyCowboysFamily, Venmo at My-Cowboys-Family. You have the regular PayPal link, and of course the Streamlabs link, so your comment shows up on screen like a super
All
chat.
that hits up on the Cash App King, so Snug X. He's battling against all those different levels.
Well,
right,
talk to Sully. Hopefully you get a good first half then. And for everybody who's not able to either watch the full game
Jason
or join
Garrett
us.
also picked us.
Oh, well,
I don't know about how I feel about that.
At least that
Follow the
person
process.
is loyal.
Follow the
let's
process.
say. I don't know how early or late we are in the stream, so I'm trying to avoid using adult language for a few more minutes here. But like I said, let me shout out everybody here. Donald Sabo, Rack City, Skeptical Fan, Jay Palmer, Tammy Soltis, Pat Pfeiffer, Talk to Sully, Barry B, Lord Nova 85, Donald Sabo. We have Q Ball in the house, William Burney, Scorpio. By the way, shout out to the Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Quick on the trigger. House Nelson in the house, Daniel Barry, Dirty Sports MVP, William Burney, Getting Money, Mr. Watts, Big Boss Man, Jump Tube, Madman, Retro Scotty, of course, Skeptical Fan. Always staying skeptical.
Always.
Fuego 2.0. By the way, hope you're healthy and healing up.
Yeah, man.
We need you out there on the field. Freedom First was not first today, I am sorry to say. Let me come back down here. I think that's almost everybody here. And, of course, as you guys are chatting in the chat, go ahead and drop your score predictions and all that as, of course, we get into some other bits of news and info. So, baby, let me hand it off to you.
Yeah, there's a couple quick news and notes. But first, much love to Tammy Soltis, Traveling Fools. I think they're going to be back later tonight in the Navy Blue crew there. So, appreciate you guys. And, even if you're not on the board officially, we know you're up there. We representing you. We're shouting you out. So much love to both of them if that Navy Blue continues there. Now, also, let's get to that news of the day and what's going on. Of course, we know about the other games. The Eagles got the victory over the Rams. Daniel Jones got knocked out, neck injury. A lot of things going on, of course, in the NFL, but we don't care. We care. All we got to do is make sure we do our thing in Dallas. And that's the key here.
Mackenzie 2 times 434 Cowboy. What's up? And then, yes, guys, you might have been gifted a membership last time you were here. So, again, huge shout out to everybody showing that love. But drop those emojis, especially now.
The anti-San Fran emoji.
And talk to Sully. I'm not sure exactly who it was for yours in particular. I think if you check your emails, it usually sends you an email saying, oh, so-and-so gifted it to you. But, again, huge shout out to everybody here. The last few weeks has shown the love. By showing the love
on that board right now, you'll see the names up top. Anybody who drops any kind of gifted membership, it gets their name up there. So if you got it this week, those are one of the guys that did it for you. So let's talk about our guys. Now, first and foremost, Dak Prescott is our offensive captain tonight on offense. Right? So he's our offensive captain, obviously, on offense. Mm-hmm. But there's a reason for this, guys. Again, Schottenheimer picks the offensive captain. Dan Quinn picks the defensive captain. Dan Quinn chose Deron Bland. I like that pick right there.
I do
from
too.
Dan Quinn. Again, Deron Bland. No surprise. We knew this was coming with him, right? And a punter, Brian Anger, is our special teams captain. But that
on the field location, that's going to set us our offense up.
That's going to as far as
I'm just saying, like pinning those punts deep.
It's going to set up our defense up. That's the key. It's going to set our defense to be able to lock them down back there, and then when we force them, hopefully the defense holds them down, makes them make a mistake. Deep in their own territory with the great punts from Brian Anger. So, but the thing is that Schottenheimer chooses the offensive captain every week. This week, this is Dak Prescott's first time of this season to be a captain for the team, and again, the offensive captain. So maybe a little message here, not a message like subliminally, he's in trouble. Just this is Dak's game. He's ready to do what needs to be done to overcome the hump and that get that monkey off their back.
Being a captain doesn't necessarily mean anything in the grand scheme of things as far as who's the captain for the game. But it does still signal to the team this is who we're expecting to lead you.
Pre-game though, we saw who was giving the hype speech, and that was J-Ron Kearse. Yes, J-Ron Kearse doing his thing.
He gave a great one a few weeks earlier.
Yeah, I mean he is the guy that needs to do the hype speech. He's the leader. He's the captain of the hype speech. So Kearse,
I remember him after last year's loss.
Yeah, he was in tears after this game. So he wants his win more than anybody out there. Now, As far as the inactives for today, no surprises. We knew Peyton Hendershot was not going to play. He was ruled out. He was one of the inactives. Awesome Richards, rookie there, offensive lineman, who's up and coming depth there, is out for not out, but he's inactive for this game, healthy scratch. Jalen Brooks, another rookie wide receiver, he's also out with a healthy scratch. Israel Mukuamu, third-year guy there, again, kind of hovering. He's another guy, another inactive for him. I think 3 in a row. Junior Fujoko, rookie, fourth rounder. Also not playing today in the sense of a healthy inactive.
Yeah.
Eric Scott Jr., another rookie this year, healthy inactive. And then Trey Lance, we just got him, third-year player. He's our emergency quarterback. Those are our inactives. Just so you know, over 50% of the Cowboys 2023 draft, and even last year, if you throw in last year's draft too, my goodness, like 75% of our inactives are healthy scratches. We have a lot of depth. That's what that means. It doesn't mean we suck. It doesn't mean we have bad draft picks. It just means we have a lot more depth.
And you know what? There's no
good.
excuses now. We have basically the entirety of our starters
and
out
the
there.
The key out of all this, I know we got Malik Jefferson. He's going to play this game. He's our third, fourth linebacker with of course, LVE, and Marquise Bell. But what about Damone Clark? He's not an active. That is fan-freaking-tastic, guys. No, he was questionable for this game. I didn't think he was going to play. He's active now. How much will he play? I don't know. But he's active after being questionable the entire week. That's great news. Coming off one of his best games last week against the Patriots. So I'm happy, very happy about that. Also, you look at the Niners, Randy Gregory, we know he's inactive this game. Tight end Braylon Willis is out, he's inactive. Elijah Mitchell, running back, which, again, hurt us last time we played, more than McCaffrey did. He's out for this game, which we knew already. Jalen Graham, linebacker, he's inactive. Nick Zalej, offensive lineman. Kalia Davis, defensive lineman, also inactive. And then their third-string quarterback, their emergency quarterback, like we have Trey Lance, they have Brandon Allen. That's their third quarterback, which means Jawan Jennings, wide receiver, makes his return this year, and it's against us. So at receiver, they get a little help there back for them. Now that's my side. Baby, I'm not done yet, but
we got to shout out John Montgomery kicking it off with a $2 holly here on the official side of things, saying, "What's up, guys?
What is up?
Let's get this dub."
I think John is actually not in the raffle, but he's 4 away now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to help him out here and see if he gets a raffle entry. He's 4 away from officially being in the raffle. So much love to John. And hey, if you want to be in it, I'm just letting you know, you got a DAC drop away. Appreciate John. He's on the board here. He's in the leaderboard. And we're going to continue saying a couple other things here. By the way, Mary goes to 59 points after that drop. Now, I also wanted to say that Deebo Samuel, also not on the inactive list. We knew he was banged up, but he's going to play. The word is he's improved.
Okay.
All right, which is great. I want him full blast, but that's the thing. He's not going to be full blast. Number 19, Deebo Samuel, not 100% because of that knee injury still. He will play, obviously, but the question is how much will he contribute? Last week, not much. He played 48 snaps last week, but he didn't have a reception or a target. He just had 3 running plays, 3 touches. Dan Quinn will utilize 8-man fronts to help defend the run game and McCaffrey, keep him at bay, and dissuade the Niners to run, urging them to throw the ball. Put those 8 guys, you say, okay, we got an audible to a throw. That's what he wants. That's the strength of the defense for us, is pass rushing. Shanahan has been committed in 2 playoff wins against the Cowboys to run the ball no matter what. The Niners have 38 rushing attempts 2 years ago and 32 rushing attempts last January. Both games, of course, wild card, and then divisional round loss in the playoffs to these motherfuckers. So, just wanted to, I have some NFL news, but I can wait on that because we have other things to discuss.
I just have 2 quick things I want to say because, of course, Mike McCarthy in the quick pregame chat, he said our Saturday practice was super crisp and that we're ready to go. So, at least internally, the team has been taking this very seriously. Let's hope it produces the results we want. By the way, in case you weren't watching some of this stuff, Jerry Jones usually is not one to mingle too much with, like, the players necessarily when it comes to, like, the game day stuff. You know what I mean? Like, kind of just lets them do their thing, and he's kind of doing his own thing, right? But in particular today, he went down, he talked to Dak, kind of, whispered sweet nothings into his ear for a second or two. Not saying it's super atypical, but not something he does for just any old game, is what I'm trying to say, right? He didn't even do it for the Giants game. He didn't, even with the weather, not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying in general. He's not really down there chit-chatting. This game does mean a little more, because even Jerry said it on the pregame show. It could be a season builder. I want us to be very aggressive. We need to play our game, and I think we're prepared to do that. So, Jerry at least certainly has expectations going into this game, more so than just like, oh, we want to win. Like, That sounds like a little bit more than just winning.
I agree.
And even just winning, that's going to be a hefty thing to do. So let me go ahead and keep going with some shout-outs here in the chat. Jay Palmer, Stoned Immaculate. There you go, talk to Sully. Oh, the Jerry Clown Show emoji.
You're dropping them
Donald
all.
Sabo, William Birdie, much love. Margarita on ice. You see, everybody's chilling, relaxing, ready to go. I'm still confident
pre-party.
in my score prediction. I'm still going to say I don't see either one of these teams scoring 30-plus points. I'm thinking it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be a slightly weird score for indeterminable reasons. And I said it before, but I'm going to try to stick to it. 25-23 Cowboys. And we're going to hold them to 80 yards or less
You remember mine?
of rushing yards, just overall. And that means everybody on the team. Just,
You remember mine?
no. Sorry, it wasn't
20 to
like
9. 20 to 9. Go Cowboys.
Damn.
By the way, baby, I got to give a big shout out here to McKenzie two times. Who's in the raffle now officially.
Woo!
Why?
Not just once, but twice, Mackenzie, 2 times.
Much love. He's got again. He is not in the membership. I don't think.
No, I mean,
Oh yeah, but
because of his
I know
name.
because I know. I was gonna
Not
say
twice in the
I know,
raffle.
but double raffle jersey coming later tonight. Mackenzie's in that. I'll update that later. Before the stream ends, and we'll do the raffle. Congrats to Mackenzie 2 times. He dropped a $20 holler in there, by the way, for Mackenzie. As we got Brandon James with his comment for today.
Tony Pollard was that guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mackenzie 2 times. Did you have
Yes.
anything else to say besides the classic Go Cowboys?
He said, "Go!"
There you go.
Beat the ass of those Niners.
Brandon
Hell yeah.
James flexing that membership too. 7
what'd he
months in the
say?
Navy Blue, saying Go Cowboys. Just got back from Cali last night.
Let's do it.
The Cowboys are back in Cali, and the Cowboys, at least Cowboy Nation in California, is definitely representing. I see quite a bit of white and blue mixed into that crowd. Although obviously it's definitely
heavy. It's a much heavier red.
Still heavy San Fran.
But again,
not
not like our stadium where we had a lot of San Fran people. Kind of making their presence felt.
Yeah.
By the way, Mackenzie 2 times tied with Jeremy Bramlett for second place, 1 behind Snug X in the Cash App side.
There you
much
go.
love to him. And by the way, congrats to CJ Stroud. He did break Dak Prescott's record today for the most consecutive passes thrown without an interception to start his career. He broke it. Again, Dak had 177 passes attempted without an interception to begin his career. Tom Brady ranks 3rd. So just wanted to throw that out there. By the way, Bill Belichick last week, who got the worst loss of his career to us today. He lost by 35 last week, 38-3. He lost today 34-0. Second worst loss in his career as a coach. And so back-to-back worst losses of his career. Some people are saying it's worse because of this one, because of the fact that he just had such a bad one. Now he took another bad one. That's even uglier. 30-point losses in his head coaching career. The first 497 games he's coached, he's had 2 of those. The last 2 games, he's had 2. So that's insane. A lot of really dropped off there. By the way, the Eagles, of course, they won. They won with that tush push. I'm going to call that because that fits their city. But they call it the Broadly shove.
Okay, yeah, they're tush pushers.
Yeah, and the controversial play has the attention of the competition committee, the NFL Player Association, are going to study the injury data in the trenches and see if they're going to actually, somehow try to make that a little bit less impactful now. They're going to check it out. There were 2 Giants injured on Monday night last week, and that's going to be a topic of discussion in the offseason changes, possibly. Nothing changed this year, so it's going to still be that tush push going to be going on. But for now, that is that's that situation. Now, let's get it going here, baby, because we're kicking off.
Yes, we are.
That means we get the ball second half. Let's kick it off here with our jerseys on, fully blasted and ready for this huge game here.
Let
You
us
guys
know who
ready?
you're repping today. If you're repping someone.
We'll tell you who we're repping. The old school, Michael Irvin. We'll just call it CeeDee Lamb.
And I had to go with the old school. Hold up. Micah Parsons.
That's new
a
school.
little old school with a new school flavor.
Yeah, a little throwback there. Let's go Cowboys. Let's get this win. Kickoff underway. Goes out of the end zone. They get the ball on the 20-yard line. Any quick comments before we get going in the chat?
Yes. I know some people are confused. Like, wait, but FCW. You have a white one of those? Let's just say I was going to get a Trayvon jersey.
For this year, for this specific year.
This jersey was supposed to be a Trayvon jersey in full disclosure, but there was obviously a last-minute decision change, unfortunately, just because I didn't want to be able to rep it now.
But this, not just that, but for our trip to Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that was
for the Rams game.
That was the plan.
Could have worn it in honor of Trayvon Diggs. It would have been hit the same. So either way, first play, they're running left.
Oh, God, someone's slipping on the ground. I think it was taken. Oh, God, that's a penalty.
It looks like they grabbed McCaffrey's helmet. They did. There's the 15 yards and already. That's one thing. It's funny. I have my list of penalties that these mother effers call every single time. Alan Eck's crew, and again, that was a flag, so we got to keep our hands away from face masks.
We can't say anything about that.
15 yards on a personal foul there. Not a good way to start off this goddamn game.
And who was it that?
Donovan Wilson. Yeah, got to be careful with his hands there. Bad job there by Wilson. Not tackling. Not tackling properly.
Can't play.
We're playing right into the refs' hands because they average 12.25 penalties, and it's for about 107 yards per game. That's per game numbers. Over 12 penalties and about 107 yards per game. They always call offensive holding. They call roughing the passers. They call unnecessary roughness. They don't call pass interference on offense or defense too often. There you go. That's the breakdown of this ref. Now here we go. They're going quick. They split us. That was Curse getting fooled there.
They don't quite get the first, though.
It's 2nd and 1. 2nd and half a yard. Brandon Ayuk there with the freaking quick pass. And you know what he did, Purdy? He held J-Ron Curse and let him drop back into the coverage. And that was the hole he threw it to. Threw it through. Fucking sucks.
Let me see. And guys, I mean, honestly, it's hard because I think Wilson just messed up there.
What are they saying? What's the chat saying?
No. Just saying, like, Retro's just like, you fucking asshole. Don't start like that.
He's got to be better. That's all. That's one play. We're okay. They're past midfield, though, now. 2nd and inches.
I mean, they got to run it here.
Yeah, they got it first. Easy.
They do.
Micah with the tackle there.
Although Micah gets crushed by his own teammate.
Micah got McCaffrey. I mean, he was right there. Thing is that, not a surprise, inside has to do better. And I'm talking about Jonathan Hankins and whoever else is next to him. Again, Hankins been having a great year.
He has.
But, something about the Cowboys and the defense coming off the game like this in a game, it does seem like we don't start off very, very well for some reason. I don't know why.
Outside of the offense having a few good drives, like a good drive to start off the game, our defense, pretty much every single first drive has sucked. And I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, go back to the Giant game. It sucked there. That was a horrible first drive.
Again, every single game. Even the games
Purdy
we played well in.
Play action, easy catch, wide open, and, first down. I mean, they're already going to kick a field goal here. So we can't stop them. We can't stop the pass. That's what's interesting here. We can't stop their passing. They're just play actioning every time. We're playing, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to see. We're playing off coverage here.
I was about to say, it seems like we're giving up way too much space.
And one of my big guys, X factors, was
Gilmore.
Number 21, Stephon Gilmore. I talked about it if you were with us with a one-time stream. He was one of the main guys I was thinking about. He needs to step up in this game.
The same way that everyone's kind of looking like, Brandon Cooks, like, are you going to finally score a touchdown? Everyone's looking at Gilmore like, hey, Gilmore, are you going to finally...
Brandon Cooks? Are you going to have a decent game? Like, it's not his... Oh, man. It's going to be a free play now. They're doing the Cardinals on us. Flag on us. Fumble. And all for nothing.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
It just sucks. We lose a free play. And those are the things that makes...
Offsides for Micah,
of course.
Right?
Yeah, Mike. Yep. Oh, they're calling it incomplete, so it's incomplete.
So does that mean the penalty is
still going to be called?
I'm confused.
It just means it's not turnover.
All right.
It wouldn't matter either way. There you go. 11. Micah. So,
I mean, that was definitely...
So already, guys, you're seeing them using the Cardinals blueprint on us. It's something with that play, with the snap count. I know Micah's heating to go up in there, but...
I know, but you can't...
Something was held off on that. The cadence held off, and that's what the Cardinals did that shit. And I said that's something to watch for. No one even... I don't think one news outlet even
using our
counted,
quick trigger against us.
But that's what you're supposed to do. The Cardinals showed the way. And the Niners ain't stupid.
Hate to say it, but Micah.
That's on you, my guy. It's almost like and that's going to hold our rush. That's a killer. Yeah, that's it.
That's what they're doing. They're making us take that extra little tenth of a second to hesitate to go in.
It happened with the Cardinals. We said this with the Cardinal game. You guys in the chat remember me saying this, right? All game. And no, not one news outlet, not one fucking person asked this question, not one reporter out there asked this question. What about the cadence change by the Cardinals? What did they do, Mr. Dan Quinn, that fucked you up on defense that game? And they're doing it again. The Niners are doing something to hold our run. And that's all that half second and the play action, shooting fish in the barrel for them. Our defense looks not too good.
Second and 1. They're just outside of our red zone.
They got 21 personnel.
A little
they're running outside.
Play. Cowboys on the ground. They get the first. He gets like 5-6 yards.
Run gap assignments being not filled. It's easy first downs for them. It's going to continue to happen. I said this. You can't fuck around with this. You can't fuck around with this team on the ground. Look at that.
16.
Look at that line.
Why did they do that?
It just.
Yeah, moving at ease.
Yeah,
this is right?
not scary at all.
In the house. Let's fucking go. I mean,
we're not doing
Cowboys
much.
need to get fucking going.
Yeah, right now the Cowboys are showing us why their big weakness, and that is stopping the run. But mainly, it's when they change their cadences. I'm telling you, this has been something bothering me since the fucking Cardinal game, and Let's see if that keeps happening. Because if it keeps happening, we don't learn. We're gonna have problems the whole year. Pass rush is ineffective right now.
Purdy gets out of that.
Yep,
Aims for the end zone, easy touchdown.
Kittle, easy money. This is like they're gonna kill us in this game. We're having trouble already. This is another blow our load.
Again, it's either one of two things. Like I said, our first shitty drive. The problem is that we don't usually let up touchdowns on that first shitty drive, but doing that just set us back. Major.
Oh, yeah.
Now the offense, what do they have to do, baby? Now the good thing is, it's not like we're in a situation where we can't run. Right? We're not in a can't
I'm
run,
ready to tell you what's going to happen. The Dak haters are loving this. They're loving it because now it's like it's all Dak's fault if we fail, and it's just I'm telling you what's happening literally as we speak. They're saying yes. Now Dak has to fight from behind. These are Dak fans saying this, saying we got to fight from behind. They got to fight
Almost
from behind.
Blocked, but
when the defense fails,
there's a flag though.
When the defense fails us, if it's on us, they're going to go for 2. When the defense,
they're going for 2.
When the defense fails us, we lose big. So, and don't ask for the offensive help.
Yeah, they're going for 2.
Of course.
Look, the defense is
we
coming
are
out
giving
on the
them another
field.
point here.
I'm guessing we hit their kicker.
Oh, probably offsides.
Maybe.
They call that all the time, by the way. It was one of the major calls they make. Obviously, we're not going to learn.
So that's 3 penalties, guys, on the first. Yep.
Chauncey Golston offsides.
Guys, 3 penalties just on the first drive.
Thank goodness they accept. They're actually enforcing it on the. They're not going for 2. So
they're going actually, for the point they already made. Yeah,
they got the. No, they got the. They're going to do it on the kickoff, baby. You hear me? Yeah. They're kicking it off now. They're going to kick it off. I don't know, on the 50-yard line now.
I know. That's why I said they're electing to keep the point they already made.
Yeah,
like instead of going for 2 and maybe taking a chance.
But they still use the that penalty on the kickoff.
Oh yeah.
Which means, and I'm just going to let you guys know a little bit of something here.
What does their offense have to do now?
I'm not saying they're going to do this, but I'm saying there's a chance that you can onside kick it at this point. You're halfway in the field here. So that's an option for them. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying that some teams can think about that, and you have to be aware about that. But yeah, we get this ball. It's going to be on the 25. We're going to get the ball on 20. They're going to kick this one out of the end zone, or they're going to squib kick it or something crazy because they're going to have a short field to run.
No one's saying, obviously, that the game is over because, of course, now game's just starting. But, man, what a depressing way to start.
Just saying, this is. I don't want to hear about the offense
already starting off bad. A few people are saying that there might have been a little bit of a hold.
A little bit of hold is going to get it done in this game.
Jason Rumford said, terrible start. Cowboy Longhorn said, wake the fuck up, defense. Sniper said, I'm sorry, but who was covering? I think on that one, it kind of looked like it was Marquise Bell with help from someone, but...
I have to... I wasn't watching. I just saw the guy wide open.
Can anyone back me up on that real quick? If they either saw Marquise Bell and someone, or like either who the someone was, if that was Marquise Bell, you know what I mean? Couldn't be worse defense. Cowboy Longhorn, everyone's just standing around not doing shit, said skeptical. William Birdie said, your elite defense can't just let them go straight down the field. Timothy Thomas said it was the first drive of the game. Bro said Dallas sucks. They're playing like they suck right now. That first drive.
You tell me you like what the Cowboys are doing right now? Just saying we sucked on that drive. You think differently, and you're not watching the game. You're probably making excuses.
Carlton said that Kittle's better than his stats are showing.
Yeah, I mean he's always a good player. I mean there's no doubt about that. But good or not, we got to play better. What the hell are we doing out there? This defense is supposed to be our strength. This is supposed to be, now we're going to put this in Dak's hands and say, Dak, win the game. And it's not about Dak. McCarthy's scheme with Dak or with this person, with that person, it's just not, whether you can do it or not is another question. It's another comment, another thought. But the fact that this offense do it, it's up to McCarthy to come up with something.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been able to. Now, can we drive down the field? Fuck yeah. We can drive down the field. We should be able to drive down the field, but they're a damn good defense, so now we're going to be tested on offense. We've been driving down the field than all the other teams this year, even if we can't score in the red zone. So, got to drive the field. Got to get some points up on that board. And where the fuck is the defense? Because I'm sorry. I don't care if Dak only could put... And Dak Prescott puts up 17 points by himself. I don't care. It's on the defense. The defense is already failing us here.
If the defense does that all game, what exactly is our offense expected to do that
shit.
All game every single time?
Offense cannot do that. It's not meant for that. McCarthy has not planned for this. McCarthy's only planned for it when we're on the lead. So right now...
Doc 80 said that was all on Bell. He's a backup for a reason. Let's get him out of there. He's all we got back there, at least in that sense.
It's crazy. He's got the overshown thing. He's supposed to be able to kick off out of bounds. Thank goodness they didn't try anything crazy. But... Marquise Bell is going to be caught sometimes in these kind of situations. It was just too much time for Purdy. He broke the pocket, extend the play. The coverage is not going to. It's not going to. Everyone's not going to stake that long with Trayvon Diggs out. Other guys, I don't think Marquise Bell is the best coverage guy. He's there for like a hybrid line, like a run help kind of guy there, right? So His coverage ain't the best. It's better than maybe most linebackers, but he's a safety. That's probably why. 1st and 10. We have the ball first time. Offense on the field. Dak
Pollard
Prescott
from left to right.
Dak in a shotgun. We run left and get about 2 yards.
Yeah. Thank you, by the way, King Knight 19 with the $5 holler saying we're not losing against the 49ers. We're losing to ourselves. Again.
I hate saying that. And that's why we're not that good of a team.
I know that was one of my big final points last night as far as like the football side of things. Like out of everything that's ever happened in all these matchups, it's never like the Eagles laying the smackdown on us in a big way. It's never like the Niners whipping our ass up, down, and sideways. It's literally us tripping over our own shoelaces. So, anyway, 2nd and 9. They only give us 1 yard. Dak goes back for a pass deep. And almost picked.
I mean, that's the kind of shit.
Overthrown to, it looked like Schoonmaker, yeah.
But the thing is, this is on Dak. That is on Dak Prescott. He was open. Sorry, Dak. And I'm sure people will say, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, that was definitely way too high.
I love Dak. Dak was a mistake there. Again, that's the kind of shit, those little things in a big game, you cannot fuck up. Just saying, if you want to be a top 10 quarterback, you got to hit that shit. Sorry. Now they're coming. They're pressing. They're blitzing. They're bringing it, and this is where the mistakes are made. Dak gets the shotgun. He looks left, goes down the field, a fade route. Gallup pushed. No, they don't call those. Again, I got to reiterate to everybody who's going to bitch about this. The referees don't call offensive and defensive pass interference. So
3 and out for
before you guys blame the refs again, it's called management of what's intelligent, what you're going to do. They're going to play us tough. We got to play them tough. We're playing off ball right now, so whatever. They're playing us. They're bracketing CeeDee Lamb out of this game. This is exactly what they did last game. They bracketed and double teamed them, had a guy high and low. They take and get CeeDee out. First drive on offense, sucked asshole. First drive on defense, sucked dickhole. We're fucked. Both ends of our situation.
Holes.
Yeah, both holes.
Oh,
Punt
man.
here
So,
for Mr. Brian Anger, our special teams captain. He launches it. You got CJ Goodwin coming down, beating in on him. Wait, good job on CJ Goodwin. What a job by him. That's why he's
Came into the 22.
That's why he's special teams master out there.
Solid punt as well, by the way, by Anger.
Yes, very good punt. Perfect.
So
punt.
look, at least somebody showed up, and it was special teams. The last time I checked, special teams can't do it all. So
I agree.
You know, even if special teams somehow puts points on the board, you're expecting what? Like a touchdown, like a handful of field goals or something? That's not going to win you a game. Not this game, anyway.
I agree.
Even 3 field goals barely gets you 9-7, right? Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. Especially if your defense is, once again, just going to let them drive down the field. Now, the worst part about this, though, is we only took about a minute and 20 seconds to do the stupidest thing ever there.
Put our defense
if that.
Right
I'm being a little generous there. Now our defense has to go back out there after running around for 5 minutes looking like chickens with their heads cut off. Back in the chat real quick. First quarter, people, come on. Falafel lover, I'm sorry. But yeah, that is not the way that you want to start off a game. We are starting at a deficit against one of the top teams in the NFL. And now we got to make that back up instead of, again, at least meeting them where they were at.
But it's called, like, you're seeing this team miss an opportunity here on defense, miss an opportunity there on offense. We had a turnover. Or it was because it wasn't a turnover. It's incomplete. But we had
Doc 80 saying it too. The fast 3 and out too. Yeah. Like, that's a bit of a red flag.
We had him on 3rd and long if we're not false start, if we're not offsides with Micah. Simple as that. I mean, that could be the drive stopper. Now they got 7.
Yep.
That is a stain on this defense and on this team to start off the game. And this is something I know somebody. Oh, who cares? It's just early. That's why you lose playoff games. These kind of little things is in the playoffs. You're out. Because you're making these dumb mistakes still in the first quarter when it's just the beginning. Shut the fuck up. This is important throughout from first snap to last snap. Cowboys are looking sloppy. When they don't look sloppy, you hear us saying, damn, they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
when they look sloppy, we're going to say, damn, it looks sloppy. You guys can't handle that? Go to your safe spaces. Cheers.
Oh, exactly. Bama fan said it. This is the game to put up or shut up.
Hey,
We've been saying it all week, guys. All week. Let me keep hitting up the chat here. Anonymous ASMR said, not looking good. Stone Immaculate said, facts, MCF. WJ said, damn, D gave up 7. We follow that up with the 3 and out. Come on, let's get it together. Exactly. That's my point. You want to talk about playing complimentary football? A little too much complimenting the way the defense played there. Let's play a little bit more of the uplifting complimentary football.
Yeah, let's
right?
get
let's
real
not sink
here.
down to our own level in a way, right?
These motherfuckers, and let's get. It's a big game. We haven't shown up yet.
Yeah, Frame Rippers
the game
agree
started already.
1,000%. How do you come out looking flat in this game of all games? Like, this is not the game
Thank
you know,
you.
to have an off.
And I'm talking.
start
I'm not saying
in.
it's the Dan Quinn or Mike McCarthy or the defense or,
guess
or
what?
Dak or the offense and everybody.
And we can
everybody. That's fucking failure right there.
And guess what? We can look like superstars. I feel like my point still stands. This is not the game to come out here looking like scrubs to start shit off.
100% right. You're 100% right.
Anyway,
now we got the defense back out there after a long commercial break. Maybe they got a little extra rest.
Hopefully they're feeling angry.
I hope. Well, they're coming out. Look at it. This is what I always do, guys. The wing guy here. They got emotion. They're gonna run. They're just gonna keep pounding us. Boom, 5 yards every time.
Too many.
Every time, and this is not good. Hankins is there. LB is making the tackle 5 yards deep. You know, I'm going to put it on LB.
They took all of our guys out of that play. Every single one of them. They just moved them to the side.
And what happens the next time when they play action? And they got someone open down the field for a 20-yard gain. They're setting us up for, you know, if we don't get better, if Quinn doesn't start to, like, you know, he's going to have to bring his adjustments out again. This sucks. He's going to bring his adjustments out in the fucking second quarter instead of the second half. And I know Dan Quinn. He hasn't talked about it. No one's asked him about it. But I see the adjustments made every time. Holds them up to the second half. And it's obvious adjustments. Now, you might have to do it earlier than later. There you go. And we can't stop him. Fucking, I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence did his job. Where the fuck is LVE?
On the floor?
Where the fuck is Curse? These guys are jerking off in the corner. Third down, but it's a 3rd and 7 or 8 or 9.
Now it's a 3rd and 2.
Yeah. Might as well give them first. I know we're good. I know we can stop them, but they got to show it. We can't sit here
and again,
and
it sucks too.
praying and hoping.
Again, it feels like
that shit ain't gonna work.
It feels like all the great blocks and stops the Tank is doing. It's like it means nothing in the end.
And then Tank slips over. The LVE makes a tackle on Tank. The fuck. 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop here, Cowboys. Come on, one fucking stop.
Almost looks like they're doing a weird little pass shit.
Trip bunch left. Yeah, little. There it is. Yes, Hankins.
There we go.
Hankins doing something there.
Somebody did some shit.
In the pass rush side, but he's not known. He got his big fat arms up and knocked that shit down. Booyah. Hell yeah, let's go.
Because I will admit, again, we're all, like I said, that looks like some weird pass shit when I saw that lineup. Yeah. So Hankins, you're right, should not have been, it bonked off his helmet. But great awareness for him to jump up and try to stop it, which is really the reason it bonked off his helmet.
Yep. They're punting here.
Otherwise, yeah, that could have been a catch.
Steve Wisniewski here, the punter. He's punting about the same as old Anger is, so see what happens here. This is always important. No dumb mistakes. There's an automatic first down no matter what. If the Cowboys false start here, offsides, nothing there. No penalty so far. Got a fair catch it. He's fair catching it. Okay, there it is.
All right, so now we're on their 21-22.
Oh, man. No, on our own. Let's make sure we get that. Yeah, our own.
Sorry, somebody was fighting there.
Yeah, it's a little push and shove.
I know, but sorry. When I see stuff like that, all I think is that's the easy way to get a dumb penalty. Excuse me.
All right.
So anyway, real quick, let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Hit up the chat.
Let's hit it up.
And let's just go from there, right? That's it. The defense did their job. Now we got a 3 and out. The defense woke the fuck up. Somebody did some shit. Well, right?
They had one play. I don't know if they woke the fuck up, but they had one play. One play, and that's something. All you need is one play on a drive to slow it down, and that could be any time. These could be momentum turners if our offense gets off their goddamn ass.
Oh, Cleveland Brown, you cracked me up. He's like, I'll do anything for us to win. Let us pray to beat the 49ers.
Yeah, ain't gonna work. You gotta do. You don't pray.
Scorpius said it's bad. Orgy just said the 71 false start.
I saw Cleveland Brown's man over there scoring the touchdown for the Texans there, Dalton Schultz. Yeah, they still lost though.
Let me see. Need our offense to wake the fuck up, Scorpio. Agree, 10%.
Well, they woke up a little bit, but one play. Not yet the whole game. But again, one play could be the wake-up call for this team, I hope. I thought that first
LV did miss a tackle there.
2 of them, I thought. 2 different.
No, he made, well, true, I guess it was the other one.
He had 2 misses already in this game. One he made, but he made it 5 yards down the field.
That's why I said, I'm like, I don't know if you call it a miss, just not a
That's not
a successful run
He's got to be able to,
again,
whether it's him getting blocked, and that's part of the issue with let's say, Hankins, or the fact that he didn't get there in time. All 22 tells us that. I can't tell it from here. Neither can you, neither can I, but
Clay Cup said, so when does a team beat another team?
Well, we beat the Giants 40-0.
We did.
That's a beating.
And we have been beaten before. Again, I have to admit that the Cardinals beat us. Like, we made some mistakes, but the Cardinals definitely just beat us.
Yeah, they just had us.
Right?
They I don't say owned us, but they had our number that day.
And again, depending on how the rest of this game goes, the 49ers maybe could beat us. But as of now, it's definitely much more of a, we're screwing ourselves over. Like I said, we're tripping over our own shoelaces. That type of stuff. So
just we're making it easy for the Niners to look good. I think that's the best way of saying it. We're making them look good by making dumb mistakes.
Exactly.
Dumb mistakes
I think it's a very different game where you go out there and you see, like, genuine effort, genuine attempts at
look,
execution and
see
stuff
the
like that,
Niners,
and not just
the Niners,
easy 3 and outs.
The Niners
Defense allowing easy 75 yards down the field.
See, but the Niners are blocking right. They're doing that right. So that's their part of this. The problem is that we are missing tackles. We are taking bad angles. We are out of position. That's us. And we're giving easy penalties away on offsides. That's the neutral zone. You can't do that. It's one thing,
and it's not the scrubs too, right?
Yeah.
It's like starters, Micah
Parsons,
making mistakes. So that to me feels like a big key to part of the reason why we're saying we're beating ourselves, right? Because it's one thing to see
and 10,
third, fourth string guys.
Dak looking, dumps it down to Tony Pollard. They're there. They're playing defense.
He lost
that's a
3
flag.
yards.
Now throw a fucking flag for that. No, she ain't throwing a flag.
No.
Not on our Cowboys, motherfucker. Now they just slammed Tony Pollard out of bounds. I don't know. Maybe I gotta see it again, but I thought he grabbed him, threw him out of bounds. That looked like a late hit to me. This staff's supposed to call late hits. That looked like a little late to me, but let's see. Oh yeah. That's shit. And she did not throw a flag.
Hey, we NFL cares about protecting their players, right?
Yeah. 2nd and 11, we lost a yard.
But that's not the point here.
Dak looking, Dak throwing, gets it to CeeDee Lamb for
now it's a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, the point. Yeah,
3 or 4. It depends on where they mark it. If it's near the ball,
it's a makeable 3rd down, which all you wanted to do on this. When you see number 94 in the game, not this down maybe, but you run at 94. Keep that in mind.
By the way, Gallup is in as well.
Yeah, I see
Gallup, Cook, CD. So we're bringing the big guns.
It's 11 personnel because Ferguson's all in the outside. He'll shift in now.
Yeah, even Pollard's lined up to Dak's right.
Watch him shift in. Probably. I'm assuming. Well, maybe not. I guess I thought I'd see Ferguson shift in. He's going down the field as an outside receiver.
Pollard.
Oh shit! Dak had to throw that fucking ball.
Sacked.
And it's a sack for them. That sucks ass. And it sucks because Brandon Cooks looked open for a second.
And I said Pollard.
I know. I saw Cooks open.
Again, we just needed 3 yards.
And Terrence Steele got to do a better job blocking. That's one of those matchups.
Terrence Steele has been not having the greatest season so far.
A couple shitty games here last 3 weeks.
I know. Now that's it. We're punting. That's that.
That's it.
And honestly, I can't even. You can't get mad at Dak. That happened too quickly for him to even see any open guys.
You gotta stop them again on defense. Another quick 3 and out. They're fair catching it.
No dumb blocking
on the
back,
30.
Right?
Well, hopefully for them, 30-yard line for them, guys. That's all. Blocking the back would only occur on the receiving team. Oh, that sucks. So far, we're shooting. Well, I don't want to say shooting ourselves in the foot, but just we're not able to. This is a tough defense. Now look, they start off with the first punch, and we've been punching back and forth now, and we got to stop them again. It's gonna be. This is the kind of game it's probably gonna be, a back and forth, grueling defensive game, but that first drive still bothers me. We allowed that on our defense. But
again, I'm not even necessarily disagreeing that I didn't expect, some big defensive stops and stuff like that. But like I said, it's a little bit different when this is what the score looks like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot
isn't
different.
It?
A lot.
It feels a little different.
Yeah.
They got the ball back at the 30. Sniper said, this team sucks. Jay Palmer said, the defense doesn't even have time to rest. Yeah. Cowboy Longhorn said the O-line looks completely overmatched. And again, the biggest concern to me here is that it keeps happening consistently on that right side, right?
And we have all 5 guys in today. Keep that in mind.
So, for Dak to be the first quarterback sacked, whether they're the ones that have the backup at the right tackle, right guard.
They don't have backups in. They don't have any backups. They're their starters. But the right tackle is he's their weakest player up on the field on both sides. On the offensive lines, on both their right tackle and their right guard is probably the 2 weakest spots. If you rank all 10, they're 1 and 2 on the weakest. Yet we can't get in there because the game plan is proper. They're getting the right help as needed against our very difficult defensive line. But how come everybody handles our defensive line, it seems?
Exactly.
But we can't handle anyone else's really good defensive line with our 5 fucking starters? McCarthy, Soliari, fucking Brian Shanahan, every motherfucker in this team and coaching got to figure out something. Now it's too late. You're in the game now. Hope whatever you practice is going to work. But I'm telling you, this is where we are hollow. The Cowboy team feels a little hollow sometimes on the coaching side because of these situations where it's obvious things they're going to come with. We're going to need to do and we can't do it. With not the adjustments ready to go, I got to keep watching. I'm waiting for the adjustments. We missed that with Kellen Moore last year. And the last year, and the year before that, and the year before that with Kellen Moore, we didn't have adjustments.
Big Boss Man said, why have we only run the ball once?
obviously the Cowboys and McCarthy trying to establish that first down is again, we can anytime it doesn't do good or we don't run too much, it's going to look like we don't run. We're just overthrowing it. But those first down throws that go for, or supposedly go for 1 or 2 or 3 yards even, those are running plays in my mind. I'm chalking it up that way. It's the way that the Cowboys with this West Coast or Texas Coast offense are trying to run the offense and run it in that way. Whether we agree or disagree, that's what they're trying to do. I just want to see some versatility to it, some options and changes to it. So far, zero.
Yeah, now the only thing I will agree with, honestly, the rest of the ref stuff, honestly, I don't really care. But that slam to Tony Pollard earlier, that should have at least been.
Here's some pressure. Curse
there
coming.
There we go.
Sacked by Curse.
Finally. There
you go. Curse coming off the edge in a blitz situation. There's Dan Quinn. Is this going to be a future? Like, did he want to do this in the second half? And he had to do it here in the middle of the first quarter? I'm just saying. Or is this just a one-time thing? But I like Curse doing this, and any of our safeties doing this.
Okay, the only reason we can do this, though, is because we have Wilson back. Which is
part
of that factor. That's what I'm trying to say. That's that Wilson factor just in general.
Wilson
we couldn't do this before.
If we had a Wilson on the other side, so Dan Quinn's going to bring either side there for extra pressure.
All right, so now it's a 2nd and 12. It looks like a run.
4 guys there. They are pitching it. Run. They got to watch out for the outside bump. God damn it, Deron Bland. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so now it's like a 3rd and 2.
Yeah, now it's makeable again. Hey, that's how you shoot yourself in the foot. Now, we did that 3rd and 2. We stopped them last time. We do it this time.
And not to sap it again. We can't ever capitalize on our bigger plays, right?
Who cares?
We got to sack. We make them lose yards.
They pitch. This is the option to bounce it outside. That's what... And it's incredible the Cowboys don't see that. I saw it.
Look,
how am I fucking seeing that?
At the end, it's not about seeing it. Bland had to protect the outside and make that stop. I mean, what else can you say?
Deebo Samuel was the running back there. He took the step in again to force the safety in. And the cornerback in, Deron Bland.
Sorry,
that's
3rd
unfortunate.
and 1.
Yeah, well.
Don't fucking
outside,
move.
No. It's
right up the middle.
They got us looking at other places.
Honestly, we almost stopped them, too.
Yeah, they would have went for it if we had stopped them.
I know. My point is that had it been 2 yards, we might have actually gotten the stop maybe there. Because they barely made it 1.5 yards.
Last time they threw, this time they ran. They get it. Again, it'd be silly not to run against our defense.
Yeah, King Knight, and that was our bigger point as far as how our team functions. He said it. We can't have a game where Dak has to make a 20-plus game comeback because we know that he can't do it. That's just not...
I disagree, though. I think he can do it. I think in this defense, in this offense, it's going to be very, very... It's not going to be like last year. He did it multiple times the last 7 years. He's come back from major deficits. That's not the issue. The issue is the offense not structured that way. We'll see. Another run.
Another big run.
Another
God damn
first
it.
yard, 4-yard run. First down.
They're just running all over us.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we're not even filling up the run gaps that well. We're getting there late, whether it's LV or the safeties, the corners. It's very sloppy right now.
It reminds me of the way that Arizona handled it in the sense of they're allowing us to rush at them and get them, and then they're just kind of waiting and then moving after that. Yeah. Like, you get my point? Yeah. And obviously I'm simplifying things a bit, but for those who aren't able to watch or are just kind of here, obviously getting our reactions, getting our thoughts here.
I wonder if they're going to throw any plays here, because they have only run, and I think they're going to keep running. Let's see.
Why would you throw? If they do, it's going to be like a similar little pitch.
That is a throw here. Okay. Pressure, knockdown. There you go. Knockdown.
There we go.
No whistle, get it a run. But 3rd and 5 now. That was Hankins again.
There we go, yeah.
Hankins the only defensive player
Hankins said, that ball is mine.
Oh.
But look, there's a little help from Micah there, too.
I'm not going to get too excited because I got to see a stop. Yeah, Micah's getting double teamed here. Almost a hold, so...
That's what I'm saying. Just let Hankins... calling that soon. Hankins basically only had one guy on him there,
But Hankins uses 350 pounds against these guys. Look at Mike McCarthy checking the tablet there.
Whoever is the tablet holder, that's got to be the weirdest, shittiest job. Like, hold my tablet while I do my work. Like... I don't know. But
McCarthy will get right back in the game here. Like, he's got to look away.
I know.
Like, we're looking at the camera, looking at the screen.
Shit, back up! Who is that? Curse. They're right on the line.
They're unfucking believable. This is the Cardinal game again. We just stopped them on 3rd down. Now they get a first down. This is not the referees. This is our dumb players. This is J.
3rd offsides penalty in this fucking game.
The Niners are pissed. They're walking off the field pissed. Not realizing that we just gave them the fucking first down. We can't win a game like this, guys. It's not going to happen. We're not winning this game. Not like this. It's not going to happen. It's just, this is a dumb fucking boneheaded play. This is what we mean by,
they did not beat ourselves. They didn't have a good play there. They had to hold McCarthy from running on the fucking field. He's so pissed. If you're so pissed, why do you not? Who the fuck? Dan Quinn, I'm sorry.
But
can you have somebody on field checking the lineup of your fucking players since they're incapable of doing it themselves?
Incorrect. That's J-Ron Kershaw's dumbass fucking job, and he's a dumb motherfucker. Okay, but guess what?
He's the third dumbass on this team. I'm tired of it. I don't care.
Well, then
bring it out like a little toddler and line him up. Teach him what a line is, because apparently you all fucking forgot what it is.
They're supposed to
First and 10 now.
Check with the refs.
They're running the ball. They get 5, 7, 8 yards. 8 yards.
It's over, guys. We give them life, and they're gonna take it. They're gonna take our life. That's it. I can't watch this. It's hard to watch dumb shit like this. Our dumb players. No. This is not about coaching. This is about execution.
We're about to get 10 points, maybe. Maybe 14. If we're lucky. If we're lucky, they're going to get 10.
We're going to keep giving them first downs. Don't worry. That's not the refs. This is the Cowboys. It's not the coaches. It's the players.
Yeah,
the players are at fault. You're saying coaches. It's the players. Kurt's got to check with the ref. He's got to be. He just can't make dumb mistakes. This motherfucker's crying last year. He's crying.
Not even that, but where's the accountability with the rest of this team, too? Like, you see your guy lined up. Like, say some shit, too. I don't know.
Micah, slowing him down.
There we go.
They still almost get the first. They still gain 2 out of the 3 yards. 3rd and 1. All that effort, the knockdown play for nothing. The stop on 3rd down for nothing. The play here by Micah for nothing. It's for nothing.
It's hard when it's a 2nd and 3.
Why is it 2nd and 3? We allowed it. We're allowing this shit. Great move by Micah. Slows him down. And then who's the schmuck that misses the play? Jordan Lewis. Jordan Lewis just whiffs on a tackle. It's just a complete colossal fuck.
Sorry, damn it.
2:50 to go in the first quarter. This is embarrassing. Already I see our defense getting worn down. Micah's on one knee.
Of course, we've been out on the field all
play action.
Game.
I mean, there's Curse late.
Easy first.
Check, easy first down. Curse is playing a horrible motherfucking game.
He's playing prevent defense.
They'll probably call a flag on Damone Clark here. Watch. They let him throw him out of bounds with no flag. Dak's clapping because he don't have to go back on the field, I guess. It's 1st and 10. This is a field goal at least for them.
Yeah, I'm kind of, and that's what I'm trying to say, Trent. Like, this team held itself accountable so much. It was like guys looking out for each other. Now it literally feels like we have individual islands out there. Like, it doesn't matter if Curse is all the way in fucking Niners territory. Let him do that shit.
And Curse almost face masked him as well, by the way.
That's what I don't understand. And by the way, we've allowed 8 first downs. Or they've gotten 8 first downs.
Gotta be lucky.
Wherever you want to put it.
We'll be lucky if we're not down by 2 scores. 2 touchdowns by halftime.
Did they blow the whistle?
Yeah, it's on
Was that them? False start?
I hope so. I don't know anymore.
I'm guessing it's a false start. Come on. Oh, delay game. Yeah, that's their first penalty.
And it's their own caused one. It's just painful to watch. I want to see this drive to end. I don't care if I just want to get it over with. I don't want this drive is so bad. I'm getting sick to my stomach. I mean, it's just a piece of shit, this fucking defense right now. They're showing the world
I'm almost dumbfounded that we're only down 7-0 at this point. Like, and I'm not even saying that to like be dramatic or anything. Just that again, it has been a comedy of errors.
And I see a lot of people out there like, oh, don't be so hard.
He looks tired already.
They're all tired.
I hate it.
First quarter.
Does
Wide
that
open.
hit?
Wide open, by the way. Gilmore couldn't get the pick.
Man.
I want to see that in replay. Was just a good play by Gilmore? Was it dropped?
And they almost caught it. A little tip to me, but I could be wrong.
I don't know if Gilmore hit his hands, and then Ayuk almost caught it.
Okay, well, let's see what happened there, because it went through Gilmore's hands.
Well, I hope he knocked it out of his hands more than that. Yeah, okay, he just knocked it. He knocked it up, and he almost caught it.
Okay,
it was like a 50-50 ball. They hit him both hands.
Okay, so Gilmore, it was good defense by Gilmore. He just almost caught it on the rebound there, and I'm guessing it wasn't tipped if they didn't show that earlier part there. So
it wasn't tipped. It was he tipped it. He tipped it out of his hand. So
I meant like as the pass went out, I thought a D lineman got hands on it for a second. The
good news is that Gilmore...
2nd and 15, again, don't fuck this shit up, Cowboys. Get in there.
They're blitzing
decent
late.
Pressure. Great defense there, Bland. Nice and clean. No flags. Now it's a good 3rd and 15.
Yep, 3rd and 15.
Now this is it. Where's the sack? Where's the sack? Because that's what I'm looking for. A sack here is the difference between 3 points and none.
This is key here. Why? Brock Purdy's not a guy who's going to get you the 15 yards. So either we do a dumb fucking penalty and give it to them, which would be horrible, or a missed tackle or missed assignment.
It's going to be some little screen shit or something.
It's going to be a quick pass. It's going to be something they try to maybe a running back screen, a receiver screen. Watch McCaffrey here. But if they try to hit us deep, that'll be surprising to me. They're in the edge of field goal range here. So
that was a weird...
Watch for something. The Cowboys look a little confused. There's Micah getting in there. McCaffrey gets nothing. Goes backwards, and they got a punt.
I mean, that was exactly what I said I wanted, but they tried some cute shit, and it didn't work.
And you know what Micah did? He wrecked the fucking play.
They tried some cute shit, and it didn't work.
The play. Baby, rep that 11, because that's the reason why. That's the
guy
reason
right
why
here.
he saved those points.
But you know what? That's what I mean, though. This guy waking
Came up
up
big.
in those big
Watch
moments,
this.
that's what guys like this need to do and
Watch.
need to keep doing.
It's a stunt. But watch Micah get in there. He's
Almost offsides
I know,
again here.
Fowler. Look at him inside with a breaking. And also
Instantly.
Got to give
Tank
credit
too, right?
Marcus Lawrence
Yeah.
broke Trent Williams there. Great job by DeMarcus
By the way,
Lawrence.
give some credit as well to Fowler, who, while not in the mix, was still only 2 steps behind
mistakes,
where
they're punting.
you know.
They're pooch punting it here, trying to get inside the 20. They do. Get away. All right. On the 5.
All right, so thank goodness, because I straight up just said this is exactly what we like. I don't know if I spoke it into existence or not, but at this point the Cowboys just woke the fuck up, and that's exactly what we needed.
I don't
said
know about
it.
that, but
okay,
they definitely
in the sense
got,
of our
they got one
def-
stop. One
again,
stop that pushed them back, and that is where we controlled the drive.
in that moment, we had
Right.
one priority, which
Right.
was just keeping
I
points
agree.
off the board. And
Agreed.
first, once we realized not only were we in a position where we were stopping them, but hey, we can keep that field goal from even happening in the first place.
That penalty is what helped
That
us.
penalty screwed us
Delay-
so bad. So again,
the delay of
please.
game screwed them.
Oh, it screwed
and that,
them.
And that really hurt them. That really was, in a way, they stopped themselves a little bit there.
So there you go. So, but you know what? They capitalized on all our mistakes. This is us finally doing what we needed to do and just capitalizing on theirs.
I agree.
More
now
than that,
we're pinned
though.
back on the 5.
Please, defense. Guys, this is... All the penalties are on defense right now. What is going on? Dan Quinn, talk to your guys. Have somebody down there keeping them a little more accountable or something. I
Halftime,
don't know.
he's going to rail into them, but right
we
now...
can't wait till halftime. First quarter's here.
Yeah. Second quarter's coming. Here's
Oh,
Pollard
God,
getting out of
Pollard.
trouble. Gets out to the
Woo!
10. He fumbled. Out of bounds. This bitch going to call it them. Oh, motherfucking God. Tony Pollard fumbled the ball like a retard. Now
He fumbled out of bounds.
It did not fumble out of bounds. It stayed in bounds. They recovered it. I want to see that again, though, because it looked like it hit the line. That woman, ref, didn't call the flag on Pollard. This time, fucks him this time. They punch it out.
God.
That was, Tony Pollard just sucking dick there.
Well, the ball came out of bounds.
If it hit a guy when he's out of bounds, it's out. But watch this here. His arm is out. That should be 57. Who touched it?
He fumbled,
baby,
but...
we got to see. There's so many things here. Hit his knee. Okay, now it hit off. He's out. No, I don't think it hit him yet. Now, did he have possession before it went out?
They called it.
Everything's going their way.
The problem is that they called it their ball.
Right.
So, you know what?
And this
What's even the point?
continues to fuck us right up the ass. I'm so done with this game already. I don't want to watch it anymore. We can't have any good things here, guys. It's not going to happen. Not tonight. If we're killing ourselves. I mean, did he have possession? Does he touch it and land it, and it's automatically his?
The problem is they called it their ball. So if you go off of that angle, he grabbed the ball and then basically took it with him out of bounds. I don't know exactly all the technicalities of possession, but I'm going to bet that the replay is going to show that he did have possession because he probably clutched it to his chest.
We'll have to see it.
And then kind of slid out of bounds.
He didn't really get it to his chest. He just locked it with his hands in his helmet.
But again,
and they bounce on the line. I want to see
it
the replay.
didn't really bounce on the line. He kind of, again, it was like between
It's more about when he had
himself and the
possession.
floor.
It's about when he had possession of that ball. It depends what they're going to call. I know. It's whatever says on the field.
Cassie, everyone's saying the ball's in. Ball was on the ground while he was sliding. It should be our ball. But honestly,
what are they seeing? What are they saying? That the ball is in?
Let me see. Don Oliver said, call it all you want. Cowboys have seen 100 times that they ignore the call on the field. Again, overall, at least this year.
I don't know about that. I'm saying if it hit the line, it hit the line. I want to know when it's possession. That's all that matters. Everything else is just people hoping the Cowboys fucked up already. It's just accept that. We get the ball back. It don't mean shit. Through more plays, they might give the ball up again. I don't even care, but I just want to know.
So other people are asking
rule.
the same thing. Did he just fall on top of it, or does he actually have possession?
When you touch it, it's not yours. It could touch all you want. He has to grab it. By the time he grabbed it, was that fucking thing, the ball hitting the line? That's all. I don't want to hear nothing else, guys. You can say whatever you want in the chat, but that's the only thing that matters.
By the way, CJ Goodman was out temporarily on that last special teams play with the shoulder injury, but he's good to go. He got checked out, and he's back, ready to go. Just kind of keeping you guys updated because he made such a big play on special teams on that first special teams play that we really can't afford to have any of our big playmakers out at this moment. Fuck me. Sorry, I'm trying to kind of keep up and trying to see... And pretty much that's the biggest question. Everyone is saying right now that it really depends on what they consider possession of the football. And also, if the fact that the ball touched the leg of the guy that eventually went out of bounds or something like...
No, hold on. It didn't matter if it touched his leg, he wasn't out of bounds yet.
Okay.
If he was out of bounds and it touched his leg, then yes. But no.
It didn't. He wasn't out of bounds at the moment that it touched him.
The angle they gave us was weird. I want to see it.
They're also saying if the ball touched any of the other Niner players that were kind of out of bounds too, that counts as like.
Again, people understand the rule here. While the guy was out of bounds, not before the play. For some reason, these idiots, they on TV, they circled it when it hit his leg. It meant nothing.
It seems highly unlikely that
it. Let's hear it. Sorry.
Yeah. What did I tell you?
Yep.
I mean, I told you I
just never seen any other angles than one. Here it is.
So no one's out of bounds.
I can't believe it didn't hit his fucking foot. It's good. It's a catch. It's in. He had his hand around it, and the white line was around it. The problem is, this ball did not hit one person here. That's what's crazy. Didn't hit anyone down the fucking line. I mean, it's incredible. The unluckiness we have.
And you know what, talk to Sully, I would say it's the Cowboys ball, but for the same reason I said it's the Niners ball. Not because of any great play.
Here's a touchdown.
But because that's what they ruled on the field, and it's too close to call. There's no definitive view
I would give it
overturning it. That's what I'm saying. If the Cowboys had done that, I would have said, oh yeah, the Cowboys, if our defense had done that.
I'm just saying that. That's true. What would have happened, though, if it was the other way around, and the Niners would have fumbled that. I'm just going to rephrase that. Let's say it was flipped around. They called it, called it. I was out of bounds, right?
Okay.
And then they would have overturned that. I think giving it to the Niners. I would have given that to the Niners. The guy had his hand between the line of scrimmage. I mean, the out of bounds. They got it. They earned it.
Did not touch any of the other guys.
They got it. They earned it. We did not. We got to take this fucking L on this drive now. Now we're making it hard.
End of the first.
Making it extra hard on our defense.
Well, there you go. By the way, I think this is the first time all season we don't put points up in the first quarter. Just letting you guys know.
It's going to be this is not the first time this season we're going to lose a game.
Talk to Sully. I can't, how can we even blame that on McCarthy's offense? How the fuck is McCarthy supposed to prevent Pollard from fumbling? I'm flabbergasted at this point.
I mean, that's just this
not to even say that McCarthy's offense has been all that impressive, the play calling, things like that.
Pollard finally got a good run, and he fumbles the ball. That's on Pollard. No one else. Stop placing blame
I'm just throwing
on
that
everything
out there.
else.
And that's.
Can we just admit that we're not that good? Can we all admit that now? Can we just say the Cowboys are just a little above average? We ain't ready for that Super Bowl run, and it's obvious.
Not when you have playmakers making mistakes.
Currently, I'm not saying it's going to be this way the whole game, but currently in this game, and it's only 7-0, it should be a lot more. It should be 17-0. Right now in this game, we are not like the Niners. They are better than us.
Oh, no.
First quarter, they dominate. We are here. They are here. And if you don't see that, then you're just biased as a Cowboy fan. I understand. I want to believe. But I'm not going to believe in bullshit.
I'm sorry, but the offense, I have to agree
it.
that regardless of whatever's going on, the offense is below average. They're not showing me anything that, one, inspires confidence as far as, what they're going to look for in the future. Because honestly, like I said, at this point, it's irrelevant if it's shitty play calling or players not executing. That does not look like a top tier offense, and not even top tier, an offense that can even hang in important games, right? Because already just our first little test of, hey, can you guys come back? Can you get it done? Can you do something? We failed miserably at. That's it. We haven't answered. We had 7 unanswered points for straight up 10 whole minutes. And you can't say we didn't have chances because we had the ball 3 times on offense now. We didn't do shit with it. 3?
Something like that.
So
we have one play.
And of course the defense, again, thank goodness the score is not worse than it previously was. And again, finally when they're just starting to wake up, the offense says, hold up, wait a minute, let's make this absolutely fucking difficult for the defense and make them try to keep the Niners from scoring a touchdown.
The problem is now it's going to turn into 10-0 or 14-0.
And either way, you know what that means
unless
for us
unless we get a bonus and they fumble or something crazy happens, it's going to be them by 10 or 14, 2 scores. What happened when the Cardinals did that? The same thing's going to happen in this game, maybe worse.
What do you think Tony Pollard is going to be able to do? Do you think he's going to have another run like that? Do you think we're going to see any Tony Pollard in this game if we're down?
Pollard fucked himself, but he fucked the team.
He did.
And by fumbling, you can't have that happen. Well, that's our first.
Playmakers don't fuck up in big ways like this.
That's our second turnover of the season, first fumble of the season. The other turnover was Dak's interception in the red zone, which was a forced throw, shitty game call, play calling. But
during a desperate time,
we're not moving down the field this game too much. We're not moving at all on offense, and the defense is showing why they're the best team.
We're moving backwards. Yeah. That's the direction we're moving in.
The Niners are showing why they're the best team in the league.
So 2nd and 4 on our 10 in our red zone. In case anybody forgot, that's what happened. Second quarter.
Run up the gut. I mean, I see guys there, but no one makes a tackle.
Now it's a first and goal.
First and goal on the 2.
On the 3. Oh.
There's a fumble.
They're saying it's a fumble. I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, this is gonna go against us. This bitch at the bottom of the screen. She's gonna keep calling it for them. Why? She's marking it down without checking anybody else. I don't like 134. That ref. That's like 4 calls she's done. Fucked us. Show us the ball. Yes. Cowboys ball.
And
I'm gonna hold on that, baby. Here, I'll tap.
Hey, the ref said it.
I don't give a fuck.
That's like 3 refs.
They will
saying
overturn it in seconds. I'm gonna wait. But stop celebrating.
No, they're not overturning it. No, the defense gets to celebrate here. This was not their fuck up.
I know.
This was not their fuck up.
I know.
This was their save.
Let me see the play. Let me see the play here.
Who knocked it out?
That's his shin, his knee.
Lewis.
Pull it out. Okay, it's out. He did not hit the ground. It's bouncing around.
Lewis recovered. Basically, Lewis
Jordan
stole
Lewis
it like it was his fucking
Jordan
baby.
Lewis hit him, stole it before any part of his body hit the ground. It should be our ball. I mean, it is our ball.
That's a clean steal.
Let's see his leg, his knee, his elbow.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Elbow hit. Yeah,
you
the
saw it
ball's
from the
out.
other angle. Lewis was already fighting for possession of that ball. So regardless, he did not have possession.
See. One more angle here. They're going to try to show every angle for this one.
Well, they have to. McCaffrey definitely turned
he
the ball
had his hand
over.
on the ground, but that's not down.
That's not down.
You can have your hand, but you cannot.
And remember, they ruled it our ball. So
Right.
remember, again, just like
It has
before,
to be some kind of proof.
It has to be
It's
overwhelmingly
out there,
definitive.
and he's in the air flying. So that's our
that
ball.
to me is enough.
What's the chat saying, baby? Are we screaming like crazy?
J. Lou to the rescue. Just don't give it to Pollard. Oh, yes, our ball. Huge play. May have just saved the game for us. And that's what I mean by at least, like, the defense, they had the little shit.
I know.
But they are waking the fuck up. Don't fuck it up
Every
now.
first drive, this defense fucks up, and then they wake up the rest of the game.
And again, outside of those dumbass penalties.
All right, now hold on, because now we're on our own 1 yard line here. We got the
Dak is
crowd
probably
going
going to go
crazy.
for a quick pass.
They're coming with that defensive.
Or they're going to run into Pollard just to, like, get it out of there. But that does not, I don't know.
Quick pass. Nice block by Pollard. Dak's
A
going
deep pass.
It's a high one. No flag, no
Deflected,
nothing.
no flag. That looked like good defense to me personally, but
That's Shavarius Ward, former Cowboy. We gave away for a bag of potato chips. Great pickup, though, by Tony Pollard, or else Dak don't even make that pass.
I agree.
As a safety.
he picked up a good block earlier too. When
look
Dak
at him
had that
here.
really bad pass to Schoonmaker,
Look at Pollard here.
I think.
Whoa. And I don't know what happened to Tyler Smith there,
Yeah,
but
he fumbled that one big time.
Tyler Smith took a shit there in the middle of the field. Great coverage. I just wish that there was a way that he could have made more of an effort to
I know.
cause an
Gallup
interception,
looked like
interference.
he didn't try that hard.
I just want interference, but it was great coverage. Another quick throw. High, but he gets it to Gallup, and he gets it to the 9
Gallup fights for it, but he
11-yard
holds on
line, 1 yard short, 31.
You know what? Gallup valued the ball security there
Yes.
over trying to make that extra
He
yard or
should.
two, and
He
clearly
had
in this
to.
game, that's going to be the bigger factor.
Correct.
Because now both teams have a turnover straight up from their running backs.
Yep, we dodged
so
bullet,
at least
they dodged the-
we neutralized that.
We dodged a huge
Right?
bullet. The
Now it's a 3rd and 2.
Defense made up for that first drive with that one right there, and the offense hasn't made up for shit yet. 7-0 them, 14-25 and ticking. CeeDee Lamb going left to right, 2 guys on the left still there.
Ooh.
Shotgun while in motion, snap of the ball. Dak looking.
Run, Dak!
He doesn't have anywhere to run to.
What do you mean he doesn't have anywhere to run to?
He got fucking sacked by Warner. He was 2 guys are on him. He can't run. He's done. And nobody open for Dak. I mean, is Dak missing people? Is it bad play calling? Do the Niners, are they shutting us down? Let's see. I'm watching the secondary. I don't care about Dak.
I'm looking at the O-line.
I'm looking at the secondary.
Right there, when I said Dak,
Double coverage
run.
on CeeDee Lamb. Underneath. That was the play to him. They were trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb, but they couldn't. That's it. Fred Warner.
Look, I have to stop saying Dak run because it's obviously not going to happen.
He's
I
not
have
running.
to let it go.
Yeah, he's not running. They're keeping him in that pocket, and he's just not. I'm going to be honest, he don't look like a good runner anymore.
Ryan Anger.
Oh, he's getting held there. No call. What the fuck are you doing?
Who
Malik
fell?
Jefferson just slid for 10 yards and for nothing. And we were...
That was a big fuck up by him there.
Baby,
he just gave him a field goal easy.
Oh, baby, it's not even that. They already were in kind of field goal range because we were on our own one. It's just we're going to break eventually. The defense can't hold up forever, and they already broke one. So the next score by them is going to make the game a whole different kind of feel. You'll see. We'll see together, all of us. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest reasons why I have to be honest, I don't think that this offense will work with Dak. If he can't run those 2-3 yards, if he's gonna keep hesitating to go for it on a simple, like even an easy little slide, some bullshit. Like I don't know what to say, but yeah, we're done.
I know. I just saw 2
our
people in front of
offense
him
does
on that
not
play.
work. Baby, it was like 2 yards.
I know, but triple reverse.
Dak
here.
is 2 yards long.
They got a flea flicker, wide open. George Kittle, touchdown. And like I said, the easy as pie. I'm gonna take a walk, baby. I can't be around for this bullshit
go
anymore.
for it.
I can't watch.
Yeah,
this
not
shit.
a single first down. Again, just that's it. We're done. This team was not.
Yeah, we're not taking this season seriously. We're not a Super Bowl team. Forget about that.
And
we're barely a playoff team.
The real disappointment for me is, once again, I thought that we had enough talent finally this year to rock it and get in the mix, and that has been the bigger disappointment. So although I guess I am starting to look at McCarthy a little bit sideways, but you know what? It's funny. Seeing what our players are doing, why wouldn't McCarthy play it a little more conservatively? Because our players are fucking up in big ways.
You give them more, you give them more responsibility, and they fuck up. So
that's the part that's really starting to get to me, right? Because again, it's not even the Schoonmakers of the world fucking up, right? It's not the hell. I guess you can put one on Marquise Bell, right? You give credit where credit's due, but outside of that, it's our big playmakers that are disappointing us here.
And they take CD out of the game. Where's the next guy stepping up? I don't see anybody there. I don't see any game planning properly, though.
Not, like, even in other scenarios, like, why can none of our receivers get any separation in any position or whatever you do to them? Like, you can't out-scheme your way out of, like, 2 inches between you and the guy defending you.
That's why the defensive stuff, to me, mainly...
You pointed out earlier, too, Gallup wasn't fucking fighting for that.
I agree, but what I'm trying to say is I think defensively, it feels like the Cowboy players didn't execute properly on that drive. They made a lot of mistakes and penalties. That's not on coaching as much. It's still on coaching, on the player. But the offense, McCarthy's not really finding a way out for these guys. And the offense seems to be, their lack of execution.
And the few good times we have end up being major execution failures, too. So it's like a combination of a handful of really mid plays combined with some really bad execution
On offense,
errors.
it's a combination of players and coaches. On defense, it seems more heavy on the player side. They're coming through now, the players.
Huge misses by Tyler Smith and Terrence Steele, both leading to sacks for Dak.
And eventually leading 2 points for the Niners, as you just saw. I'm going to step away.
Go ahead and step away. I'm going to go ahead and hit up the chat. Where is Cooks? Honestly, like I said, I think that
this is not good offense for him.
Not even that, but think of it this way in a different perspective. The Cooks and the Gilmore move, two of the biggest moves we made this offseason, falling real fucking flat right now. Right? In a situation where we got both of these guys to be able to not even just step it up, but help fill that number one as a number two type of role, Bland seems to be playing better than Gilmore. In a lot of ways. So, and now, again, like Cooks was outshone by Tolbert and other guys. And yes, of course, you can say part of the reason is, of course, because of Cooks' distinguished history. Maybe he's getting different coverages, maybe different scenarios and matchups and stuff, but I'm still not really seeing like separation from him either. I don't know, guys. Real quick, huge shout out to everybody here chilling, hanging with us. Not the performance we thought. Like, I think everyone even expected the Cowboys to at least keep it a little close. Nothing close about 14-0, right? So thank you, but thank you to everybody.
It's only second quarter.
I just can't believe we still have 3 quarters of football to go and we still have to keep watching this shit. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't enjoy being tortured.
So
like,
it's
that's
4
not
quarters.
my thing.
It's 4 quarters, but it's all about, how you're going to show how you going to show yourselves there as the team. But the fans, the ones that doubt, like myself.
Ian B90 said this is worse than the playoff game.
I mean, not the actual loss, but the performance so far.
Of course. No one's going to deny losing in a playoff game hurts worse. But yeah, we were actually in the mix.
And Turpin falls down in 22.
Marquise Bell just got punched in the fucking face. Are they not going to call that?
He got punched in the face?
Yes, he got punched in the face by a 49er who took him to the ground and decked him in the face.
Well, they should call that. I want to see that.
They just zoomed away. God, why are they showing this goddamn dumb fucking graphic?
Third fastest in the NFL right now. This year.
Please tell me everyone else saw that too, right?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I saw them getting up.
C-Doc80 said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we were better under Kellen Moore. Offensively, we were certainly more explosive, but we made more mistakes. Now, I didn't see any penalties or anything getting called, so I'm sorry. That was really stupid. I saw an actual punch thrown. What do we have to do to get a flag around here for that?
I'm not going to rile up on that, because in the end, look, they're coming. They know our play.
We look lost. 5, 4.
Under center for Dak. It's a run to Pollard. And
Right up the middle. He gets like 3 yards.
I mean, now we're going to try to run. I'm just saying, like, that's something we would have done, a little earlier if we wanted to be a little
At this point,
smarter.
we need to give our defense a break, too.
Yes, we do. McCarthy, I want to see this to me. This is the first game without a first down for the Cowboys on 4 drives since 2017, November 30th, 2017, against the Washington Redskins at the time.
Shit, someone's hurt.
And it's our guys, Biotish, center. So now we get Brock Hoffman in the mix. It gets from bad to worse. Man,
we had a full quarter with our starting offensive line. Look what we had to show for it.
Yeah, and it looked like shit.
0 points and 2 sacks.
And no first downs. So it's going to get worse, right? He gets rolled on. Oh, his ankle. Left ankle for Biotish. Not good. Doesn't look good.
I expect him to be out for the rest of the game. Maybe he'll come back after halftime, but that looks serious.
I don't know if he's going to be back next week. That's going to be a sprain, at least on the ACL. At least. It's the knee.
It's not just that, but you can see by the way that he was gesturing to his leg. The pain is not just in the ankle. Like, he got his entire leg, like, hyperextended behind him as well. So I don't think it's just an ankle injury, personally. The way he was gesturing, I'm worried it might be more ligament related. He's walking off. He's probably going to go get checked out.
As we know, walking off means nothing, guys.
That's why I said I'm worried it's more ligament related. I'm not trying to freak anybody out or exaggerate.
I saw the left knee go down hard on that. So we'll see. 67.
Look, I thought it was his ankle getting rolled on, but like I said, you kind of saw him like his leg kind of went like back like this.
But it started. The first hit was on that knee. That knee buckled in. Let's just hope for the best.
I know.
Right now, Brock Hoffman 77, number 76 with all the he has all that
Cooks in motion, gets the
handoff. There you go on the outside. But there's like 3 Niners there.
Hey, he gets the first.
He got 10 yards. Should get a first. But no, we didn't get the first.
Sorry.
We're inches away from a first.
They're watching every inch of us. Yeah, so 2nd and inches.
They're always watching.
Yeah, no limp. So like I said, that's...
Yeah. Let's see. Tush push. Dak does it just as good as... See, to me, Dak would be good at tush push.
Dak and Hurts have a similar power ability to be able to get it done, but our O-line is at least strong enough to, I think, push us forward.
Can we say something here for a second? First of all, that was Brock Hoffman pushing forward there. But
I'm going to put the AC down, baby. I'm sorry. I'm like overheating here. I'm not... this
Listen,
is not
guys,
good.
I'm just saying, this is the first time the Cowboys have acknowledged taking something from the Eagles. You got to give them credit what credit's due.
If it works, it works. I don't give a shit who we take.
Next year, they'll take that away, by the way. I can guarantee you that, because we did it. I'm just joking. If we're going to take it away probably anyway in a year or two. Well, let's use it when it's legal. Let's use it. There's Rico Dowdle with a 5-yard run.
Hey, I like
he
that.
should have lost 3. So we got 8 out of that you play right there on a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, we definitely don't ever want any player getting hurt, and I mean, not thankfully, but at least this is the first injury of the game, right?
Rico Dowdle almost fumbled on that handoff, by the way. That's you're going for that ball. They know he's a fumbler.
I know.
But so is Pollard, obviously now.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Shotgun. Dak rolls right. I like the rollout. Good.
Great job there. Cooks is getting more involved. Everyone said where's Cooks?
Hold on.
Tolbert.
See, and that's to me the play. I always say I want to see Dak rolling out. That's fucking what I'm saying. I want to see Dak rolling out. I want to see Dak rolling out. And yes, I know it cuts the field in half, but not when you're in the red zone. Don't do that. Do that when you have more space. You can go deeper or turn it around the other way if you have to. You can go left still, but he rolled out right perfectly. And you have Cooks who's perfectly made for that fucking dump off for an easy first down. Use your players right, McCarthy. Come on. I thought you had this shit better. 1st and 10 on the 45 of our own. Shotgun for Dak. Clap, clap. 6 seconds. Here we go.
3,
Snap the fucking ball, Brock.
2.
There you go. That got
time.
Him
right there in the middle.
I
don't care.
It's a run, basically, on that play, right? It's like a 3 or 4 yard run. That's a McCarthy run play.
That's my point. I do not give a shit. 3 or more yards, that's a good play for me. Ooh, give me a second. Ooh.
You gotta take a breath.
No, it's not even that. Like, I genuinely got like a little bit like so angry I got nauseous there earlier.
Damn, baby. I understand. Trust me. You've been doing it for like 10 years, but I've been doing this for
it's that feeling. It's like that anxiety and anger, like that pregame anxiety.
We got the outside. Got to get the blocks here, and we blocked. Tolbert fucked up and blocked his guy right into our into Pollard.
Lipke also did not pick up a. He was less of a factor on that one though.
These guys cannot miss on that play. It's all about blocking. The whole play's all blocking. You can't do that. Now it's third down and long, setting us up for another tough third down against a defense of the Niners who are pretty good pretty bad at stopping third down conversions.
They are.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Tell me what's happening real quick.
Well, they're just showing Gibson running around. 3rd and 7, shotgun for Dak. He's got Dowd on his left. 3 receivers to the right, trips right. Ferguson, one of those guys, the other side, Gallup by himself. Clapping for it, snap the ball, 1 second left. Dak looks right, throws right to Ferguson, first down to the 40, 35, almost 30.
Fergie, baby. I saw that.
Fergie to the 30. Let's go.
There we go.
Let's go, Cowboys.
Dirty Fergie.
Dirty Fergie to the 30.
Whew.
Let's go, Cowboys. 1st and 10, big third down conversion there. Again, like I said, the Niners they allow like 50%. We get 50% of third down conversions. Not this game, but in the season so far, the Niners they're like the 23rd team most allowing team that allows third down conversion on defense.
All right, so CD in motion from left to right.
Got a set.
Yeah, it looks like Dowdle next to Dak, by the way.
They got Dowdle on this drive. Dak looks right, looks left,
Dump it
looks
to Dowdle.
middle. Dowdle gets creamed.
Yeah, but he gets 3
and
yards.
drops the ball, it looks like. Yeah, they call him incomplete.
All right.
That's the thing. That's why I don't like those quick dump offs, because those leave the guys open with the ribs, and that could lead to a knock the ball up in the air. It could lead to a fumble. That one was incompletion. Greenlaw was a little bad.
I wish you would do that a little bit more. If we're going to do that, you got to use your tight ends a little bit more in that situation.
The thing
though.
I saw, and Dre Greenlaw saw it too, Dak going through his progressions. He went this way, look.
I know.
He went this way, look. And he went to the middle, which of course is going to be next. When he went this way, look, Greenlaw started coming down. Because he met him right there. That's why he was able to knock the ball.
They did call
out.
it incomplete, by the way.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10 now.
Shotgun again for Dak. Now throw, it looks like. They're watching Pollard. He's blocking inside. Dak's looking. Got to throw it. He does. Gets to CeeDee Lamb. Finally his first catch.
CD gets like 6 yards?
Yeah, for about 6 yards. 6.5, 5.5 yards. Let's call it 6.
I'm sorry, but
Bosa just really, I think he got Dak. Because Dak had to get the ball out there or he was going to get creamed. Man. All right, so Steve Wilkes, so we talked about him this week. 3rd and 4.
Funny how many defensive coordinators are up in the booth now, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that feels like a new trend.
Biotis is back. That's great fucking news. Manning the center.
Perfect. So hopefully just
Hoffman
a little...
did a good job there.
Oh, fantastic.
5 snaps. Turpin in the game. I like that. He's in motion to left to right. Dak's got to throw it. He does go deep to Turpin.
He's got Turpin.
He's got it. Touchdown! Yes! Yes! Go Flags!
It's Turpin time!
How about them Cowboys? There it is. Non-red zone don't fucking matter, yo.
We're
got
in
a
the
touchdown.
mix, baby.
Big play
Dude,
there.
I don't give a shit where we score. Just score.
You put Turpin in. You had the matchup. The efficiency by the Niners. Who was on him?
Speed from
Who was on
Turpin.
him? Who was on him? Number 20, who is that? Number 26? He was sleeping on him. 26 slept. That's Isaiah Oliver's slot.
Look at that.
I told you guys the whole week, Isaiah Oliver, number 26, he's a guy that's not had a good year. You pick on that
Not
slot.
just that, but you remember how I was just bitching about the fact that our receivers get no separation? That was the most space I've seen
Because
between the
they
receiver and
used
the
his
defensive
speed
player
finally.
in years.
And he never missed the
Again!
game. Van Aubrey knocks it through. And we got a game again. That's
There
what we
we
need.
go.
The offense woke it up now,
That
right?
should give our defense a boost of energy.
So, hey,
Absolutely.
does Dak suck now? I'm making a joke. I'm making a point that people are going to say, well, that was a nice pass by Dak, right? His receiver created separation.
I think
but it was a dot pass. Let's go. Cowboys.
One of the things I was going to say earlier in this drive was I would like to see us use either Turpin or CD in that little backfield role that we tend to use him in. And when I first started seeing CeeDee Lamb in motion, I was like, oh, okay. I kind of thought it was coming, but I still like, whenever CeeDee Lamb's in motion, I feel like those plays are still more effective. I'm not even here to talk about all the technicalities. I leave all the technicalities to Mr. MCF. I talk in generalities usually. So, generally speaking, I'm just saying, plays where we have CeeDee Lamb in motion have worked better for us, and part of the reason is because we've gotten a little cute with the way that we use CeeDee Lamb in the backfield and some of those plays we're using them in.
We used it with Turpin.
But we, and that was the one
And
where
the
I was
key
like,
is,
why haven't we seen more?
Well,
But someone said it earlier, like, why haven't we seen more Tober, more Cooks, more whatever? And the one I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I kind of want to see Turpin.
We've been talking about Turpin all week and using him more. You know what's funny? Turpin on that. Here's the thing: when you have CeeDee Lamb doing that motion and he's in the slot, Isaiah Oliver's on him, but he's got double coverage because they're all watching CeeDee Lamb. The difference this time is that Turpin, they're not watching him like they're watching CeeDee Lamb. So now in one-on-one coverage, he had a step on him and he had him beat. It's created separation. Dak with a perfect throw, touchdown. And that's what we need to see from this offense. That's a fix there by McCarthy attacking deeper. finally it worked, at least for now, right? So defense woke up a little bit. The offense woke up a little bit. Let's hope it continues. Go Cowboys.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
By the way, John Montgomery, huge shout out to you. Dropping the love. Once again here with the $2 house saying, told y'all a lot of ball left. Now,
Of course. I agree.
all the ball left
The
in the
first
world.
quarter
I
and a
don't think
half,
it's going to take the
we look at
taste
shit.
out of my mouth from that shitty-ass first drive. Or first half. First quarter. Coño. First something. I got there eventually.
The first quarter and a half. That's what's been happening.
And there it is,
Much
John
love,
Montgomery.
John.
Shout out to you.
By the way, I want to make sure John, after that $2 holler, knows that another 2 puts him in the raffle for tonight. Yes, the raffle for one of the 2 jerseys you can win here in My Cowboys Family again.
Right.
And let me shout it out now for the man, the lunatic, making it happen right here in My Cowboys Family.
Hey, he did it trying to get the energy right for our fandom, for the Cowboys here, and at least the Cowboys are starting to match that energy a little bit, right?
that's
If
star
you
of
drop
everything.
$10, bam, you're entered in the raffle. If you are a member here at MCF, bam, additional bonus entry. So,
Yep, pretty simple. It's sewn and stitched.
can't wait to see
a lot
who
of
the
jerseys
2
to
lucky
choose
winners
from.
are going to be.
It could be new. It could be old. Micah getting some pressure in this game. He needs some more help from his defensive counterparts. And, of course, you got offensive weapons. You got everything. New and old, legends, sewn and stitched. Really, any team, any sport.
Yeah, Zam
Really,
VFW also throwing out there, at least our defense also got some rest, or else
Yes,
it's
very
going to be a
important, very
really
important.
shitty rest of the second
Very
quarter.
important. I agree. 100%
That took a
of that.
solid 5 minutes off the clock,
Yeah.
at least. Actually,
Yeah.
it might have been closer to 6. I can't quite remember. They showed it on the screen, but
Ball's
at least
out of
5.
bounds.
At least 5.
They get it at 25. It'd be nice to see the Dallas Cowboys get a stop here.
Oh, sorry. I
No, I was just
I thought you
watching
were going
it.
to say something else.
McCaffrey, they're focusing on him. I see again, McCaffrey kind of fumbled for them. I'm kind of...
Look,
He hasn't really got going yet, knock on wood. We still slowing that
again,
run
it's
down.
funny. Again, the run game, while stopping the run during a few plays was still not the greatest. I think it just has more to do with the fact that they've been passing more. It's not even that, like,
Right.
I'm not even
And we're lucky.
trying to
I
say,
think-
they stopped the run. They're
I
just
think
passing.
we're a little lucky about that. I'm going to be real about it. I'm going to be honest.
Watch us jinx it, because, okay, guess not.
Purdy throwing again. Down the middle, wide open.
Jeez.
Brandon Ayuk. 15 yards.
I looked like that was
Just
on
like
Hooker
that.
again, by the way. In case anybody was wondering.
Man. This
Damn.
sucks. So,
John Montgomery.
Big 15-yard play right there.
Let's do it, because at this point, we need
What
you. He
happened?
said, put me in, coach.
What happened? Did he drop another one?
You dropped the $2
He's in.
holler. It's
He's
coming.
in the
It's
raffle.
coming.
Much love to John Montgomery in the raffle.
Well, you're
officially.
in the raffle, but I think we need you out there on the field right now.
Yeah.
By the way, left ankle wrapped for Tyler Biadasz, in case you were wondering what the actual injury was.
Okay, we came back in, so we're good. Then they run up the middle with McCaffrey. Man, I thought he hit
Too
a brick
many
wall, and I
yards.
see he goes right through the brick wall and gets tackled 8
Remember I
yards down
mentioned
the
earlier
field.
CJ Goodwin had a shoulder
Yes.
thing. He did end up putting on a shoulder harness as
right.
well. But again, he's back. I'm just letting you guys
Yeah, he's
know.
still getting, like,
we got
treatment
guys
for it.
taped up and guys banged up, but we're still out here fighting for it.
Damn.
Man. By the way, huge shout out to everybody here chilling with us. Now that we're in a bit of a better situation here, take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You guys can follow us on all social media at MyCowboysFamily. Hop in the Discord, links down below. Thank you to everyone who's shown up here tonight, hang with us tonight, and drop the love tonight like John Montgomery just did.
$2
Second
holler.
and 4 here for the 49ers.
We got you ready. We got you in the raffle, brother. Now there's a play action.
Play action.
There's DeMarcus Lawrence cannot
We
get
go
open.
deep to
no
no
one's
one.
there. Is there a flag?
I mean, is that not intentional grounding? I guess
I
not.
I think it was one guy with the
I
wrong
think
route.
I think he's just trying to say it was like what? I don't know.
Wrong route. The 3rd and 4 still. I want to know what's going on.
I mean, even if it's wrong route, does that count
Let's
as
see.
intentional? Should still count as
Let me
intentional.
hear.
Okay.
Why? Because he was out of the pocket?
Yeah.
He was not.
Or he was past the line of scrimmage, they said.
Let me see. If he wasn't, no. If he was past the line of scrimmage, then it's a penalty. He was outside of the box, tackles, and he was not ready for. He was just getting rid of that ball. Wow. He is out of the tackle, so it is. He was a hair out of the. I mean, he didn't do it because he knew it was happening. He did that to escape a sack, but he's lucky that he
How
was
nice
outside
that
of
he
the
got
tackle.
lucky on that technicality.
That's 2 luckies for. That's 2 times they got lucky. These motherfuckers.
You know which way our luck has been going?
Not for us. There's some defense. Let me see. I guess they calling a flag on that.
Better not be. There it is.
Fucking shit. We clobber the guy. He lays out like he's disabled on the ground, and now they get a flag and a first down.
Hey,
15,
it's soccer.
15 more yards.
We're not playing football. We're playing soccer now.
Incredible. Who fucking hit him like that? Just don't know
Well, it's
what-
3 guys. I don't know who did it, but
Just sickening. More shit. More no luck for us. Another stop. Pissed away.
Are they reviewing it?
Are
What's
they
going
picking
on?
it up? J-Ron Curse is having himself a real fuck game.
Who'd they call the personal foul on?
J-Ron Curse both.
Too?
It was Donovan Wilson, by the way. It was a helmet from Donovan Wilson. That's who hit. That's who really knocked them out.
Okay.
And I thought, look at the helmet. I mean, that's a helmet to helmet, guys. And I know some of you are gonna bitch about it. That's on Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson had a real shitty game too.
But what did Curse do that was considered unsportsmanlike?
I don't know. I thought it was Donovan Wilson that was in. I thought, yeah. See, look like he went to. He didn't do anything because he stood over him. Yeah. It's just sloppy. Cowboys are playing stupid. So it's supposed
to be all Wilson then?
The first one was supposed to be. So that means LV's got to get that gap that he just pushed the guy away from. Get up in there, LVA. Good job, LV.
There we go.
The whole way I watched him. That play, he moved the guy.
Well done.
If they had run that through the left side, though, that would have been a problem, I think.
Yeah, so look, I agree.
Our left.
That was a straight up helmet to helmet. You got to play a little bit cleaner. You got to play a little bit lower than that, Wilson. I'm still confused on the unsportsmanlike, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but it didn't even hurt. That one didn't hurt.
I know it didn't hurt us. I just kind of want to know for my own personal knowledge, you know.
I know. 2nd and 12. They lost 2 yards there for LVE. So now we got Marquise Bell, no Damone Clark.
Give me a sack.
You got a blitz coming from Donovan Wilson. A screen. Now Donovan Wilson got to be able to see that. He did not. And they're gone. 25, 20. Yep, they're about to put it in our asshole again here. Get ready. Man, I knew going to San Francisco would be an issue.
I don't know, but Curse is letting us down in a big way today. He's cost us a lot, actually. Because remember, when he had that offsides, that was like a 3rd and something, and we stopped them. And they got points off of that, if I'm not... Well, no, I think we stopped them in the end, but they almost got points off of that.
We should be getting spanked. We should be losing 28-7 right now. You guys know it, and I know it. And it ain't the refs.
No,
I'm just making sure. Some people will still bitch. Got to stop him. We don't stop him. He gets 8 yards,
Golston
9
missed
yards,
that one.
8 yards. Yeah, everyone's missing. They're running. They just took all the chances we gave them, and they're doing something with that. We don't do that. We give it back to them.
Eagles are the better team, Skeptical.
Eagles are better. Yeah. Eagles are better than us. The Niners are much better than us. Just letting you know.
Now, I know I see a few people saying, oh, that was a bullshit flag, let them play. It's been a few years now that type of flag has been called, so we have to start...
I'm sure if there was a Cowboy getting hit like that in the helmet, and if they called the flag, I'm sure you guys would be like, that's cool. That's a good play.
I hate when they call it on incidental bullshit. I understand, but at the same time, that flag in general is yeah.
And they got first down again. They don't even need Elijah Mitchell.
You think they're going to fumble this time?
Don't need Elijah Mitchell.
You think they'll fumble this time?
Nah, they got us. They got us right where they want us.
And that's why I said that the run is still... I mean, my bold prediction is out the fucking window. I think they already have over 100 yards at this point.
Yeah, they're killing us. They're killing us on the ground. Again, like I said, this team is not a real run-stopping team yet. It's obvious. Oh, well. It was fun for the first 2 weeks.
We did have 2 really good weeks. Really fun.
No, last week was good too.
But no.
It's depressing though, the overall feel of the situation here. They wide open, almost touchdown. If he had tried to sneak over, it would have been close. But it's going to be a touchdown anyways. Smart of Deebo Samuel not trying to stretch over, and he would got popped and fumbled. So yeah, they're going to score here in a minute. Running in, they're on the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
First and goal on the 1, guys.
It's gonna be under 3 minutes here.
Yeah, it's gonna be 21-7 here in about 45 seconds. Yeah, at least we get the ball second half. I don't know if we have another drive in us. Defense failed us though this game. Dumb mistakes. I say this defensive mistakes are incredible. Once again, our defense fails us. The offense will never be able to save us. Can the defense first try to save us? How about that? That'd be nice. Touchdown. Yep. Boom. McCaffrey. Touchdown.
Oh, we didn't stop him today. Who was it earlier that said that this was worse than our playoff game? Again, obviously the meaning of the playoff game loss means a little something,
Our
but yeah,
defense
we're
is playing
so
like
shitty. Oh,
horse shit.
There's
It
a
don't
flag.
matter. It doesn't really matter. Our defense is playing.
Another unnecessary roughness on Curse?
Our defense is playing like horse shit.
Curse!
No, it's not, baby. It's on them. They're just fast on the news people hit the wrong button. They put it back on, and like they always do. They always put us as the penalized team. But why wouldn't you? We're always getting penalized.
If there's a flag on the play, though, does it negate the touchdown?
It's after the play.
Okay.
We put that on the kickoff. We get to return a kickoff.
Yeah.
Can we score it for the half? We can make it 21-14. Oh, he hit him in the face. 65. Oh, I saw that one.
They didn't see the punch earlier in special teams, but sure.
If it was an open-handed play. If he had punched him with a closed fist, he should be thrown out the game. But that's open hand, so you can,
So you're allowed to bitch slap.
You're allowed to slap. You're not allowed to punch. The punch probably
Good
hurt
to know.
more on the guy punching. The slap, it makes your ear ring. Trust me. It's been my helmet. I remember I get slapped. Now you lose your hearing for a minute there. There it is. 21-7. Disgraceful performance by this general team.
I mean, guys, the only reason that the Niners even lost last time to the Eagles was because of the Purdy injury. Outside of that, I think
that's one of the reasons why
I think we
lost.
Would have seen a very different Super Bowl matchup last year.
I think it would have been definitely a closer game. Purdy is good enough because he knows how to run this offense. He's very good at running the offense. Is he the best quarterback? No.
No, but
he knows how to run the offense.
last year it was pretty much the same thing. I just think that they were very clearly the better team. It's just that without Purdy kind of keeping things together offensively, they just did not have enough to hold up against the Eagles. So
no, I agree. I know. I agree.
Doesn't really matter.
Not really. We got to score this drive or
Chris
it's
Pleman
trouble.
said you just don't expect the Niners to make dumb penalties, and that's the difference also. Yeah, we know that going into it, the Niners typically do have much cleaner games. Overall, we are still one of the most penalized teams in the NFL, I think. Right? Like, we were starting to trend in the right direction, and then we just said, fuck it. Double or nothing.
What's
Let
the
me
chat
see.
saying? Just read up a bunch of comments.
We should get good field position. Go get some points. There's no excuses. Said Cowboy Longhorn. Yeah.
We just got to score for the half, and then we get the ball second half. But do you trust this offense against this defense consistently? The answer is no.
Or you just said Big Hank got pushed back into the end zone. John Connor said the 49ers are just better. Yep.
Right now they are definitely better than us.
Stone Immaculate said stupid penalties. 49ers punching Cowboys in the mouth. The players smash mouth football in the first half.
We gave up 2 drives that allowed third downs to be converted, and it would have ended drives. That's 7-7 right now.
1 step forward, 2 steps back, said John Connor.
That's the life of a Cowboy fan, watching this fucking team for years and years and decades. And I've seen it for 40 plus decades.
How the fuck can you say the defense failed us when we stopped them and they called 2 flags on us? Really? How the fuck is the defense supposed to do anything? I mean, if defensive players are the ones committing the flags, then yeah, that's our defense fucking up.
If the defense goes false start, if the defense is offsides and it costs us a third down, and then they keep driving on us and scoring a touchdown, that is 100% on. Who is that on? Dak Prescott, the refs, Mike McCarthy. It's on the defense and Dan Quinn's side of things. But the players' execution fucking failing us because they're not executing. They're
Tokyo said we look like the 2020 Hot Boys defense.
Ugh, that's the words Hot Boys make me want to fucking vomit.
Man.
Yeah, it's not. They are still more physical.
Even Frank Moyer said that unless the Eagles offense starts playing up to what they should be doing that you're right. The 49ers probably will beat the Eagles.
The Niners are the best team, I think, in the NFC. Better than the Eagles. Obviously better than us. And the game's not over. We might come back and win and get lucky, whatever. I don't know. But my point is,
when you look at the NFL, I think the Niners are probably the best team in the NFL right now.
Possibly. They're the best on offense and defense combined. I mean, they have the right pieces on offense, the right scheme, and the defense is more than solid.
I can't think of a single team right now that I would put above them.
Yeah. Oh, they kicked the ball. Can this go out of bounds? And this will be you're going to get a return here. From the 20, 25, 30 to the 35.
Okay, is that not... I mean, I'm sorry.
Maybe. It's all right. I think he got hurt. Turpin.
Turpin looked fine there.
Turpin
it's not
got
bad.
up and
It's
started
limping. It's
limping.
the extra twist that the guy fucking
That
gave
last
him.
twist, he was limping.
He was holding on to his fucking foot, baby.
Okay, all right, baby.
He wasn't
we'll
limping.
I hope it's right. Look at this. They're doubling him. They're taking him out of the game. For 2 catches of CeeDee Lamb, 14 yards.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and double check, but...
I just want to make sure because he looked like he was limping after he rolled out of that. Now, shotgun for Dak. 1st and 10 on our own 34. Pollard over there in the backfield. Got CeeDee Lamb going double with Cooks on the right. Dak looking middle, looks back to the right, dumps it down to Ferguson. Gets about 5 yards.
There we go.
5 yards. So we're trying
to move quickly here.
Dak's rocking the baby there, rocking the cradle. That's the play. He's calling this here. So now his finger. Dak's finger is getting taped up. His index finger, it looks like.
Great.
Shotgun, it is on his right hand, his throwing hand. He's throwing, dumps it down right through Pollard's hands.
That was Pollard.
Hold on, Pollard there.
Not to say it was great. It was a little bit...
Middle finger, right hand for Dak Prescott.
Behind him, but
check
still.
that one. Dak has
looking now.
Cut. It looks like it's a cut. I don't know.
Again, I'm looking now. Just
right.
give me a minute.
Because he's bending his hand. You know, when you put a Band-Aid or tape over your finger and you bend it, obviously on the joint, it pops off. So he's getting bothered by that. Just the tape being on there. I don't like this shit at all. 3rd and 5, 2:07 to go. Probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. Hopefully we get the first down. Shotgun. Pollard to his left. 2 on the left. Look underneath. Got him underneath. Gets killed. Ferguson gets killed underneath.
Nothing.
Makes the catch for about a 2-yard gain. It's 4th and whatever. It's a 2-minute warning. We got to punt. Unless we want to go for it, which would be a real risk. But I see McCarthy going for it. That's my guess.
I'm not seeing anything as far as Dax. Why would we go for it here? That seems...
4th and 2? 4th and 1?
Maybe.
On our own 43? Yeah. We're on our own 43. Would you guys go? What do you got? I want to hear what the chat thinks. Because 4th and 1 on our own 43 in this game, you know, I say go for it. Fuck it. You got to go for it. You want to show you belong? You go for it. If you don't make it, I mean, the game's over anyways, I think. You punt. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, they're not even saying anything specifically. They're just saying Dak had his middle finger taped over on the last drive.
Yeah, it might be a cut or something. That's it. Hopefully. It's not a break or anything. So, anyways, what's the chat saying?
It looks like his finger was bent back or something.
Damn. So it might be sprained. Hopefully, throwing finger.
Again, I'll try to confirm that a little bit more later. But let me go ahead and start hitting up the chat. Let me see. 4th and 2 with the 2-minute warning. You have to throw deep on this team, said Matthew Heron. Let me see. I mean, no offense, and I'm not trying to play ref ball either. All I'm saying is, normally after punches get thrown and things like that, things get taken a little more seriously. I'm not even talking about any of the other plays, but when I see punches get thrown and players not getting thrown out of the game,
open-handed slaps.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the other. I saw 2 other punches earlier, and I know that the TV tries to cut away real quick, but I have eyeballs in my head, and I'm just trying to say that.
Well, they didn't even call those, but I mean, they might be finding somebody.
But again, we're fucking up plenty,
yeah,
and we're doing it to ourselves, so we have no one to blame there either. So, punt. We obviously can't even get a couple yards, so just punt," said Rack City.
All right.
Or you just said defense can't stop them penalties at all, and that's
where they have to fix themselves.
That's why I said it almost doesn't matter who's throwing punches or doing what, because we are clearly committing several penalties.
We can't worry about what's being called and not being called. We got to just do our jobs right. That's the problem. The Cowboy players and the fans, a lot of fans bitch about the refs more than watch what our team is really reality is. They have a lot of issues.
John Montgomery said, fuck it, let's just go for it. C-Doc 80 said, McCarthy's going to get himself fired calling plays.
Who? Who is?
I said, McCarthy's going to get himself fired.
Okay, I think
plays.
you said McGregory or something. I'm like, what?
McGregor.
I think you said like Randy Gregory or something.
No. McCarthy.
Okay.
McCarthy.
All right.
So, anyway. Honestly, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. There's so many things going wrong here, right? I did say someone, I think, I wasn't in our chat?
We're punting.
Yeah, so we're punting. We're not going to fake it this time, guys. Just throwing this out there.
Well, we might.
No.
And punt away. Way back to the 5. Can we get coverage? No, not there. Blocking the back? No. Throw a flag? No flags. I want to see a flag. Damn.
No blocking the back, nothing. They play a nice, clean game. So
Niners play so well.
I mean, that's it. They capitalize on our mistakes. They're playing better than us at every level, including
I
special
told you
teams.
Turpin was hurt. Now you believe me. I told you he twisted his ankle on that play at the end. Turpin's hurt.
Well, yeah, no one's reporting on that injury, so.
You know who did? MCF. Now, listen, here's the thing, and it's unfortunate because that's part of the only guy who scored for our fucking team is the guy who's hurt now. So
now he's slow.
Yeah, he's slow.
No,
Look,
in the sense that he's going to be slowed down.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he's going to be not 100%. Either way, now you're seeing, to me, I almost think that McCarthy said, I'd rather have my defense out there, try to stop him either.
I'm sorry, but I have to admit, I'm done. I think McCarthy.
I'm just telling you what he's. I'm telling you what he's saying. He's not going to go. You want him to go for that? So I think by punting the ball, pinning them back inside the 20, you either get 3 quick stops, or you use your timeouts, or you get some kind of turnover. But whatever it is, maybe he's hoping that we see more from our fucking defense than our shitty offense. I don't know. They're
21-7.
They're running with Deebo Samuel again, just fucking
8
yards. 8 yards, just running all over us.
And you said that statement out loud with your chest.
What
You've
part?
seen more from our defense. Like, I mean.
I'm
not saying our offense has been doing great either, but I'm sorry.
Where are they running, by the way? You realize they're running right at Micah Parsons? This is what I said to do. If they want to beat us, that's what you do. Unfortunately, we're not. I guess Dan Quinn hasn't studied up on this. He fumbled there, too, by the way. I see the Cowboys going for, whenever they get these 8-9 yard runs, they're always fumbling. The Cowboys are trying to strip the ball, I think, more than anything, because we can't stop the run. So we just try to strip the ball and hope we get a fumble one every 10 times. That's a false start on them,
no,
right?
Timeout.
Timeout.
Let me go ahead and try to do a quick injury update just because I do want to see. I mean, by the way, we're like super banged up on this game. So remember, Biadasz went out with a little bang up. He's okay.
He's back.
We had Goodwin come out with a little bang up. He's okay. Dak got his finger taped up, but he's okay. Turpin got his ankle taped up, but he's okay.
Are you saying it's his nail? I don't know.
Nail? I said finger.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm reading the chat.
No, it's not his nail. It's his knuckle. It's like his knuckle, lower middle finger area.
Raul said we're getting gashed on the. I know.
I'm pointing it out to the chat. I just saw somebody's not.
I got you. It says here we're getting gashed in the runs, which is 100%.
But I'm sorry. Yeah, McCarthy, you absolute twat waffle. What kind of pussy ball are you playing now? Because this was not the same guy that. Like, I feel like McCarthy is drowning in analytics, not in a good way. There are some decisions that he supposedly said he would still make off of.
Here come the Cowboys. Good stop there by LVE.
Okay, but now it's still a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 with 1:05. We haven't used a timeout. So, who uses a timeout here? The Cowboys? I think we should.
Yes, we do.
That's the right thing there, analytics or not. If you know football, you call timeout because, look, they'll probably get the first down. I'm not here thinking that we're going to stop them. But if we get the stop, we call the timeout, and then we got to basically, a little under a minute to be able to get one last fucking drive for me, a couple fucking points.
But yeah, I'm sorry, not going for it on that 4th down did several things. First of all, our defense has been out there more than twice the amount of the offense. Even if it was just, I don't know. I'm just saying that I think we're making, you want to talk about complimentary football, whatever we're doing on offense is not helping our defense, and our defense is not able to stop this offense effectively enough.
Consistently, I would say.
Consistently enough.
Yeah. 3rd and 2, let's get a stop here. We can use our timeout. 1:04, they put a couple seconds back on the clock. Can we get a quick stop here? Can we get a stop? I mean, I feel them running, but if they pass, they're passing because there's Micah. He did not catch that. It stops the clock. So I have all 2 timeouts still, a minute to go. They're going to punt here.
Right, so it worked out this time vaguely, but if we don't put points on the board now, it doesn't mean shit. And remember, last time, if we would have gone for it, we would have been in their territory because we would have been like midfield.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, too, when people want to come back and like, oh, should we have gone for it or not, or whatever. Like, we got to now drive a lot more than just about midfield-ish.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens here, unless some big...
Well, let's see if Turpin's back.
Watch them go for it here. Try some special teams fuckery.
They're punting. Let's see what happens here. There's some blocking going down.
I don't think Turpin's going to run it back. He's just
he got some blocking here. That's Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah, that's not even Turpin.
Oh, late hit. I thought 45 hit him late, but I guess they allowed that.
No.
Deuce Vaughn ran about, 10 yards on the punt there?
By the way,
Turpin's
the fact that Vaughn
obviously
is there, that means that Turpin is maybe a little more banged up than we thought, but... Let me try to check if that was just
he got rolled out of bounds, and that's when they
So actually, CJ Goodwin is actually questionable to return. So he came back in the game, tried to play through it, couldn't quite do it.
Big on special
Noah
teams.
Igbenogany is replacing him on special teams as the gunner.
That's number 19, in case you're wondering. He was down there right now trying to block.
Let me see.
Okay.
No, I'm checking
Nobody
on
on
Turpin.
Turpin. That's surprising because we saw it already. Like the actual getting taped up on the sideline.
I'm really confused. So basically, no one actually saw that injury. I'm just letting you know. And the
I know.
Cowboys, no one's reporting on it. And even Dak's injury, we know about it, but they haven't reported it officially in the press box in the fucking game. So if you're at the game, the only way you know Dak got his hand taped up is if they showed it on a big screen somewhere. I'm just kind of keeping you guys in the loop as far as like, I'm not sure if they even consider it like an injury.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like it is. It's like a scratch or a cut.
But the Turpin one is the more surprising one because I think I would have expected to have heard.
Well, he was on the sideline and his ankles, his shoe was off, and he was getting looked on. After I saw him get rolled on the end of that return, on that punt, when they punted and he took the sideline, he got rolled out of bounds. He got to the 35, because they had a penalty after the touchdown. So that's why we had a good return, and then he got rolled. He got rolled on the outside out of bounds and got kind of twisted. When he got up, he was limping.
So we are finally someone's reporting on it. Calvin Watkins is reporting. Turpin was a little nicked up, in his language, on the kick return. The reason that we did see,
I told you,
Deuce Vaughn. So now, the only miracle of miracles is here. McCarthy has to bring out his best Kellen Moore impression if he actually wants to score, because we only have a minute.
No, we got 2 timeouts.
So even McCarthy can't just sit there and dink and dunk, if you want to use that type of language, right? Like, we have to progress a little bit further down the field.
I heard Schottenheimer saying we're waiting to pull out some of the bigger plays. I hear Dak saying that. I hear McCarthy saying that. Well, when do you plan on pulling these out? I mean, we're going to wait for the playoffs if we make it? What's the plan? Because right now I think it's the times to pull these plays out, wherever you're going to pull them out from.
Honestly, it's not even that. It's the fact that it feels like the Cowboys, like, and I hate to say it, but we were content with just getting by, as opposed to, like, actually maybe directly addressing a little bit of it here. Like I said, it feels like a tale of two extremes. McCarthy was so, like, traumatized by Kellen Moore's lackadaisical, let's just fucking go for it and do this and do that. He just went completely in the other direction. Like, he seems like he's scared of his own shadow. He seems like he's scared to throw for a first down.
Some people say that's because of Dak Prescott being the quarterback he is. But Dak showed, even the last couple of years, not just last year with the interception, but the last couple of years, he can run the quick-paced, high-powered offense. So, what is it? What's the reason?
Ferguson?
Dak has all this time, gets out of there, moves, goes deep.
No way.
What the
it's
fuck,
out of bounds.
Dak? Yeah, Dak's going to play himself out of Dallas. Whenever, with not being used to getting used to throw the ball deep like this, that we finally go deep, and he throws it the fuck out of bounds. Brandon Cook still got behind the defense.
Dak is 0 for 2 today on making big plays when it matters here. Cooks did a fantastic. Look at that. Look at that.
He's not a linebacker. Dak's got to throw that.
That's a touchdown.
If Dak threw that, that was just horrible. Dak's just being. I mean, I don't give a fuck about the analytics in this situation. He could have the best analytics in the world. One of their guys hurt.
Jackson's down.
Yeah. I'm a 95.
That's not good. I hope he's okay. What happened?
Right here. I don't know if I want to see
He ran into his own player.
Did he fall?
And then got rolled on?
I don't know.
Him and Bosa just, honestly, him and Bosa just ran into each other.
Drake Jackson, second round guy. I think he lost his breath for a second.
Honestly, it looks like more than that because he's, like, not moving. Like, usually when guys lose their breath, they're kind of like flopping on the field a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully that is just... You know what? The way that it hit, do you think it's a concussion situation?
No, I think it was more the wind knocked out of him. Because the way he was kind of initially kind of groping the ground.
I know. Let's look. I hope that is the case. If that is it, because obviously we don't want any players injured. But damn, we're the team right now that's been. I don't know. He looks like he's in pain, not just winded. Don't you think?
I don't know. We'll see. They probably take him. They're not taking the concussion protocol at all. So
all right. So maybe he is just winded.
Now, Javon Hargrave, who I think should be the starter and he should play more out there because he's really, really good. He has 3 sacks already this year. He's coming in, so it don't get any easier for the Cowboys when one of their guys go out. They have. And of course,
now we can't do that play again, right?
Nope.
Shit, Dak almost gets sacked. Dak
just throw the fucking ball. Another sack for Dak playing dumb fucking ball. He doesn't know when to get rid of the ball. He don't have the speed to run anymore. His last years in Dallas are coming closer. I'm sorry to say it. I mean, it's not working. It's not going to work.
Again, Dak's footwork improves, but it feels like every one of his other skills has gone down in quality. He's not as aware. He's not throwing the ball away in moments where he should be.
Every time
he does not have the speed and the quickness. He doesn't even choose to run the few times that he maybe has a chance to make it happen.
Every time that you see like CeeDee Lamb on that play got open for a split second, Dak was getting like hit by a fucking lineman. Then when he got himself back, CeeDee Lamb was covered again, and then Dak had to try to run or throw. He wasn't sure. It's just a difficult situation. He's not to that level right now.
Is Micah upset or just hurt or what? He looks a little limpy.
This whole team should be embarrassed, top to bottom. Embarrassing. I wish I could do the raffle now, to be honest.
We can.
But I wanted to give people time. But we can just do the raffle now. Because I don't know if we're going to be on for this one afterward. This is painful.
No. This is obviously going to be a very quick
or one of the best endings to the Cowboy, lore. If we come back and win this game.
We have never won a game when we're losing and going into halftime. Never won a game when we're losing going to halftime.
Is that what it said?
I mean, at
it's
least
been a while.
As I say, we're like 1 for 22 or something. Like we won one singular game when we're losing at the half. So we got to be tied or winning for us to have a chance. And we're not just like losing. We're like, again. This is why I said at first we were beating ourselves, but now they're also beating us.
Yeah,
so
it's easy to beat for a team like the Niners who are already good. They're already good just starting off, and then we're helping them beat us.
Yeah, and guys, I'm going to be honest. I have always been one of the people that says you got to give Dak the benefit of the doubt. It is hard for me to say that because this year, even though Dak has played some of his cleanest football as far as mistake-free football and things like that, we've never given Dak more responsibility on offense, and he has never shown us more.
When?
Like, as far as, McCarthy straight up said it. Like,
responsibility
isn't, like, this is his offense. There's
right.
no more excuse. There's no more, you can't hide behind Kellen Moore and calling some of his dumb plays because, honestly, we're straight up seeing it. The play calling is 100,010% leaning in Dak's favor, right? Execution issues aside from people dropping passes or things like that, Dak is still throwing passes consistently, a little higher than guys where they can reach them or whatever. Already in this game, we had 3 big moments where Dak had to make, like we needed him to make that pass, and the guy was open, and the receiver did his job, the tight end did his job.
They're open for a second,
even Schoonmaker, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, even Schoonmaker said, I'm here, Dak, wide open, had hands on the ball, but only because he jumped 3 feet in the air to go get it. And the Cooks play is the one that pisses me off the most, just because that was an easy touchdown that had Dak had it 2 feet to the right. And of course, I saw some jokes saying like, oh, here come the excuses. We're going to start saying Dak's taped up fingers, the reason why.
That's nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry,
Dak on normal days does that. He misses like that.
And yes, I also admit that, at first I was willing to, like I said, give McCarthy a chance when it came to some of his play calling in the sense of, okay, I understand and agree 100% with this concept of playing clean, mistake-free football. And it is working for us in a lot of ways. But playing pussy ball is not that. Because how many times do we have favorable 4th and something situations where we're not going to go for it? We not even settling for the easy field goal, just like punting. This is not the type of aggressive. And again, I know smart football, but sometimes you do have to get aggressive. And when you're down 14 points, maybe bring the claws out a little bit. Maybe it's time to take off the gloves and lay the smack down. It's not time to, play tiddlywinks or patty cake. Like, no. And honestly, I am a full believer in analytics, but there are absolutely times where you have to say fuck the analytics because of the momentum, because of the energy, because of the vibe, because of what's happening on the field. Like, anyway, Michael Seppi with the $5 holler.
You're not wrong.
Here we go. He said it. There's another half, but I was spot on. How would we do against a better team versus all the yahoos we've been playing? O-line depth and age is an issue, but Dak is nowhere. Honestly, the O-line age and depth is not even the problem because the old guys are doing just fine. Hell, even Biadish, right? He got banged up and hurt, but that's fine. The 2 guys making the bigger mistakes again. Tyler Smith is a little more understandable considering it's a second year, but Terrence Steele has been here long enough to not be fucking up the way he has been, and he was fucking up against even shittier teams too, so I'm going to stop myself because I was going to keep going, but I figured I would give you a chance to speak, my love. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate you letting me catch
up. And I'll hit up the
everything.
chat here in a second too. Thank you, Mark.
By the way, with that drop, I'm pretty sure Mark now jumps over 2 other people and goes into first place by himself. I'm going to double check that.
So,
Just like that, he can go back to back with the 90s Cowboys. And I'm not against it. Again,
yeah, pussy ball. That's we are playing pussy ball on both sides.
There's a lot of things going on because it started with the defense and the defense failing us on that first touchdown. The thing you cannot do is for our team. The concept must work. Defense must play well.
And it's even one thing to give up 3 points, but we gave up a whole touchdown.
Defense played like shit, self-inflicted wounds. It wasn't necessarily that they killed us, although they had some good drives on us. We still did some good stuff, stopping them some plays. Some penalties helped us on their side. And, the defense got a turnover in the red zone. This game could be 35-7 right now.
I agree with you, Wiseman. No actual legitimate deep threats, just enough to say, like, oh, well, we tried. It just didn't work. Like...
But that's what we've done like a lot of times in the past. I'm not saying
but specifically with McCarthy, because honestly, under Kellen Moore, that was all we ever We only ever saw Dak throwing 30+ yard passes, and there's no in between. Either McCarthy has Dak throwing passes, boom, 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 here in this 3-yard radius of existence, or we have Kellen Moore, who thinks that the only kind of football there is to play is deep in the backfield. And nary a 5-yard pass to be seen. So, I don't know. I definitely don't know enough about football to start running offenses and stuff. But if just me here sitting on my couch, if all of you guys here sitting on your couches at home, watching from your beds, chilling in a bar, doing whatever the heck we're all doing here right now, cheering at Cowboys,
But here's the thing.
If we can put it together, then sure as shit they can. If you saw the tendency to, hey... you can get the Cowboys off a little bit, off their rhythm if you mess with the snap count a little bit, right? Oh, by the way, also, it seems like if you run right at Micah, man, he can't do it both, right? If he's being triple teamed, he can't try to get the sack and stop the run. He can't do both.
He overruns the play. That's the problem. He's up the field, and you run right past, you run by him because you run at him. So look, the problem is that listen,
and the worst part is we even capitalized the few mistakes they've made. We capitalized on those.
We capitalized kind of. When we made our mistakes, they capitalized on all but one because we caused a turnover and got the ball back and delayed the inevitable. They scored eventually, anyways, when we gave them the ball back in great field position because we had to pump from our one. So this Cowboy team keeps shooting themselves in the foot. I will say this: the fact that we're shooting ourselves in the foot, I think we're playing horribly. I think there's a lot of defensive issues stopping the run. I would say consistently is an issue. There's dumb mistakes. I think most of these things that are happening on really both sides of the ball, but specifically the defensive side is more execution, stupid mistakes, penalties. You allow 21 points. This is defense to blame. And then, 7 points on offense. It wasn't just the first drive. So I give credit there on one drive to McCarthy. To Kellen Moore, to McCarthy, to McCarthy, not doing the Kellen Moore stuff, moving down the field and then getting a nice big touchdown. Yeah. To me, it was a great play. But outside of that,
man, it's funny. I'm just saying the Pollard mistake was big, but it didn't even cost us all that much in the grand scheme of things. In the sense of, we messed up, but I'm just saying
it cost us. Let me explain. It cost us because they got the ball, we stripped the fumble out of McCaffrey, and got the recovery. And then we're on our own 1 yard line, 2 yard line, and then we punted. And they got the ball on the 35 because it was a punt that they returned it 15 yards. They're already in our field position, in our field goal range, already in our territory. And then it was right before the half. They hit us on that touchdown with Kittle.
It was simple as it can be. To me, in a weird way, once our defense got the fumble back, it reset. And I know everyone's just looking at the field position, but what if they had just gotten a regular ass drove down the field 80-something yards, are we going to sit there and bitch oh, we fucked up because we could... No, our offense let us down again. We got a shitty-ass 3-and-out when it counted the most, and we just needed, even 10, 15 yards would have been a difference between them getting maybe the touchdown they got or, the maybe field goal they would have ended up in. So I'm sorry. But the Pollard mistake was negated after the fumble was recovered.
You have to think about the fact that at that point it's in McCarthy's hands. And that's where they fucked up because McCarthy, hold on. Okay. McCarthy running the team, kind of complimentary football, has got to get that ball out. He threw the ball 3 times in a row. And we punted immediately, gave them the ball back, no rest for the defense at all. And then they returned it 15 yards to our 35 or 38 yard line. They scored a couple plays later. That is bad management of the team. That's McCarthy. So listen, to me, I also say player execution on the offensive side because Dak Prescott fucking up on a lot. Look, we had some bad offensive line situations and misses there, whiffs, but Dak whiffed on a pass to on multiple plays, one to Schoonmaker,
big one.
one huge one to Cooks, and a couple others that, again, not all his fault.
Not as big as those.
I think it was him running the ball and holding up and hesitating, and his lack of speed. Now we're seeing that part of his game disappearing, whether it's by choice or by nature.
Yeah, you kind of pointed out almost as bad as those like missed passes are the lack of throwing the ball away. Yeah, eating those sacks is just as bad.
And again, it's like sometimes he might miss a guy. Sometimes it's just everyone's covered. Sometimes it's not a good McCarthy play call. I mean, there's a lot of these things. Sometimes there's an offensive lineman missing a block. Sometimes Dak overthrows the guy.
But it's never us doing well.
It's always sometimes something. That's the fucking problem with this team. It's always excuses. And I don't give a fuck. It should never be. I don't see the Niners complaining about what sometimes it's for. No, they just get the job done. And that seems to me, we have it going on with us. It's like a landslide stuff, victories and these big blowouts. Good teams, bad teams. In the end, the Cowboys, they seem to, almost like you said about having a deep, going deep a couple times. Oh, we did it enough. It sounds like the Cowboys, we came back enough against these teams where we should be able to hang in longer. We should be hanging longer. This defense, some breakdowns here. Offense, more breakdowns there. It's a complete breakdown game.
The offense is taking the field first.
At least Dan Quinn gets back in the driver's seat after this season. That's one of the positives. I guess it's one of the positives, right? It's positive.
Maybe.
Better than McCarthy. If this is the way it goes. If this is the way it goes.
Again.
I got to see McCarthy get some, I always complain about Kellen Moore not adjusting. Let's see McCarthy adjust. He hasn't yet.
But that's what I'm about to say. I think that McCarthy as a play caller is what's leaving more to be desired.
Right.
I don't necessarily know if
that's why he hasn't adjusted. He hasn't adjusted there.
He's made some adjustments, but again, not enough. I don't know what that means moving forward. I don't know what that means as far as like what the plan is in general. All I'm saying is that as of right now, McCarthy play calling not working. McCarthy as a head coach seems to work. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not going to take away some of the good things he's done as our head coach, but I do agree that him being the offensive play caller falling real short. And I do think it's also made him slack. Like, of course he's slacking on some head coaching stuff. There's no way. You can't, there's only one McCarthy to go around. Marco Seppi with the $5 holler coming in here saying, when he makes stupid penalties against bad teams and Dak misses throws as he does, you can still win against bad teams. When you play teams like San Francisco, you see the results.
And I agree 100%. And specifically to me, it's Dak making the mistakes. Like, I'll see Dak, and we'll see him make it back up, right? He had a great pass to Turpin.
And what pass rush? Very good point, too.
And a good point for that, the pass rush, not because we suck at the pass rush, because they listened to the Arizona Cardinal playbook, and they altered the cadence a little bit, which I'm the one who spoke about that, it seems like. I don't even think Dan Quinn spoke about that. They altered the cadence. They got us from rushing in extra quick. They slowed us down, and then they get the ball out quick. That's the whole game plan for them. Before us, they practiced this the whole time. So now this is no big deal for them. So again, Dak missing those plays hurts, right? I don't know if they're definitely touchdowns or they're definitely big plays. They're definitely first downs we would have had that we didn't have. So you don't know what comes from that, and that's where we need Dak. But we can still come back from that. See, the Cowboy offense has done this every year. We've had issues. We may have Dak throw a bad pass, a bad play call with Kellen Moore or McCarthy, a fumble by Tony Pollard. But in the end, I think the bigger issue to me comes down to, can we be consistent on defense at least? Let's start with defense. Can we be consistent on defense and stop the execution errors that, in my opinion, fall on Dak Prescott and missing these guys by a hair here, a hair there. I think the defensive side of things, though, to me, it scares me that the teams have figured us out. That's going to be a problem for the rest of the season. And a good team, you're right. We haven't done the raffle, so I guess that's the end of the game. We'll do the raffle. But man, I'm just a little bit lost right now. I'm sorry, guys. I just I got to see this team have a 180 change.
We have too much to talk about here during halftime.
We have to have a 180 change on this team. Turpin almost fumbles the ball.
No, Rico that was Dowdle.
Hey, good spin there. Gets to the 30.
All right.
Just can't fumble. So almost a fumble, didn't fumble.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that means that Turpin's out?
Yeah.
Does that mean he's out, or is he just still getting...
Let's see it. McCarthy.
You talked about the urgency of this game this week. What was the message to the guys at halftime? What was the message what? To the guys, to to your guys at halftime.
We talked about the big play opportunities. Obviously, the pre-snap can't have any more pre-snap penalties, but a lot of football left to be played. Thank you.
Here we go. So there's Pollard running with a little oomph.
There we go.
Gets out of a loss of 2, gains 6.
You know what's funny?
2 good plays there.
We still, with this score, we really can't afford to go move away from the run. Not only because it is one, like Pollard and our run game in general is relative.
See?
Yeah, he's rolled out.
Oh, he twisted that
he got
ankle.
it real twisted there.
And so is he going
Jeez,
also
and Goodwin
play
on that
action.
big play got hurt.
Dak moves up there. Good job. Dak getting out of trouble.
Way
Great
to
pass.
go, CD. Way to go,
Lamb.
CD. Go,
Severus
CD. Go,
Ford
CD. Go, CD.
tackles
Ooh.
him to the 37-yard line for
Man.
CeeDee Lamb to
Now,
the Niners.
CD is very powerful.
Yeah.
He almost broke out of that, like, not just broke out of it, but like enough to like run down the
I'm
field.
seeing
almost.
McCarthy calling the next play. That means that they're going no
moving
huddle
quick.
here. And by the way, Terrence Steele, good job on pushing Bosa to the ground. And great job. They're doubling CeeDee Lamb, but they tricked it. Someone adjusted there. Is that a McCarthy adjustment? And spun out
Fucking
CeeDee Lamb
hope
from
so.
a double team bracket. Now we got I formation
A
here.
nice gain of
It's a
29
run
yards,
for
by the
Pollard
way.
going outside,
Ooh,
and then he falls
fuck, he
down. I don't know
slips.
why. Not sure about that, why we did that play there, but all right. You know, we did talk about running to the right side is where the easiest parts of this Niner defense will be.
We've only run to the right, by the way. I don't think I've seen a single run to the left today.
That's a good point. They want a holding on us, which could have been, I don't know. But
Well,
they're
hurry up and call the next play,
Well,
Dak,
that
before they
doesn't-
decide to throw a flag.
They cannot do that. But what they can do is now watch the holding penalties even closer. So if we're fucking around, we're going to find out. 2nd and 11. Dak under center. You got just two, we got extra tight ends. So you got 2 receivers. You got Dak looking, throwing. Dumps it down to Pollard for a quickie. And gets about
All right, so now
6
it's like a 3rd and
yards.
5.
6, 7 yards, right? So yeah, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4. And again, it's a makeable 3rd down under 13 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Still a bit of a third and
A 3rd
not
and 6,
as nice.
3rd and 6 plus is the 3rd and longs.
Okay.
Dak's had some
So
bad,
let's see what they call it.
bad numbers for Dak Prescott in the last 2 games against the Niners. I don't really care about the numbers. The only thing I care about is getting the W.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, shotgun. We got Ferguson in motion from left to right, back to left. Shotgun, Dak's looking, got
I
Rico
don't
to
think
his
they're
right.
running. This does look like a pass.
There's
Well,
a run
we do
to
run to
Rico,
Dowdle.
and they give us no
Nothing.
gain. They stop us now, forcing us to punt. Oh, I'm sorry, field goal, which just sucks. We got to settle for a field goal here. It's going to be a 50-yarder.
We got to take the points in front of us, though.
Just a lost opportunity on a run.
If it was a 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, I would say let's go for it. But because it is a 4th and 3,
What's going on there? Man, I don't like that blocking combo there. Biotis is pushing McGrave into the play because Tyler Smith has to go to the next guy.
It looked like Biadish. I don't know. That was the assignment?
So Tyler Smith's blocking. They're both together combo blocking him and let him go. Look, he's kicking a field goal here. It's 50 yards, and he knocks it through because he never missed again. Big points there from him. Man, I'll take that.
Well,
Biggest surprise this year.
You better
Brandon Aubrey.
break out that number 17 jersey for our
I got
next
that.
game.
I got that in the stockade.
How about that? Wear it for the bye week.
I'll give more respect. I gotta give more
True,
respect.
you gotta
than
give
that.
more respect than that.
I got enough jerseys.
I'll wear my Dak jersey on the bye week.
How about I just wear my kicker?
I can make my jokes,
I can make
right?
I wear my kicker jersey. I'll wear that for the game, the Rams. I'm just joking. I'm not. Hey, what's the chat saying, baby? Let's hit the chat up. See what they're up to. As we've had 100 plus, we got 90 now. We had 125 earlier. Hit the like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell.
When your kicker's your best offensive player, said Caveman. Yeah, that's the energy we're bringing into it.
That's sad. We're consistent about that. That's for sure. That's something not to be.
Trash play.
I agree.
Got to take the point. Shitty play calling. We're being cowards. What the fuck? Inaccuracy. CD needs to be a big time player, just like he did there again.
He's doing what he's got. You know who's running the offense? You got guys out there like Schottenheimer. Of course, you got the head coach who's play calling here, Mike McCarthy. And these guys have to do a better job of getting CeeDee Lamb open. It's not Dak Prescott making a mistake. It's not CeeDee Lamb not getting open. He's told to run these routes. Something's not working. And I think we saw an adjustment with CeeDee Lamb going into that route, waiting for a second. You saw the guy in front of him and the guy behind them. They double teaming. But Dak cannot. You say, Dak, throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. If you want Dak to throw an interception, you throw the ball to CeeDee Lamb. But you sitting there, he's getting double cover, and then he pulls out of that. They didn't realize that was going to happen, and you saw the ability to have a big play. So McCarthy, I think, did make an adjustment there, but still, Is that going to be enough at this point? That we got 3 points out of this drive? Great. Are you going to continue to be consistent at getting down the field like you were all year so far? Now you're against a real defense. Are you able to handle
Jason,
it?
we had said it at the beginning of the stream that it was going to be at the end of the
Yeah, Jason. We were going to do it at halftime. Didn't have time. We'll have it at the end of the stream. That's what we're going to do. That's what we do. And yeah, if people still get in it if they want. So let me give a big shout out to the Lunatic.
So by the way, Caveman, so Dak does have more control of the offense, but it's very clear that, first of all, Dak is not calling plays. Like,
yeah, he's not
never been insinuated.
He's not writing it. He's not writing in the dirt. He's not writing the plays in the dirt.
Yeah, so at most, Dak has like obviously options to like maybe change a few things once he's out there. But again, that set of options has been predetermined by McCarthy, depending on what McCarthy tells Dak to do. So look. When we say Dak is more in charge of the offense, supposedly McCarthy just means that this offense is more built around Dak and the skill set and leans towards his strengths.
He takes control of the offense based on what's going on. Yeah, he has control like that, but the plays are still, I'm going to be generally saying, simplified in the sense of like it's just quick passes. So when you have to draw up a play, when you see when Dak and CeeDee Lamb go to McCarthy and say, listen, I keep trying to find CeeDee Lamb, and every time I look to CeeDee, they got a guy in front of him, behind him, they got him bracketed, they got him doubled. You got to get him open. Dak don't get him open. CeeDee Lamb don't get. McCarthy's the one that gets him open. He's the fucking play caller. He's the installer of the offense. Schottenheimer and McCarthy got to get their shit together. And they did a little bit a tweak right there. That's one example of a tweak. Some of this on execution. The first half, Dak Prescott missing guys open. Can't do that. But also can't have a game of being forced to try to execute with very little. But Dak's got to make it count when he gets the opportunity.
Now our defense has to make it count here.
Yeah, it's time for the defense. We got 3 points. Chipping, false start. Both edges move. Both ends move from both their tackles move. That's a false start for the San Francisco 49ers. Although our guys moved too, they moved first. And again, I want to give a shout out to the Lunatic for this Week 5 double jersey raffle coming on at the end of the stream. You guys can still get in. You drop 10, you're in. If you're in the membership, you get a bonus entry. These are sewn and stitched jerseys. You get. It's not just the one we give you. It's your choice.
Yep.
Of about 30
your choice of style,
guys,
size, players. As long as we have it.
Yeah. If we have it, we got Cowboys Mosh got it for you. And 2 winners tonight, 2 different jerseys.
First and 15 here for the
Cowboys.
49ers.
Much love to the Lunatic. And here's DeMarcus Lawrence. Man, what a pass by Purdy. That's all I can say. That's why they're better than us. I mean, Dak is not making that play.
Dak did not make a single pass that looked even halfway.
Purdy
like that
made
tonight,
the prettiest play as a quarterback compared to Dak. Purdy is better than Dak right now. I'm going to say it. Right now, Purdy looks better than Dak. And that was a beautiful pass. It went right over LVE's hands. Gilmore still a step behind on these crossing routes. As I said, that was going to be something to watch in this game. But it just still was a nice pass. I don't see Dak completing those as often. Definitely not this game. And not in this season either. Dak used to do that more often.
Yeah.
Now they're running at Micah. He stops it a little bit, but still gets 3-4 yards.
Yeah, barely though.
Yeah. But Micah
bumped into him, but
Micah slowed him down. Where's the rest of the guys? See, that's what has to happen. And
like I said, by the time that Micah's turning around from trying to sack the quarterback or something, we're already 2 yards past him.
Looks like he's wearing teeth around his collar, around his neck. Micah. Oof. Man, what a good block. What a good use checkup fullback. But Micah really stymied him. He got stuck by Micah. But that's where you need the rest of the guys to jump in there. And they gained 4 fucking yards on that play.
Fullbacks have made quite the comeback.
They get outside. If they get outside, they got us here.
Sam Williams.
Good job by the Cowboys. A lot of stripping.
Been a little better, but
a lot of strip attempts by the Cowboys, and they get an extra 2 yards when you try to strip the ball. 3rd down and 3rd and 2.
Heard the whistle. Is there?
I don't know. Man.
All right, no, I'm just trying to kind of figure out what's going on there.
10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. A long game to go. They're going to keep trying to run. They're going to try to get you.
Jordan Lewis is down and being evaluated by medical staff.
That's who's hurt. Man.
He's in clear pain.
I see people saying is ZM, what is it, Zam DFW? Need J. Lou on Ayuk. Now J. Lou is hurt. It looks like his right ankle. Where is he? Oh. Did he just drop? He got stepped on. He got his toe stepped on. Nothing to do with that break from last year. His toe was stepped on by Malik Hooker.
All right.
He has to miss a play.
By the way, something I also saw brought up, Mike McCarthy has said before that when he calls 3rd down plays, he kind of doesn't mentally thinking like he wants to set up for like a good 4th down situation if that's what happens there. So, again, imagine my surprise when all these weird 3rd downs turning into 4th downs that we end up not going for. Just don't, like, I don't know. I don't think that makes sense here. So now Igbinogany has to step in, not just for CJ Goodwin on special teams, but he's stepping in for Jordan Lewis now in this play.
And he's the outside guy, Deron Bland.
3rd and 4 that now is a passing play.
Oh, Micah got in there. Igbinogany got burned, and they got a 1st and goal on the 10.
Because that's what you do.
Game, set, match.
So.
Yeah. There's a flag.
There's a flag, all right.
Are they going to help us this time? Probably not.
Right, Igbinogany holding.
They're holding on the Niners.
Would you look at that? Saved by the bell.
Saved by the referees. Because that was the game. That would be the game, in my opinion. Buford with, their right guard. I keep saying he was a guy to watch. Again, hands to the face to me more than anything. And there is a flag there. I don't know if I'd say it was the right call, but what a pass by Purdy.
By the way, they're calling it technically an ankle injury, but we also know
it was a
that
foot. He stepped on his foot. He could have.
I'm just letting you know that it's officially being ruled as of now.
He could have tweaked it by when he pulled away. Maybe he hurt his ankle, but I think it looked like his foot got the brunt of that. The toes.
So now it's a 3rd and 14.
At least we got a huge break there. Another big pass, wide open. That's the game. I can't watch this. This is embarrassing, guys. I mean, we just allowed a 3rd and 19, a 3rd and 14 be completed. And another wide open play. They're just destroying us like they're putting their dick right up our asses. I'm being violently graphic because that's what is happening. Violently on my screen, I'm seeing that to our Cowboys. So, fuck the Niners. Another fucking horrible, embarrassing performance by our Cowboys. This ain't the year, my friends, my family. It ain't the year. I'm just being honest.
When will it be?
It will not be the year as long as this. I mean, I don't know. It'll never be our year.
I can't even say that it was.
At least I lived through those good years.
And again, I can't even say that it's even necessarily our front office at this point because, again, the Cooks move and the Gilmore move are supposed to be.
7 yards.
Like we were happy about those moves.
7
we
more
can't
yards.
Sit there and point fingers either when it turns around that they end up sucking.
I'm not. I was going to say the front office. It's been the front office for like 25 of the years.
And finally, the 1 year that we're like, shit, maybe it's not the front office this time.
Yeah, I'm just tired of this. I'm tired of this game. I'm going to log out of this early. I'm joking. I feel like that, though. I don't feel they deserve my respect. The Cowboys, the way they play like this dog shit on the field, it's just fucking disaster. It's disgusting. 2nd and 3.
But you know what? This is who this team is.
Yeah, we are. This is us.
I like I said, I wanted to know who this team was. I'm glad that we know.
We know we're not the real deal, Holyfield. Now, if we get lucky and strip them or stop them to a field goal, jerk this off. It don't mean shit, guys. We're going to allow the big play to go on against us, and we're going to miss the big play on offense. It's just bound to happen again. It's just a matter of when, not if. And until they change my mind, I'm talking about the Cowboys.
I mean,
I ain't going to believe it.
The weirdest part is, again, the Niners.
We're going to stop taking quotes. We're going to stop taking quotes from our players. I don't want to hear no quotes no more from these assholes.
The weirdest part to me, too, is, again, the Niners are winning. Like, they're kicking our ass.
They should be kicking it worse.
They can't help themselves. They keep, like, fucking with themselves. This guy almost got a penalty called on his team for talking shit to a Cowboy and trying to, like, get in his face and stuff. The ref had to pull him away. Like,
play action, 3rd and 2, going for the end zone, wide open.
Shit, I think
touchdown.
Somebody's hurt, too.
Yeah, this whole team is hurt. And listen, hey, I'm sorry, Jason Renfro. Diggs is not the reason why we're playing badly. We suck. That's why we're playing badly. Jason, I got to wake you up, brother, to reality. Not every team we like is good. And Dallas Cowboys the last 27 years going to 28. We show who we are. We suck. We're above average.
We're pretenders.
But never an elite team. That's nothing's going to change that. They got guys hurt. They're still doing it. They're still ass raping us. What's the reason? Who are we going to blame? We're going to blame somebody? How about we just suck? We're not the team.
That's it, yeah.
We're not the elite team, and that's it. We know that now. At least let's not hear about us being elite anymore.
Oh, did he? Oh,
let's be honest.
He made it.
Let's be honest about it. And it's just we're not elite.
Yeah, Diggs,
we're above average.
Diggs would not change that score in any significant way because, like I said, Bland. I think he allowed one big first down. I'll give you that. That's it. That's about it. That's it. Bland has not been the issue tonight.
The point is,
that in the sense of like if
every
you want to
team.
point
The point is, every team
fingers.
gets injuries. One guy's not going to make a difference. Not going to make this kind of difference about winning or losing. We're getting our asses handed to us because we suck. And the score should be 35 to 10.
Brock Purdy is not the only singular reason for whoever made that stupid-ass comment. Just saying. Caveman, yeah. They're so good because they have a quarterback. Purdy is not the singular reason they are winning.
Oh,
Because
no,
even
no.
Dak Prescott, last time I checked, was not playing on defense.
No, listen, our defense is blowing
throwing that
chunks
out
out.
there.
Our defense sucks right now. In this game, against an efficient offense, our defense is average. And that ruins the whole team, right? So because of that, it kind of hurts the offense needs all the complementary help from the defense. We're not getting it this game. The offense can't come back.
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
And for everybody who, again...
Stop dreaming, family.
I'm
here
I
to
want
be
to throw this out
real.
there. Anti-Dak, in the sense of,
Yeah, I mean...
Not the point, but my point is that when you look at this game, again, yeah, we only have 10 points on offense, but last time I checked, this here, we were supposed to have an elite top 5, top 3...
Top 1 defense. Where is it? It's
like,
not here.
No one ever expected this offense to be anything more like top 10. You know what I mean? Top 10.
This game
or
could
something.
be. This
but
game,
no one was looking at this offense and saying, "Oh, this is an elite
game
Super
could
Bowl,
be,
Pro Bowl
This
offense."
game could be 10-6 right now, us winning. I'm just saying, like, if the Cowboys had an elite defense. We don't have an elite defense.
Nope.
Those are the facts. They don't even have an elite offense, but they have an elite, efficient offense. And that is, they're doing what the Cardinals did. The Cardinals were very efficient. They had an elite, efficient streaks against us, against our defense, and you're seeing what that happens when they get the blueprint, and you open it up, boom.
Yep.
There's
Mary Alvarez, if we're waiting for the refs to save us, that's not going to happen again. We saw it from the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
They're letting some of those rougher
kind
of fighting, handsy
But
plays
the
go.
refs-
They're calling every
refs-
hold and every technical
The
foul.
refs just gave us a fucking penalty, barely a hold on that they did to Osa. I don't think I would have called that, but they called it. You guys ended up complaining about that shit. They called it. They gave them. We got another chance, and a third and fucking 14, and they get a touchdown.
And again,
they get a first down, and then they got a touchdown later. Guys,
how do you expect to
that's
win games?
defense. Fuck the refs. The rest of nothing to do with this.
I know, but how do you expect to win games when, again, your number one star on defense is committing penalties? Right? When your quarterback is basically like the 3 blind mice out there, right? When your number one running back fumbles the ball, gives a great team solid field position, right? When, the one dude who we're using in such a dynamic, explosive way, Curse, decides to say, hey, let me commit every penalty imaginable under the sun.
And miss coverage multiple times over the middle. Curse was there.
And that's why I said it is a failure on multiple levels. But holy shit, there's no other way to slice it other than to repeat what I said earlier. I never expected this defense to somehow be a fucking Pro Bowl, this offense to be a Pro Bowl offense. But I certainly expected this elite defense to play elite, and that's certainly not what we're seeing here.
And that's the big thing. Offense is playing 10 points. I expect that again. We might end up with 17 points. I say we get 17 on offense. We get 17. The offense did its job. Defense allowing 28, they failed. That's the bigger failure. As far as what we should expect. The reality is the reality now. The defense ain't that good either. That's the reality.
Yeah, no, like I said, we know who we are now. So Marco Seppios is $5. Holly said, "Ass rape is an anal late." We have decisions. Dak's due $61 million next year. You want to redo his contract, pay him top 5 money?
I just said
better spent.
I said if he plays this way this year, it's going to be out the door. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. That's what's going to happen. And to keep him is just to be stubborn. In the sense of, I don't know about this year or next year. I know there's outs and all that stuff. My point is...
no, prepare yourselves, guys. You know what's going to happen. We probably will keep Dak, but we'll restructure and make him cheaper. And Dak, you know what I mean? Like, Dak will work with the Cowboys and make himself cheaper.
If he doesn't, he's out. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's not a big question. I don't care. If it's and next how you bring in, it's going to have the same problems. It's going to have the same problems because you're going to have restrictions and different money management issues. They're going to bitch about the Cowboys.
Well done.
It's just a different day of an issue.
That's like 15 yards.
Different new day, but it's going to be similar issues. And it doesn't matter who it is. It's just that, to me, I just see it's a failure as an organization. Not because, they chose Dak or they chose CeeDee Lamb or they chose this guy or that guy, Mozzie Smith, fuck all that. It's just the overall failure of an organization. Marco Seppian dropping that $2 holler. He wants that back-to-back, like when our Cowboys were good. When Jimmy Johnson was our GM, back-to-back like our 90s Cowboys. Sponsor of the week, Marco Seppian. What did he say?
Dak goes down for a deep pass.
Deep pass, overthrown for interception to Brandon Cooks in double coverage.
All right.
Dak Prescott showing us that he is
Marco
ready to
Seppian
go
said,
start a new team.
No Mozzie, Luke's a no-show. The clown show's like, it's, you know what? Schoonmaker wasn't even on. It wasn't even his fault that he was a no-show.
He didn't do
because
anything
they tried
either, but he had one play and it was overthrown by Dak. But, I mean, he's not even being used in this game, Schoonmaker. It's a colossal fucking breakdown.
I mean, there we go. That was literally like just a cherry on top of
That's a hey, I'm giving up at 6 minutes left in the third quarter. That's a hey, I'm giving up play. by Dak, by McCarthy, by everybody.
Yeah, you know what, Wiseman, you're right. At least we did hold McCaffrey.
So who wants shots here starting now? And we'll do the raffle now. We can end this.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and we should do the raffle now. So let me see. Justin Crow said, I expected the offense to struggle against this defense, but I expected the same from their offense playing our defense. And that's why I said,
the key to me
when you're
game.
looking at this here now, no one expected this offense to somehow go out there and blow shit up, right?
Well, some people still do because that's getting 40 million.
We expected them to hang a little bit. We expected them to hang, right?
Oh,
but man,
shit.
our defense, like, who was it that said earlier? Like, even the Cardinals hung better against the 49ers?
Yeah,
like,
every team did. But us and the Steelers started. Steelers probably pretty bad, and then
if we're comparing ourselves to the fucking Steelers,
the Steelers got back into it.
Oh, okay, all right.
They showed better than we are showing right now.
But yeah,
now we got to pick. Now Niners about to make a route here, go crazy on us, and hey, it is what it is.
Anyway,
man. As soon as they score another touchdown, we're doing the raffle. Just gonna leave it at that,
Yeah. The defense is tired too. Guys. Again, that's why I said that this score is not going to get any better. It's not going to.
It's not going to happen, guys.
I at least expected a close game. That's the thing that really, truly disappoints me. That we lose, that we fucked up, that we did all this stuff is one thing. But to let ourselves get absolutely blown out in this way and not even, like hang for a second. The closest we've been able to manage to close that lead was 7 points. And I also said it earlier, if we're losing at half, there's like a 99.9% chance we lose this game in general.
Mary Alvarez dropping
With a
that $2 holler.
I'm convinced Dak is sabotaging us. The only reason I know it's not sabotage is because he also... I mean, I hate to be that person, but Dak has a personal vested interest in actually like doing well and playing well and all this stuff, especially because of the current contract money implications and everything. So... like, if he's screwing us, he's certainly screwing himself right along with it.
I think she's obviously joking.
So,
I hope. I mean, obviously she's not trying to sabotage.
I know she's joking, but I didn't want to kind of take that a little bit seriously in the sense of, like, I don't think he's necessarily intentionally doing it, right? But Mary Alvarez, by the way, she's knocking on Marco Sepian's door, leading that second spot there.
Yeah, she just jumped in from third to second with that drop, and she got 30 points in that stream, boss. So some people are winning today from the family. Just unfortunately, it's not going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Some of you guys are winning, though. Much love to Mary Alvarez. Marco Sepian, sponsor of the week, trying to go back-to-back. The gifting seems to slow down, so it looks like Skeptical may take that. He's winning by 1 over DeLunatic, winning by 3 over Jason, and winning by 4 over many others. But a lot of people in the house have gifted memberships. Much love to you guys. And the Cash App, I think that's pretty much the same, too, if I'm not mistaken. The King, 8 weeks in a row, trying to go for that Turpin 9. He's the leader right now. Much love to Snug Egg. So anyway, I wanted to touch base on that. Of course, don't forget the double jersey raffle still going on. Win, lose, or draw, we're still doing this raffle and getting 2 winners here for our Cowboys fan base, for our Cowboy family. So here we go. Soon. So more suffering first on my screen.
I don't know if Lance is the answer either, but I mean, at least he's there, I guess. I mean, right? Like I said, right now
the answer. No, he can't be the answer.
No, I didn't mean now. I'm just saying, like,
okay.
As far as like the answer for the future, I'm just saying, like, it's still way too early to know if that's necessarily
McCarthy
the plan.
ain't gonna even be here. He's not gonna be here after this year. We know McCarthy's gonna get fired if he's gonna show like this in the playoffs. If we get the playoffs, you know what I'm saying. We should be good enough to get the playoffs.
If we didn't have Dan Quinn, I would almost think that McCarthy stayed a little bit longer.
I agree. First down for them.
And I still am not sure 100% if he fully gets the boot, just because again, there's still ways for McCarthy to finagle his way out of
blame.
Some of the blame here, but the fact that he's the play caller is the kind of real like knife in the heart for him.
Yeah.
Like there's no way for him to hide behind anything. By the way, because we are going to kind of hustle things pretty quickly here. I'm just going to say one last time here. Hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Because guess what? Good, bad, or ugly, we're still going to be here talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Showing our faces. Reacting to every single Dallas Cowboy game. Because real fans don't hide even when the shit's ugly.
This is the time that real fans come out.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Can we get some pressure? No. Micah's getting stalemated.
Micah...
And, again, I think Brock Purdy got nervous and threw it away because Micah was pushing Trent Williams back in his face. But... he wasn't really getting out of that block. Trent Williams done a great job on Micah. I got to be honest on that side, too. And one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL. I know Mark's listening here. One of the best offensive linemen in the NFL is going up against Micah. Micah's getting a little pressure, but not as much as he usually does. one of the few times he'll have a little bit of I guess an issue, you can say, a little bit of a slowdown against a top offensive lineman like Trent Williams. But I don't know why we don't put him on the other side. Put him over center more often. Why we keep letting them target
Super Bowl or
him
bust
so
McCarthy
easily?
said Cat 52.
Look,
you
see,
know?
they just targeted Micah. I don't understand this shit.
Now it's third and two.
But the Cowboys keep leaving Micah Parsons on the right side of our defense, their left side. Okay, they want him against Trent Williams. But you know what happened there? You just saw it right there. They just the tight end just like chipped them. It was a hard chip, wearing Micah down. They did this last year. They did it the year before that in the playoffs. They wear Micah down by just hitting him, giving him 3 hits, 4 hits, whatever. Every play he's getting hit. And the Cowboys don't move this motherfucker. Move Micah over center. Move Micah now. Dan Quinn must be listening to us. Now he moved him to the right side of their.
I'm glad he's listening. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left into the third quarter.
And he's double teamed. Not enough. No pressure. Wide open. How the fuck does he get that open? I don't understand what is going on. Who's missing these plays? Is that Iggy? Because if he is,
it looked like it looked like Bland and.
Give me Kelvin Joseph back if that's the case. Just saying. Let me see back here. I see Jordan Lewis over there. He blew another one. Who's is that Jordan Lewis? It looks like
honestly, it looks like somebody just completely missed their assignment so badly that we can't even tell who it was that missed their assignment.
Malik
Although
Hooker
I am
most,
tempted
I
to
guess.
think it's Malik Hooker,
but
because
he's the backside, he's the single high safety there. So again, Micah overran the play.
The only reason I say that is because Jordan Lewis seemed startled when he looked back there, like he didn't expect to have to drop back, and Duron Bland was rushing up like, "Hey, why the fuck am I having to come up here?" So. Once they showed the other angle of Hooker kind of running across the field, but that still leaves the question of why is Hooker supposed to be covering that spot when he's like over here? I don't know. Honestly, I think somebody missed their assignment there on defense and probably just ran the wrong route.
Well, it looked like
the wrong person.
Either Malik Hooker didn't know it was man, or they were supposed to be zone. I don't know what the fuck happened. Miscommunication. It's happened a lot this game on defense, and the defense failing us big time. Can we stop the run? No, we cannot.
I mean, it's a
2nd and 5 to a 3rd and 1, and throwing them down, probably get a flag because that's what they do to us. But hey, no flag this time. They're letting us play.
Drums and Cowboys said, "I love my Cowboys, and it saddens me that we have a quarterback that disappears in big games, and he's managed to put our decent defense in a non-win situation." I think our defense put our defense in a non-win situation. Sorry,
stop blaming Dak.
I agree with the first part of that statement, but the second part of the statement,
Dak has some issues with Dak's not the reason we're losing. Wake up and grow up, guys. Come on. You're watching football. If you're watching just to hate Dak,
that's one thing. Not the singular reason.
The defense is fucking up. Nothing to do with Dak Prescott. I know he's going to say, well, he's not letting him rest. No, McCarthy's not letting him rest. Blame the right people. Another first down because we can't stop the run. But that's Dak's fault. Dak should be on the field stopping the run.
We're just a shit team all around right now? Absolutely.
On an overall viewpoint, we're a little above average. We're maybe top 12 of a team. When you include everything and the reality of everything. We're 12th best. We're barely a playoff team. That's the reality. You remember those top teams in the NFC? We're below the lines now. You like that?
Scorpio said Dak threw the pick and smiled. Fuck that.
Oh, Dak, okay, that makes you guys triggered.
But I'm one of those people
I think he's talking with McCarthy. They're both smirking and smiling because they're both pissed off, and that's what some people do.
I was going to say, I'm the type of person, I will unfortunately smile or laugh
when something bad happens
when bad things happen.
Well, right now, we're just above average team.
But I also understand that that type of reaction like that, again, that's the type of reaction that definitely got me smacked around.
Oh, good news. Duron Bland is out now.
Oh, wonderful.
So now more open, gaping holes in our defense. Yeah.
So we basically, the last thing we had was our very healthy team and all this depth. We've lost 8 players.
We haven't got an offensive line that we had so good. Oh, yeah, we didn't do shit today on running the ball. We didn't do shit blocking. The offensive line was a big fucking blow your load situation there too early. So, hey, look, we just overall not the team. We're just an average, a little above average. Play action, screen. They got all the blockers. They just got to take their time and get in there, and they will.
They got a touchdown here, basically.
They don't. But I wonder who else got hurt on this play. They're about to make it 35-10, guys. They're a yard away. Fourth quarter about to start.
You can't take this team seriously anymore. They're a joke.
Cowboys?
That's it.
Cowboys are fake.
It doesn't matter what we do the next however many weeks of the season we still have left.
Yeah,
So,
when we get to the playoffs, we'll get bounced if we get in there. That's what's going to happen, guys.
if we get in there,
Unless there's some kind of major changes, there's some kind of major slides. You know, I'm going to say this about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones will sit there and say everything is fine. We're going to ride it out with this team. Well, obviously, you know, I don't know if it's only players that will make a change in this situation, but we are fucked. We are fucked for the season. It's going to be another bounce out kind of game, and unless there's unbelievable changes on the coaching side, unbelievable changes on some scheme stuff, we're going to just play out the season to lose in the playoffs. At best, that's at best. That's at best. That's the reality. Today was reality. Today, the doses of reality hit all of us here, and you guys accept it as well. And you'll be happier in life. Trust me. We're going to do our nightly Cowboy stuff. We love our Dallas Cowboys. But now we know where we sit in this thing. Now we're real about it. Now we all can sit back and say, it's not guessing anymore. This is kind of the way it is for the Cowboys. Until we see different, this is it. We might blow out a team 60-0. We know we'll lose to the Niners in the playoffs. Just remember these things I'm saying to you guys. And then you'll be happier. All the Cowboy fans here in the family.
Yeah,
will be
remember,
happier.
actually, we can't lose to the Niners in the playoffs or the Eagles because they're going to be... Like, one of those teams will have to bye, and then the other team is going to be, you know, probably playing a different team or something. We won't even get that far. You have to, like, progress to actually maybe lose to one of those two teams. We're going to get bounced out by the fucking Lions at this rate.
The two teams that will be left,
right?
The two teams that will be left to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC will be the Eagles and the Niners. That's the problem.
And I do think the Niners end up taking it
at that
this year.
point. I hate both teams. I don't give a fuck. AFC wins it. That's all I'm hoping for.
Thank you, by the way, Marco Seppi with the $5 house. And my grip's always been that we have good skill guys and a good O-line, and our so-called elite quarterback can't even seem to beat the better teams.
I like how he throws in there elite quarterback. I mean, he's top 10. That's not elite. But all right, maybe now he's top 15. I don't know. My point is, I get you,
By the
Mark.
way, where are these good skill guys?
Yeah,
Because
where
they're
are they?
also not showing.
Yeah.
I don't see them.
Where's
Where on the field?
Where's our offensive line?
Yeah, what good O-line? The good
Yeah.
O-line that let Dak, like, even without Dak scrambling, they allowed like 2-3 sacks, just them fucking up them.
I'm saying this is why I say it's
And
not.
this is, by the way, the starting.
And no one said he's so-called elite. The only person saying so-called elite is Marco Seppian. I want to make sure we get that clear. So elite and the Dak dick suckers. Those. But my point is that the truth of Dak is he's a top 10 at best. We've been saying he's top 10. I think he could be there. I think a lot of things going into that as well to judge Dak. But my point is this offense as a whole, they got holes. They got a lot of holes in here, and it's all across it. So to blame, continue reading it. I know I cut you off, but I had to cut you off to get the common sense involved in there.
Comments here. Cat52
Well,
said
no,
it's
but
still a long season. I'm not tripping. 49ers aren't invincible. Injuries happen to all teams. Everyone needs to chill. I called 12-13 wins, and there's still a lot of football left. Honestly,
Listen,
the problem
who
is...
said that, by the way?
Cap52. The problem
I
is
hear you,
Cap52.
Cap,
I'm sorry,
but
again.
the reality's still here.
I can't take this team seriously.
Thank you.
Yes, regardless of what happens, most of us, I think, when we talked about wins, most of us were between 11 and 13. I still stand by that. But there were still a few key games here that we said, like, we can't afford to necessarily lose these games because of the later implications. And guess what happened? On a cold winter night, 9 months ago, Mommy and Daddy got together and impregnated us with the demon fucking inside our soul, right? Because we lost to the 49ers January 22nd.
Touchdown for the Niners.
And almost 9 months to the fucking day, this baby is being born, right? And all we're getting is a little fucking shit.
Listen, the point is, things change. It's this long season. I hear you, Cab. That's great. Let's get with the reality, though, brother. Cab 52, reality. We go to the playoffs against this same team without any changes, without many changes. We're going to get our asses handed to us again. That's a fact, Cab. That's it. Nothing else to say.
Again, this is supposed to be redemption.
Simple.
I need a paternity test clearly, you know, we thought we were our own daddy. It seems like the Niners might be our daddy.
You've been saying that there's 35 points. You've been saying that this has been redemption and revenge. I've been saying it's not that. It doesn't qualify as that. This is just a taste of the first stage of revenge.
Yeah, no.
It's not coming because this is no revenge. This does not count as a playoff. 2 playoff losses to a regular season loss. I don't care. I'll take this loss. But my point is that it's an ugly-ass loss. It's a loss that shows us exactly who we are. That's the thing some Cowboy fans won't be able to...
game.
They won't be able to accept the fact that this is who we really are, the Cowboys, and you got to accept it to understand and be more happy. Now, do we have a long season? Yes. Do you truly see things changing? Everybody out there, Cab? And I'm only asking you this because the reality is you don't see it changing. The reality is the Cowboys have never showed us any changes from fuck-ups and then making adjustments. They've
At least
never
good news.
shown us that.
Deron Bland just had a muscle cramp.
Yay.
Again,
Good.
our defense is overexerting themselves.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he's expected to return.
That's
just letting you
offensive
guys
failures
know.
and McCarthy's play calls, Dak's misses. It's everyone. And offensive line's supposed to block.
Every
What's going
single
on?
one of those touchdowns by Brock Purdy was made with like no Cowboy jersey in sight.
In coverage.
No. As in, like, you could probably take... There's, like, a 10-mile radius, and there's not a single
Where?
Cowboy near him.
Wait, who?
Near
Purdy?
any of the receivers.
Oh,
Anybody.
that's what I mean, yeah.
Oh, no, not Purdy. Although, again, what pass rush? Someone said it earlier. What pass rush?
Well, they started with the cadence, and then they started with the play action, and then they got to slow down, and that's all you needed. When you get that and you have a good offensive line, they
and
do
guess
have
what?
a good
Because
offensive
of the
line.
way it started,
Yeah, they control the game.
Micah... Honestly,
Taken out of the game.
Yeah, he tired himself out a little too early.
They also
and he
are
doesn't-
popping him every single play 3 times.
Baby, by the second quarter, you said it. Ended the first quarter.
on a knee.
He was already on his knees. He was already like, if Micah doesn't have enough energy to get a little bit of that burst and boom in there, and the fact that because of the situation, our defense and all of our starting, like, it's not even a situation where, like, almost every game, there's usually at least one drive or one series where, like, we rotate Micah out a little bit. We give him, we can't even afford to have Micah take a water break. That's how bad things are.
It's pretty fucking bad, guys. And Micah can
But
only
of
do so
course,
much.
you can make the argument again. You expect big players to make big plays, even when teams are down, even when things are going rough.
Well, even a big play now don't make a difference.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
Micah getting a sack
over.
here is for the stat line, not for the making a
fine.
difference line.
They don't have to throw the ball anymore. In this game, we just want to we just want to run this thing out.
But yeah, honestly, we got exposed on every level. I think the only part of our team that remains even somewhat halfway consistent, special teams, is still chugging along and playing relatively mistake-free football, which again is probably the smallest consolation prize.
You know,
anybody could have asked for.
offense, gets you to the playoffs. Defense wins championships. Special teams don't really win much, unfortunately.
Again, that's
They'll win your
special
game here and
teams
there.
is
You need
is-
something
is
else to work with that.
Yeah, special teams is supposed to be the one playing complementary football.
Correct.
Special teams is there to.
They're not there to win it every week. So if our best thing is special teams, we're fucked. With the capital F.
You know what? Deuce better get
Capital F.
loose here.
With a capital
Trevor's
F.
not coming back. in
Mary
the game.
Alvarez in the house.
He fumbles.
Oh, take a knee, Deuce, before he kick you off the team. Punch you like a football. Mary Alvarez dropping that $2. A holla right there. What did Mary have to say, baby?
Mary Alvarez said, I might as well not even go to the next game.
Damn. Well, we're going no matter what. To our Rams game, we're gonna cheer and be proud. But yeah, I mean, this is hard to deal with sometimes, right?
Hey, we still have to represent the Cowboys, but
this is a true fan stand out here, Mary. So I would say, keep doing your
But yeah,
thing.
it's hard to have the same excitement and energy heading into the Chargers game after this type of performance. So I don't blame you for not feeling as excited to see them
I know I'm
as you
not.
were even a few hours ago.
Dak fires down
God,
the.
CeeDee Lamb.
Dak fires a bullet. Now we're opening things up. I guess McCarthy said it's time. CeeDee Lamb drops it right in his hands.
So I said, when big guys can look, Marco Seppian
Dak
also
misses.
had.
CeeDee Lamb misses a catch there. The offensive line's missing. Micah's screaming in the freaking sideline.
Marco Seppian, by the way, he had a
Frustration.
$5 holler. He said, remember what I said? When we were killing those teams, I said we're a good D, but dominating bad teams. How's our defense versus a better team? And here's the answer.
Well, they outdid it. They outdid us, and the Cardinals showed them the way, and we didn't adjust. Dan Quinn, another pick for Dak. They knocked the ball out. This was like last year, an interception against CeeDee Lamb. Same exact pick.
All right, let's do the raffle. We're
Anyway,
gonna be done here. There's Mark's drop.
This is embarrassing. Dak's having the worst game of his life. This is the worst game I've seen in a long time by the Cowboys. This is called the depression hour here.
It absolutely is.
I don't really want to watch this anymore. Much love to who dropped that one?
Yeah, that was Mark with the-
So again, by the way, that gets to 22 points for Mary Alvarez. Just wanted to throw that in there.
I mean, we're obviously just going to turn this into a bit of a vent rant. I'm just saying, like, this last quarter,
That's what
let's
it's
just
gonna
go
be.
ahead and let the poison out.
Yeah, I don't have to. We have to really tell you guys what's going on. It's just every play is another mistake by the Cowboys. It doesn't matter who's out there. No matter who's. It doesn't matter. You guys want to hate Dak. Some of you
By the way,
guys hate Dak.
that one wasn't even Dak.
I know that. I'm just saying that.
I'm not.
But baby, what I'm trying to say is every idiot out there is going to say, "See, look, Dak threw 4 picks." When he threw some picks. It's a desperation, bad play calling. Dak missing, and some
we said we wanted to make this a team loss. We meant we wanted to make this a team loss. We want receivers fucking up. Dak fucking up.
My God, we just fell down. Now the defense is perfect though, guys. That defense is good, huh? Our defense sucks dick for a living. Check the defense out before you talk to me about anything. I don't want to hear about the offense. Just tell me about the defense and tell me how good we are. Because this defense sucks ball sack. And if you say differently, you are retarded. I'm done with this shit. 41 to 10.
You could not have a more depressing.
What is our defense doing? Every motherfucker, including Micah Parsons. Tell me. I want them to tell me in the chat. Micah, just doing something. Trying the only one trying something. Everyone. LVE runs into Micah. What's his name? 28. Malik Hooker fucking breaks his ankle.
Micah's running over like 4 guys, including one of our own.
That's what happens when you don't play good run defense. That's what happens when you don't get your run fits. That's assignment missing. That's player execution fucking up. That's a horrible... Hey, we got a guy hurt, too, on top of that. Probably LVE, his neck.
It looks like LVE.
Drag his ass off the field for all I care at this point. I'm done with this team. Fucking done with this fucking season. I'm done with this team. They suck.
Is it a shoulder injury?
He got thrown right into... No, it's his neck. He got thrown right into Micah Parsons. He's done for his career. See you later, LV. I hope the best for you. I truly do. But drag him off the field and let's end this thing. I can't sit here through this shit no more. You want a fucking shit talking session? You can get some words you don't like coming up. Go brace yourselves. And it ain't gonna be PC.
I'm gonna have to cut out the end.
It ain't gonna be woke. It's gonna be sleeping. It's gonna be real sleepy. Ooh, boy, motherfuckers, man! I am ready to fucking flip this table over.
That was pretty much the worst thing that could
have
possibly happened.
This is the worst game I've seen in years, and I just said that a couple of weeks ago with the Cardinals. Fuck this team. You guys don't admit that. You guys are drunk. Holy shit. This is some disastrous play going on. This is some fucking medieval raping going down in this game. The Niners deserve. I mean, we know how they do with the San Francisco stuff.
This is like a biblical beatdown. This is like some first.
They're going medieval on our ass. Remember that. Medieval. They ain't going right up there. Fuck this team. I'm out of here. I'll be back. I'm gonna take a break.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. Like
Jake Palmer said, "I wish the Cowboys showed the same emotion as UMCF." Yeah, that outside of Micah, no one seemed upset or pissed or bothered in pretty much any way. So and by the way, I do appreciate. I have to give a lot of credit here because the Niner fans who have come through, you guys have all been very respectful here in the chat, even before the biblical beatdown started. And yeah, we're definitely hoping the best for LVE there. Let me take just a quick peek here before Mike's drop comes through here, and I read that. So yeah, you guys are right. The medical staff is evaluating his neck area. Everyone is actually extremely concerned right now. Not even lying. Like they're legitimately worried about what's going on with LVE. So not just like a. Like, not just like a, maybe like just, oh shit, like, oh, like, this could be more serious than we even think. So again, this game, over. I know, but that's what I'm trying to say. This game has more long-term implications because you're right.
Well, at least
how do you get past?
I'm gonna look for more linebackers.
How do you get past 10 injured guys?
No.
On top of that,
even if they're all healthy, we still lose.
Any chance of trying to get past this and continue to have maybe enough of a successful season to do anything? I'm just saying, like,
let's be real. This team ain't it. Dean Fulford, welcome to the family.
Thanks for summing it up.
Always go Cowboys no matter what, but man, this is a disaster. Here, at least he's walking off the field. That's a good sign.
That is huge. Huge news.
Mark dropped the $2 holler, by the way. I missed it.
Well, he dropped the 5 earlier,
okay,
which I didn't want to read until you got here, actually. But he said, Mr. MCF, let's say Dak ends up in the middle or so in stats this year. What do you offer Dak since he offered $61 million? I like my ball sack being sucked.
What do I offer?
I feel like that was a little more information. I think
what
I needed there for a second there.
Are we keeping Dak here? I don't know what kind of offense we're running. I don't know who's coming in. Is it still McCarthy? I'd give him $40 million a year again. I honestly, I do not give a flying fuck what happens at the end of the season or who we pay or what we do, because that to me is all bullshit. That does not fix the problem here now. Like you know. You can't just, like, poof away whatever we're paying Dak this year or whatever. And again, if we're planning on blowing up the entire team as far as, like, trying to move on from Dak or whatever. I'm telling you, if we do that, I'm just saying it's going to be another... Unfortunately, we won't even get close again to Skeptical Fans' prediction of 2030.
Yeah. I
mean, if we starting like that, then it'll be back to the...
plan for at least 2 to 3 years of figuring shit out, and then I guess it depends on what happens then, because I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
I really don't.
Is that better, I guess, than just this? Than this shit every year? Winning some games and then
I don't know.
Fucking yourself? Yeah. Much love, Mr. Marco Seppian.
With that $2, he said, from ass cheeks to dick sucking. Can you feel it? I'm assuming that's how I interpreted that.
I've said everything on here I have to say. You guys got the best of me there. The Niners, their fucking team, 42. This is embarrassing to watch. This is like torture to still sit through. Lost my voice screaming at my fucking computer.
So, and guys, you know what? Even if the Niners are playing a little dirty, even if the refs are missing a few things,
stop it.
No. It's not even about that. It's just that if they called even every single one of those things, it does not turn back.
We lose 32-10.
Our fuck ups. It really doesn't. We maybe add one touchdown to our score. Maybe take one away from them. I hope there's
nobody out there truly believing that the refs are cheating or that we're losing because of the refs. Stop the bullshit. That they
favored the Niners a little bit, I will give you that, but that's still...
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck, guys? Are you guys sick?
I mean, we're running the ball just so our defense doesn't have to come back on the field.
I don't care if there's 87 penalties. We wouldn't have won this game if they took every single one of those away. Stop it. Stop pushing blame onto something else. Take responsibility for your team's fuck-ups. We fuck it up. This team fucked up. You love Dak? Admit Dak sucked nuts tonight. You like McCarthy? Admit he fucking didn't adjust much tonight. You like Dan Quinn in the defense? Admit that Dan Quinn and the defense played like rat shit tonight. That's all. It's a simple things you gotta do, and you do.
By the way, in case you get
with
excited here, like we know this is a gimme, guys. This is called prevent defense. In case you haven't heard of it, that's what teams do when they're blowing out another team. You kind of take it easy. Now
this would be classified as Dak Prescott getting garbage yards. This is garbage yards. So we just got like a 20-yard play.
Teddy Pollard got the garbage yards, although now Dowdle isn't.
It's a pass.
Yes.
It's a pass. It's garbage yards.
Oh, true it was.
So Dak right now, again, I don't care about the stats here. Who cares? You guys don't say I hate Dak or love Dak. Here's another pick. There's another stat. They're garbage stats, and there's our backups making their plays on Dak now against this offensive scheme, which is, I guess, as predictable as Kellen Moore's.
Empty calories. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. People always said, "Well, Dak's doing this extra yardage. That'll be the extra yardage." And there's the garbage pick. What is that? 6 interceptions?
3 today.
Plus a turnover, a
so
fumble.
Far.
That was a horrible pass by Dak. Horrible decision. This double coverage in there. That interception reminds me of the interception against the Cardinals in the red zone.
Yeah. It
reminds me of the same thing. So, sorry. Sorry, Choopy. Looks like the Cowboys is just a little above average. A lot above average against most teams. A little above average against better teams and below average against the elite teams.
Dak's looking to break his interception record, but like in one singular game.
Mary's 12 points. Roger the Dodger. Roger Staubach, 12 points. Man, don't we miss those days?
I wouldn't know.
Troy Aikman. I don't remember Roger. I just remember the lore. But I know Troy Aikman days. I know the Emmitt Smith days, the Michael Irvin days, and we got nobody like that on this team.
I wouldn't know.
Micah Parsons is the only one probably on defense, and he just can't do it by himself. Dan Quinn's had some issues this year with this defense and stopping the run. I don't know what's going on. That's the thing that makes me the most upset out of everything. And I want to know what you guys think makes you the most upset. Because to me, it's one thing and one thing only that is at the top. It's not like I have to worry about 2 or 3 different issues. Yes, there's a lot of issues I'm upset about. Let's get that right. Well, which one is truly boiling your blood? And the one that's boiling my blood, it's no question. It is our defense. And the defensive side of things, we can't stop the run, and this season is done. Marco Seppian with the $2 holler right there.
Shout out to you. But he actually had a $10 drop before that.
A 10?
Yes. Or 15. I'm so sorry. I think he took over the stream boss. Yeah.
Shit. I'm sorry. I'm lost, man. I'm lost.
It's all good.
$15 holler and a $2 holler on top of that. 100 points for Mark on the stream boss.
All right. So I got you now, Mark. He said, I meant from a small butt to a big butt. But we are really getting reamed. We need to make changes. Reality is either you pay Dak $61 million or you redo his contract. I'd say $45 million near tops. His arm is not a difference maker.
Yeah, I think 40 to 45 is fair. I think Dak will probably ask for more, and we have to release him, or whatever it takes to move on. I don't think Trey Lance is the answer. He's going to be. You want to truly go like 5, maybe 4 or 5 wins. You go Trey Lance. So and again, I know what our offensive scheme's going to be. Who's going to be our offensive coordinator and coach?
He did say, Mr. MCF is stating facts, my brother. Orale.
I appreciate you, man. I'm just real about it. I'm not here to pick on the $40 million or how much Dak is getting paid or it's affecting us. The Cowboy front office will never utilize that money in a smart way. No matter if you're paying Dak $10. You get the next quarterback, you pay him $20. Guess what? They're not going to use that money wisely, and it's going to be the same old story. That's what they've been doing for 27 years. We've been saying this for 6 years plus here on My Cowboys Family. Right? Right? Yeah, we have. At least it's a good sign,
He
though.
said,
baby.
I'd like to see Romo with 3 legit receivers and a Zeke running back. Well,
Well, we had DeMarco Murray. He was the number 1 rusher in the NFL. So he did have a good running back, the best in the NFL, actually. And he had Des Bryant out there with Terrence Williams and a
I
couple
feel like
others.
during the Romo years, it was
He had
more
enough.
of a defensive situation.
Yeah, I think defense is the bigger issue.
Not to say that the offense didn't have its moments, but Romo tended to put up some decent numbers and tended to, he made mistakes, but overall, we outscored a decent chunk of teams back then. It's just that we'd always end up getting scored on more.
But here's the thing, though, and it's the thing with
That's
Romo.
what I'm saying, like
Hold
more
on.
high-scoring games.
We say this about Dak. We say this about Romo. Let's be real. Romo would throw the fucking dumb interception right at the end of the game. He would do that dumb play against Washington that gets us out of the playoffs. We get the dumb play. Again, it's not about the defense. It's about Romo against the Broncos. And it going 49, what was that, 451? That big high scoring. You guys know what game I'm talking about. And Romo threw the game away after the defense saved us. So Romo had, again, that's just a couple. He had a lot of games he did great in against lesser teams. And he had a lot of them where he failed against lesser or even better teams. It
I
doesn't
do
matter.
agree McCarthy has been exposed as well. Like,
Yeah,
the stats kind of covered up some of the defects on offense,
Moving
but
down
you
the
can't
field.
hide
Yeah, that was good until this game.
Yeah, you can't hide behind the fact that we're just not doing it well or effectively.
The only thing I will say, though, here's a good thing, baby. Let me say one thing about LV. As we were talking LV, a good thing he's getting X-rayed. It sounds like it's his neck, and it's not a good sign, in my opinion. When it's anything but his neck is an issue, LV, for his career. He's questionable, by the way, to return, which is insane to me that he's questionable. That's probably a good sign. But, shit, I forgot what I was just saying.
Cooper Rush is throwing passes on the sideline, by the way.
Yeah, we're bringing in our backups here. We don't want to get in. They got their backups in, too. Purdy's is out. They got all their backups in. This is an embarrassment of immense proportions. All I know was to say, the fact that we got embarrassed like this could be maybe the best thing. I guess this is the only thing left I can say is positive. This is the best thing that could have happened for us because McCarthy now knows he has to adjust. Whatever his plans are out the window. I'm assuming he's not holding anything back now. So my thing is, either adjust or you die in the playoffs. We will continue to beat teams like the Rams. I think we can beat the Chargers. Next week. I think. But I think we can beat the Rams and the Panthers and a couple other teams in Washington, the Giants. We'll still beat these teams. We'll still have some good games. We'll have some great offensive. Yeah. We'll have some 40 burgers. Everyone jerk off about that.
And see, Doc 80, the elephant in the room. We got the whole fucking zoo in the room right now. More than just the elephant.
What was the elephant he's talking about?
McCarthy.
Oh, well, yeah, he is the elephant,
as
technically,
like
but also the elephant in the room.
The play calling.
The point is that at least the good thing about that, and again, listen, I think the elephant in the room is the run defense. No one's really admitting that we're fucking up here still. And it's not about Mozzie Smith, and we're not supposed to fix that now. To me, it's about the linebackers more than anything. And where the fuck are they? Well, one of them is now injured. So we have a hole at linebacker. I know we're talking about the whole year. We got safeties that can do that, and we do. And they get run out of the fucking building when we go against teams that run all over us. So to me, it's you got to fix the linebacker.
A little false start here.
Yeah. To this point, it's backups. It's a preseason game.
I'm just saying it because that's what's happening in the game.
It's a preseason game now, so it's all irrelevant. They're kicking our ass. The game's over. Trey Lance is warming up for no reason at all. Are they going to call Dak's cut an injury? I mean, Trey Lance is warming up. He can't come in unless Cooper Rush is hurt. So,
I think
Dak
he's just
hurt.
warming up on the sideline in a general sense,
Yeah.
not.
Well,
what else do you do in a shitty game?
You know what's going to happen though? Oh, this is going to be used for. This is going to be used on First Take tomorrow. That clip you just saw there of Dak sitting there pissed, and right in front of him is Trey Lance throwing. Here it comes. Get ready for it.
Another Cowboy down, by the way. I'm not sure. Let's see.
At this point, Trey Lance is going to be now the talk of the town in Dallas. It's on, guys. I'm telling you, and I'm not supportive of this at all. You want to see real losing, you're going to see Trey Lance in there, but that's the next step here. Get ready for I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's not. But what's going to happen is everyone's going to say it's Trey Lance time. And Dak did this to himself. McCarthy did this to himself. I can't defend it.
You can't put all the picks on Dak, but Dak looked like shit tonight, so it
Right.
doesn't really matter if
The
all
haters,
the picks
gonna,
were
the,
on
haters,
him or not.
the haters will say, oh, they were all on him. The reality is, somewhere on him, he had other bad decisions, but then they all were on him.
Look, let's be honest. No one
Obviously.
looked good today. No
Yeah,
one.
it's
Special
just-
teams was the only thing that did anything halfway decent. And watch me jinx it now, too, just because I keep saying it.
And then we lost our returner on our best part of it. They got a little bit better at special teams than us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Down that ball on the 2-yard line. So I'm just saying, and our guys should keep blocking.
So,
They don't do that. It's just we're just getting beat on every phase. You look at offense, we're getting beat on the players on the field. The defense getting destroyed on the field. Special teams getting beat on the field. The coaching is getting demolished.
Look,
Offense, defense, but they're killing us on coaching.
Is Tolbert
The ownership is
limping?
killing us. Everyone's getting hurt. Injuries are killing us. They're healthy. So
Was he limping there? Was it just me?
At this point, we're gonna see our those 8 rookies we had inactive
Cooper
today.
Rush is in, by the way. Just
Those 8 rookies we saw out there, inactive. They're gonna be all active next week because that's all we got left.
By the way, this might possibly be McCarthy's second worst loss of his career. In 2006, his first in Green Bay, the Packers lost to New England 35-0, and before that was a loss with Dallas 38-10 to Arizona in 2020.
I remember that game. That was right after Dak got injured Monday night. We're shitting the bed here. Everyone to see it. Hey, listen, I'm not even that mad anymore. I mean, I'm mad because we got past that, the disastrous kind of play. And at this point, we just want it to end. It's over. But to me, it's more of a thing where we got exposed on national TV.
How did we fall apart so fucking quickly?
Because this team is built on hollow shit. It's not built with sturdiness and foundation. To me, it feels like we're just getting, like you said it. You said a good thing. We're getting by with those, 16 times in the red zone. We're not doing it in the red zone, but we're getting down the field, and that covered up the issues on the. But now that's the thing I'm saying. The good thing is it's McCarthy's gone after this year. If not for the fixing of these obvious issues, they're blatant in our face now. So if they're not,
you can't get more exposed than the way we currently are.
You
like
can't
we are
hide.
wide open.
So now you can't hide. Now McCarthy either fixes this shit or doesn't. Now, dum-dums are going to fall for it when we score 40 points and think we're the best team in the history of Cowboys 70 years of being on the fucking existence. And that's bullshit. Because right now you're seeing that against you're going to see it against lesser teams. You're going to see it against lesser competition. We're going to look really good and we're all going to jerk off to that. And that is just a fool's gold once again. But remember we said this at the beginning of the season, fool's gold. Are we going to get fooled again like last year, the year before? Yeah. But not going to take it into the playoffs this way.
I hope Gary is destroying a C-suite somewhere.
I'm not going to believe in this team until they prove it to me. And when they prove it to me, it means they win a couple games in the playoffs. So bring it to me now that way, because I've never felt like, last year everyone felt it in training camp. This year, everyone felt it, even more so. All of us are to blame. All of us fell for the same fucking trick.
Yeah, C-Doc 80 said
now it's time
this
to be
puts
real.
a damper on the season.
It does.
Lie.
Listen, any team can win and pull it out, but you got to know the reality of the situation, family. I'm here to tell you reality. I'm here to sugarcoat shit. A lot of content creators are going to bullshit you and say, we're good, man, just because of this or that. Bullshit. We are good against average teams or below. We're not elite. We're not a top team. And if they tell you that, we just got a safety on us. If they tell you that, they're trying to lie to you. That's all. Simple as that. And that goes for ESPN. Well, ESPN and all these networks.
Damn, are they giving us a break?
Yeah. The no safety, but almost. They're waiting for the safety with their backups versus our backups. So what's going to happen is no one's going to give us props.
House Nelson said it. How are we supposed to trust them ever again this season?
You can't. Until they win the playoffs, they win the divisional round, then conference championship. We get to the conference championship, you can believe in them again. How's that?
I was going to say, even
That's
one
the
playoff
only thing.
win, we've seen them do that before.
I don't believe in them.
Even
it depends who our opponent is. If it's the Eagles or the Niners, then maybe. I don't think it's going to be that.
We'll believe it a little more then, I guess.
But it won't be. Because these two teams will get a bye and get the home. They'll be against probably the best team. They'll probably be the 4th or 5th team. So the Niners will be nice and the Niners and Eagles will be nice and nestled away.
Saying I always knew this team couldn't do it, or I was always skeptical and all this stuff. Like, what the fuck do you want? A cookie? Does it make you happy to say, I thought our team was gonna suck and they sucked? It doesn't. Like good for you.
Again,
no one's winning here.
I want to make sure we understand suck. We don't suck like most teams suck. We suck as if we're not an elite team. That's the way we're saying it. Some of you guys think we just suck because we got Dak in there, or we got I don't know. We didn't do enough.
There's a difference between the way we suck and the way the Bears suck, for example.
Exactly. And there's a difference, but that's what Jerry Jones.
We're all sitting at home on our couches, all the same.
Jerry Jones, we know what he loves. He loves to be competitive, but doesn't mind if we don't win a championship. So we're competitive still. In his mind, the shitty teams will up his. We might be 12 wins or 11 wins, 12 wins this year. Still, it's going to be fool's gold in the
So,
playoffs.
and yeah, NFC East clips. It's not rude to our chat. We call it like we see it. And
Damn right.
sorry, when you say stupid things, we might still call you out. So,
And not
you
just
don't get a
that.
pass just because our Cowboys are getting their asses whipped.
Yeah, or because you're chilling in our chat. We're hard on everybody, and that's just the way it is. It's just we're not here to bullshit your sugarcoat shit to make you feel good and make you come back. You come back because you want the real deal. You don't come back if you want to deal with
the.
the.
If you want your feeling soothed, I promise you, there's lots of people there.
Yes, there's a lot of people out there that do that for you. We're not doing that here. We do not do that here. We try to be as real as possible, as non-biased as possible. And it hurts sometimes. It's painful. Sometimes we are emotional. Sometimes we're
guys, please
we're expressing our feelings.
Don't
but
fall for the okie doke if somehow Cooper Rush does a little something here. Please,
Cooper Rush is the best quarterback ever.
Like, can we not do that either?
You know, we're just running the clock out here. If you guys want to believe that, you're called a Dak hater at that point. If you believe that Cooper Rush having a great game, he should be better. Please, both teams have their backups in. It's a preseason game right now. It doesn't count.
Genuinely disappointed. Like I'm not even. Yeah, like I'm not even mad because again, mad would imply like
I was mad.
I don't know.
I'm not mad anymore. I just see. Look,
I'm disappointed.
It's another failure by the defense that starts it off. The offense is not going to be able to pull many points past that. That's the way it's going to be against a very good team. And unless McCarthy, again, the run defense to me, the whole defense is a failure.
Sacked.
Yeah, Cooper Rush sacked. 5 minutes and a half to go in the game. But the game's
remember,
been
guys,
over.
he's even less mobile than Dak. So again, that's why I was so confused. Where everyone thinks
the game may be over. The game was over with 6 minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're celebrating.
It's probably over before then, but
well, officially with that last Dak pick.
Exactly, Alex. I'm not mad, just disappointed because again, I would be more mad if we had been closer in the game or things like that, and I was certainly mad early in this game. Like
the big disappointment,
no bones about it.
The big disappointment for me.
Here's the thing.
Not mad. Here's the biggest disappointment for me, and I'm going to go back to the defense. The biggest disappointment is the defense because the defense was not expected to allow 42 motherfucking points. That's the problem. The Cowboys on defense allowed 42 points, or let's say I don't know if it was all response. I don't know if Dak. How many of those picks?
How about this? Take away 14, just to be extra generous and say the offense was responsible for 14 points. That still leaves you with over 30 points scored on this supposedly elite top tier defense.
When Mark Hosepian says that Dak's elite, no one says that here. But when we say the defense is elite, that was the expectation. The defense is not elite. That's the key here. And I don't care about Trayvon Diggs. I don't care about this and that because we always had injuries and we always were able to fix them and move guys around. So that is just a cop-out. The reality is we got worked. Dan Quinn got worked again, and I'm keeping an eye on you, Dan Quinn. And I think that, when it comes to this defense, we have a lot to still fix, as I've been saying since week 1 against the Giants. So that to me is again the disappointment here on the Cowboys. We're not even tackling right. We're arm tackling.
Again, why would we be? Again, we're just trying to not die.
We do have some of our starters in there, and it's even more embarrassing. So,
and no, the season is not over. I agree, right? But
not over, but the expectation has to be right. It's going to take a lot. I mean, a lot for us to really truly sniff a conference championship.
And if the Niners have our number now, be honest, we're going to have to beat them and or the Eagles and or both to get to supposedly where we want to go, which is the Super Bowl, right?
So Donovan Wilson's hurt now.
Damn. Right knee for Donovan Wilson
That's why I said we just still have our starters in. Like, why? Why? Well, because Mukwamu's out right now on an inactive list because we have him inactive today. And I don't know, Mukwamu can't come in there. For Donovan Wilson's holding that right calf.
The 11th injury
right calf for Donovan. So we're going to lose these guys for the season. Or some of these, not for the season, but for weeks. Donovan Wilson's going to be gone for 4 weeks now. Watch. I mean, this is pretty much it's not the season, but it's showing us what the season's going to be like.
We look. I bet any money that every single one of the people saying like, oh, the season's not over, whatever. Like we were all in agreement saying that this game meant more than just a regular ass game. So like
we said we could we lose. How do we lose?
That obviously means that it obviously
we lost, but how do we lose? We got our ass handed to us.
Yeah,
that shows us where we're at. There's no debating or it's the referee or Diggs. It's just simply we're just not there. That's the facts of life. And so we're not there. Now, will we be there at the end of the year? Maybe. I think we still could do that.
Yeah, this is a tragedy. Oh, man, he's limping off the field. He's not
limping. He's getting helped off the field. I mean, he can't walk on his own. So he's going
by the way, ankle injury.
For Wilson?
Yes.
He's going right to the locker room, by the way. The guy just called it in there. So he'll be gone for a month or two. No Donovan Wilson. Let's see what happens. Here he is.
So after the Chargers
he got rolled here. Damn, he got it completely twisted to the ground. Again, it looks like the Pollard
Look,
fucking
we
injury,
might be able to get lucky.
minus the bone
Look,
out.
we
But it's
might
probably
get
broke.
lucky that it's not as serious.
I think it's worse than what we think. He's limping and he can't walk, and they're dragging him the fuck out of there. We're in trouble, guys. This could be the season. It could be the season. I'm going to say that again. It could be the season. With all the injuries, the mental
Shout out.
beatdown, getting figured out, it could be the
Mary
season.
Alvarez, thank you, saying the raffle's the only thing keeping me sane right now. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
the only nice thing
positive
to look
thing
forward
today.
to today.
Yeah. And much love to the lunatic right there. I had the last people in so far. I think we're kind of tapped out on everybody's in there.
Yeah.
It's like 14, 15
Well,
people.
somebody new hops in there now. Alex said it. Absolutely right. It's how we lost. Face down, ass up, no lube.
That's the way we got fucked. Damn. Rhonda Don Smith in the house. Much love. I saw Rhonda Don dropped out of the... he fell at the star level membership, I think. I'm not sure. Much love to Rhonda Don Smith.
I think he did.
I think he didn't have it set on recurring. Much love to him. And again, still last chances to get in the raffle. I will announce it right now. If you guys are interested, it could be a good little shiny moment to your end of your day. If you don't like any of our current Cowboys, go with Michael Irvin. Hell yeah!
Yeah, rep it old school.
Hey, that's the way I'm doing it today, as you can see. And you can go with new school too. You got the great Micah Parsons, who I still believe fantastic, right? So
he's great, but again, he also is one man on the team.
yeah, sewn and stitched jerseys. 2 of them about to be raffled off in about 5 to 10 minutes. 2 winners. They're going to win 1 jersey each, and they get to choose kind of which guy they want. You can also, listen, if you're sick of the Cowboys, you can go basketball, you can go hockey, you can go baseball. Different leagues. If you're a fan of a different team, you can jump in right now under the gun and get in there, but it's about to happen. Much love to the lunatic. And right now we got like 15 people, maybe 13, 14 people in this raffle, so anybody can win. It's got 2 chances to win. And we're going to have 2 separate winners tonight, guys. I can't wait to do this within
Timeout?
minutes here. With 2:41 as a flag on the field.
Well, they're moving back, so I'm guessing it was on them.
It's a false start or something. Something. Who knows?
You have delay game.
We're about to do this here.
So, and yes, huge shout out again to the man, the lunatic, for making it happen there.
Much love to him. And by the way, might as well start to shout out to people that are going to take the boards here.
Yes.
Sponsor of the week, Marco Seppian. Back-to-back. Back in the good days when it was the 90s Cowboys. Back-to-back in the Super Bowls. Much love to him. If it stays the way it is, Marco Seppian takes over there. He's already taken over the Stream Boss, 97 points. Osa Digizua, where were you tonight? Nowhere to be found. So much love to Mark, who's skeptic for sure. And today, a lot of his skeptical thoughts have been accurate for this game. So much love to him.
Frame Rippers, you still have like a minute or two if you do want to hop in there.
Yep. We got Snug X. 8 weeks in a row. Aikman 8. We got 88 rep in here.
I'll drop it in the chat one more time.
8 weeks in a row. Snug X. He's the Cash App King. And right now, he's sitting in first place by 1 over a lot of people for that 9th in a row. So right now, he's going to get that one. It looks like Jason Renfro, the gifting champion, is going to, right now, it looks like he's given that, who's got a 1-point lead.
Representing.
Skeptical fan in the house. So much love to him there. So we'll see what happens as this thing plays out. As we got the last couple of minutes of the game, we're going to do the raffle. And we're going to say sayonara. Good night. And unfortunately, not a victory Monday tomorrow. In fact, a humble
Probably
Monday.
the opposite of a victory Monday.
Whatever the opposite is.
Like, not even a victory or a lost Monday. Like
a vomit puke,
a grieving
fucking disgusting Monday.
Black Monday feels almost appropriate. But so far, no one's gotten fired. So, can't say that
There's
either.
even some good stuff happening. Shit.
W said none of our players are good enough. It's
Micah. But, Micah has got to be able to be allowed to move around more, I think, by Dan Quinn. I want to see more from the entire defense.
What do you think Micah Parsons is going to have to do when we're down to no linebackers?
Go play linebacker. That's going to take away that pressure.
Or
that
the
pressure
alternative
play.
is we don't put Micah at linebacker and then we just don't have linebackers, which I guess is also a plan too, right? Right?
Yeah. That sounds like it.
We are... I don't know. Even Micah can't do it alone. He needs a little bit of a supporting cast in order to be able to fully shine the way that he needs to. And we can clearly see here that, again, no one here showed up. I mean, you've talked a lot about questioning everybody, and I know I'm going to save this for later. But am I the only one sitting here questioning Dan Quinn just a little bit? I'm sorry, but... You're looking at the score. We've talked endlessly about McCarthy, but we've always been side-eyeing McCarthy a little bit like Like, yeah, but but Quinn.
Quinn,
We're not
I'm
we're not even
disappointed.
gonna mention a single time some of the, and again, a lot of this, I will say, much more falls on execution. But goddamn, there's definitely been a few times where like, why are we playing so far back? Whose assignment even was that? Hey, again, why did we do that? And why haven't we moved Micah over? Why didn't we bring like? I hate to keep saying why.
Oh! Somebody just shoved Brock Hoffman to the ground and no flags there. There's
Wait,
a flag.
Hoffman?
Brock Hoffman on offense.
Yeah, but why? Where's Biadish?
Baby, all the backups are in. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, true. I forgot.
You scared me there. Yeah, look, they got Bass, they got McEwen.
Honestly,
That should be a flag on them. He just cheap shot at him, but they're gonna call it on
our
us.
backups are playing like our starters, so I didn't even notice. I'm sorry. I knew
No,
Cooper Rush
our
was
stars
in
are
there,
playing like
but-
the backups.
True.
By the way, much love to Frame Rippers dropping that 1-0, that $10 holler, and he's in the raffle at the buzzer there.
So, and yes, time. Look, guys, again, it's multiple factors. We're gonna be. I'm sure we'll spend all of Monday discussing every single factor.
Wait, on us?
Wait,
On them, Javon
Oh,
Kinlaw.
okay.
Yeah, he
he
threw
messed
down,
up by saying
he threw down-
offense.
he threw-
I
look,
think he meant defense.
this is after the
Oh,
play.
okay. He messed up by calling. Okay, because Tyler Smith was a player
He was
in the
he
mix,
punched.
but
So Tyler Smith was called for it. It was on Tyler Smith, baby. They didn't
So it
call
was on Tyler
They didn't
Smith?
call it on the push of Brock Hoffman on the ground, which started the whole thing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's almost, you gotta laugh it off, or else you're gonna have a heart attack. Can't do it.
once again, starters doing starter things.
Damn. Yeah, it's the starters doing it too with the backups.
Again, I didn't even write. I'm not even gonna bother to write that down. That's stupid. Thank you, Mary Alvarez, with the $2 holler. Saying
Mary.
I'm pretty pissed, but as always, go Cowboys.
Always
and
go
Dallas
Cowboys.
Cowboys for life. Yeah, again,
We all should be pissed.
I would have loved
We
to
all
turn
should
off
always say go
the
Cowboys.
stream after the first quarter. To be honest,
We're
Fuck
here.
that.
We're here, good, bad, or ugly. No matter what. It hurts, but we're here.
yeah, Ray. Like I said, the desire to end the stream was definitely there. We're not gonna lie to you either.
But
It's not fun for us either to sit here
this is
watch
little
this.
fucking torch. This is a nightmare. Like, this is the worst thing about doing these streams is this part of the game. I don't mind the screaming because I feel that way. I don't regret that.
Yeah, we'd be doing that regard. Like,
I feel
most of the stuff we're
hopeless
yelling
here.
or saying or things like that, like, we'd just be saying it to each other instead of, like,
Yeah,
chatting
we
about it
screaming-
with you guys
yeah,
here.
we
But
open you up to our home here for this. There's Deuce trying to find something. I mean, he's getting as many yards as Tony Pollard did. There's late hits there, ripping helmets off. Brock Hoffman, listen, Brock Hoffman's going to be there to fuck people up. That's what he's there doing. You know that he's done that in all training
Oh,
camp,
yeah.
right? So Hoffman's laying on the Niners late, and he's like, I'm not doing anything. I like that he's giving. At least he's the only guy showing heart right now. Is Brock
Scorpio,
Hoffman.
there's like 30 seconds left in the game. Like, we
What-
don't have, like, running the ball is just the only thing left to do.
Run the ball. Well,
We're just
Deuce
trying to
won.
end this game. We just want to
Yeah.
go home.
I'm getting the raffle ready in the background. I got it.
Final shout out to you guys. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us anywhere and everywhere. Because guess what? Even tomorrow, we're going to be right here talking about our Dallas
We're
Cowboys.
taking non-victory formation. We're losing 42-10. We're taking a knee. You gotta love it. And everyone's coming out to
Loser formation.
Yeah, that's what it is. They whipped our ass to a way that I cannot believe it, but they accept it. We gotta accept it. They whipped our ass, plain and simple, fair and square. It is what it is. It is
There's
ugly.
2 seconds left on the clock. Are they really gonna force us to do one more play?
Yeah, probably.
God, these fucking. Sorry, reset the game clock to 10 seconds.
They're gonna make us go through 10 more seconds. Oh, McCarthy called timeout.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. McCarthy calls timeout. Fire him now.
I was gonna say I'm.
The last thing they're taking a knee for a reason.
By the way, they're laughing at us. Like, I mean, of course they should be. But
Listen, there's gonna be a lot of funny videos about us, even us here doing. I've seen videos of us already in the last Niner games we lost in the playoffs.
yeah.
Trolling
Now,
us.
Justin
It's gonna
Quarles, I
happen.
do have a question for you. He said our Cowboys got their asses kicked, and that's all, folks.
That is facts. I like to hear from Justin Quarles what he thinks about everything.
I can't imagine that's all. I can't. It's not. That's all, folks. There's a lot more, folks.
Well, no,
a lot more
that's
to say,
all.
folks, but-
That's the explanation of this game. I understand what he's saying.
But yeah, so it's more about my question
What's the
to everybody
future?
here.
We're in trouble.
Can we? I just truly the real question here.
Against the real teams, we're in trouble.
It's not just about getting our asses kicked. It's not about that. Has your perception of this team changed after this game? Mine is yes.
Mine is what mine.
Yes.
I've settled into the knowledge that this team is not a. We're not a conference championship or Super Bowl type team.
And
We're at best divisional round or wild card, because against lesser teams, we'll beat them.
And you know
like
what?
I said, the best teams, the elite teams, we will lose to them.
And even I admit that even good teams have their off days.
Yeah,
This is more than a good team having an off day. This is not that.
Yeah,
You could have maybe said against the Cardinals, maybe, depending on how this game went.
And how good are we? We're even a good team. I mean, they figured us out, and the Niners did a lot of the same things. The cadence change started the slowing down of our Cowboy defensive pass rush, and from there on, they had fun with it. They had fun with this shit. So, it is what it is.
Now, Scorpion said mine was changed after the Cardinals kicked our ass.
Mine got sobered up there, but then I knew that this game, at that point, even the New England game, watch it. I'm happy, but I'm not sold yet. And I said this week will make the difference maker to me. Will I be more sold on this team after this week or less? Yeah. If we win, I would have been. It depends how we won and how we lost. Even if we had lost, I would have been like, we're still there, right? No, we're far away, guys. We're far away. And that's the only good thing about that is that Mike McCarthy must go back to the drawing board and fix it now. He's got a chance to still fix it, and by the time we hopefully get to the playoffs and get against teams like the Eagles, maybe the Lions, but like the Eagles and the Niners again. If we show up like this, we're going to get blown out. Mary said, I had a feeling we had
a chance. I'm fooled again by the Cowboys. The Q-Man said, I anticipated our offense struggling. The ass-kicking our defense got was surprising.
And again, that's always people asking me, like, what are you more upset about? As I said this against the Cardinals. The offense against the Cardinals scored 16 to 22 points they could have scored. That's enough to win a game if your defense is elite. That's my disappointment. 10 is not enough to win necessarily, although I think Niners would have ended up with 9 if our defense played elite. Our defense did not play elite. They ran us out of the field and made too many dumb mistakes, mental errors, maybe some coaching stuff, but a lot of execution errors. The defense is far from elite. We lost a lot of guys today. LVE, Donovan Wilson, strolling out there. I mean, basically they ain't coming back in this game. In this week. They're not going to play this next game. They're going to have to get past the bye, maybe the Rams game. Some of these guys will be gone for months. So maybe the season. It's a major loss across all levels. Offense, defense, special teams, coaching, across the board. Dak Prescott looked like shit.
We didn't even win. You know what I mean? Like, it's one, like, you lose 10 guys and you win. It's like, okay, but at least we won, even if we have a bunch of guys hurt and banged up.
We didn't just lose, we got exposed. And that ends it for us in the sense of the true, you got to make some real adjustments now. No, we know this now. Fans, do not get fooled by the okie doke. Just know we have to make adjustments. You want to be real? I'll be real. This is a positive real. You want to have a real chance to go to the conference championship in the NFC or the Super Bowl or win it. You want to really do that? Because we're not there at all.
House Nelson cracking me up. He's like, damn, am I pulling for the Eagles against the Niners? Is this what they've done to me?
I don't even care anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins that game. We are not going to be there with them if there's not adjustments done by the time we get to the playoffs. By the time we meet a real good team when it really matters. There's a tune-up, a warm-up, a check-in. We checked out. So I'm not upset anymore. I understand where the Cowboys are. We're above average, but we're far from elite. And the elite teams, like the Eagles and the Niners, they might have their issues. They're still whipping everyone's ass. They're doing it with pride.
I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of people pissed off at me because
the defense is disappointing. The defense is what makes me mad. Because the defense plays better, we hang in the game at least for a couple of quarters before it became a fucking avalanche. But I think it wouldn't become an avalanche because the defense would hold the shit down. Defense must do that or we will lose against the good teams like this. Against the bad teams, we'll sneak by.
Yeah, no more doubts about what McCarthy can or can't do. Calling the offense.
We know what they got to improve that.
Yeah, let's move past that McCarthy experiment while we still have time to adjust there. Right? Because there's still a chance to maybe save our offense in some ways. But the way our defense got exposed, the things that happened there, I'm sorry, but it's beyond. Trayvon Diggs alone does not save that bullshit.
Yeah, no,
we can't point our finger at one singular guy the same way that you can maybe look at the offense and point your finger like, okay, sure, look at Dak or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
or you can say, look at McCarthy. Like, you can look at a couple of guys on offense and say, well, why is this happening?
You're a little more responsible here, but when we're looking at the defense, it was a top-down fuckery. But
that's the thing. Like, we can fix it, but also we have to not just fix it. We got to be more consistent. We got to be more consistent at stopping the run and being less boneheaded and stupid. And when they changed the cadence, like the Cardinals did, the NFC West, they kept it in the NFC West because the Niners went and did the same thing and slowed us down from the beginning. And they didn't really do that anymore because they had us by the balls already. So,
by the way, that little penalty situation that we started having once again, we're like one of the most penalized teams in the NFL once again. Right?
Wow.
And we had a bit of a break there. We had 2-3 games that we played some solid, clean games. And after that, we made enough penalties in 2 games to basically make up for the rest of that.
Now we're up at top again.
Now I'm going to shut up. Let's go ahead and do the raffle stuff here. I'll go ahead and hit up a few more comments. Why are you barking?
She
in our own house.
Can share some of those. Anyways, here.
Let me see.
Let me put this up like this, guys. There it is. The Week 5 raffle. You probably won't even see our faces anymore. I don't know. But the point here is, guys, that we're going to do this raffle now. The Lunatic. It's shut down. It's closed down.
Yeah,
now it's
and
done,
guys, let me make it clear again. Don't delete comments just because people are being kind of haters. Because guess what? The Cowboys' performance, they earned that shit.
Yeah.
So unless someone's genuinely doing personal attacks, wishing injuries, or something like that, the Niners earned their right to talk a little shit. Unfortunately,
listen, she's mad too. She's mad too. Yeah, listen, guys, the Niners got us. All right. The Niners got us, came over, accept the lumps. I don't have a problem. Listen, I don't really give a shit. As long as it's not offensive and going overboard, I mean, whatever. They beat us. We accept it. They whipped our ass. I don't know. There's nothing else to say, guys. It's plain and simple. I mean, it's embarrassing that the Cowboys did this, but it wasn't the refs. It wasn't anyone but ourselves and the Niners. Got to give them credit. Congrats to the Niners for doing their thing to us here. They really... I mean, if it was the other way around, that would have been the real hope, right? I would have loved to see that, but the reality is we're not ready. That's the reality. But we are ready to do this raffle. The Lunatic, it's finally here. The Week 5 raffle. Unfortunate ending to this game, but we will be here once again, for that Navy Blue Silver Star. Win, lose, or draw, no matter what, guys. We rep that star for everything here in My Cowboys Family. So we ain't going anywhere, but, man, this game made us feel like we should go into the fucking ER. After getting fucking, sabotaged. I don't know what to say. Look, either way, it's raffle time. Let me get off of this shit. Much love to Lunatic. We got 2 raffles to go. It's gonna be. I'm assuming the Lunatic wants us to do this just 1-2 punch, right? Boom, 1, boom, 2. Okay, which is the first 2 names. Get the first 2 different names.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to get set up here so I can make sure to keep track of who the winners are.
Let's get it done here. That's how you can see. There's the list of family members. Let me actually interact with this so I can then show you guys everyone's name on this. So you're in the raffle and you got 2. Again, some people got 2. Explain to them how they got in.
So
and
again,
of course,
if you drop $10 or more, and it was cumulatively throughout the week, right? Bam, you are entered. But if you are also an MCF member, you do have a bonus entry as well. So huge shout out to the Lunatic again for making it happen. Huge shout out to everybody here in the raffle. Representing. Yep,
and let's shout out the people that are in it. Kevin Richards, NDM Boogie, Jason Renfro, Skeptical Fan, Snug X, Mary Alvarez, Mark Hovsepian, Scorpio, Frame Rippers, McKinsey 2 times, Jeremy Bramlett, Stubby 1085, Calvin Richard, John Montgomery, Stoned, Immaculate, and Azteca Aguilar. By the way, like I said, that's why some guys have 2 entries because they were in the membership as well. So your membership have his perks. You got doubled your chance now to win one of these jerseys. Let's do it. 2 exactly the same prizes.
Yep.
So just 2 winners for these sewn and stitched jerseys. Good luck to everybody. And the first winner is, drum roll please, Snug X with the big win. We always say he's the man representing it here over everything. He's in the over everything crew. Much love to you, Snug. And go Cowboys. Now, he can't win in the next one, but he's off the list, I guess. I will leave him in there, and we'll see what happens. We'll submit another one. Winner number 2, guys. Let's see what happens. Snug X had 2. Jason Renfro. Woo! Another one for the man, Jason Renfro. Getting another jersey.
That's right.
So appreciate him.
Jason.
Much love to Jason. Snug X, congrats to both of you. Here at MCF, from us to you, man. That's an old picture. That's 6 years ago, the startup MCF crew.
I know. Baby MCF.
Yes. Well, appreciate you guys here and the Lunatic for making this happen here for this regular season Game 5 live reaction.
Hey,
raffle.
the Lunatic made it happen, even if our Cowboys didn't.
Yeah, hey, the Lunatic here, he got the dub. But the Cowboys took the L, unfortunately. So, yeah, guys, much love to the Lunatic's Week 5 double jersey raffle. Congrats to the winners. We were the loser today, though, for our Cowboys. Yes. Again, both Snug, Jason, send us an email. Send us, My Cowboys Family at gmail.com. Let us know which jersey you want, the size, the color, style, the player.
Make sure to hit us up. Yeah. And of course, let me start doing the shout outs here to everybody chilling, hanging with us. Make sure to come back tomorrow, though, because obviously we're going to have quite a bit to talk on. And after we let our thoughts kind of sit and simmer for a little bit, maybe our thoughts might change, or maybe we're going to feel even more like we feel right now. So, Madman, Scorpio, House Nelson, El Cool, Kelly Lincoln, of course, Jason Renfro, Mary Alvarez, Cleveland Brown, Mr. Stewart, Garbanzo, E.Me, Pioneer, Scorpio, Rack City, Raul, Mary Alvarez, Cab 52, Mr. Illadelph. So, Frame Rippers, Brandon Katz. You know, one of the more disappointing parts, too, is I saw quite a few, actually, Eagle fans hopping in the chat and saying, like, they were more concerned about us than the Niners in some ways, and now, obviously, that is no longer the case.
Well, again, I think against the Eagles, we actually played better against them. We'll play better against them than we did against the Niners. And I'm
sure we will, but let's be honest, the Eagles will have to take us as seriously as they thought they did.
Yeah.
That's it. They know they just have to hand our ass to us once or twice during the regular season.
And Kyle, I just want to address some of the comments. Kyle said, should have put Lance in. Guys, you can't put Trey Lance in when he's your emergency quarterback. So that's not going to ever happen.
Make sure you're staying up on the rules and the way they work. You can't just start wishing things into existence.
You just can't just say, throw this guy in. And by the way, Trey Lance ain't ready. That's why he's our third stringer.
So let me see here. Who else is here? Clark motherfucking Kent. Alex. Too weak, too slow.
That's our entire. That describes our entire team
today. Wiseman 27. It does. Bama fan. Caveman. Jump Tube, Justin Quarles, kind of going back, Trent M. Let me come back down. Let me see if I missed anybody. I think that's everybody here. So again, huge shout out to everybody here chilling, hanging with us. And you know what? It's really easy to be a Cowboy fan. And the Cowboys are up, and the Cowboys are winning, the Cowboys are doing well. Really fucking easy. When the score looks like this and our team plays like that, repping star, maybe it weighs a little more on these days. But guess what? Good, bad, and especially during the ugly, we are always repping our Dallas Cowboys, no matter what.
Why don't you let them know? Again, I want to shout out not just Jason Renfro and Snuggex and their big wins, but also Jason Renfro, the gifting champion, passing the crown over to Skeptical fan, always staying skeptical. He's taken that. You see, Marco Sepien, 95 points in the Stream Boss, but he's got Sponsor of the Week back to back.
Passing the torch to himself.
Like the good old days, the 90s Cowboys. Same thing with Snug X, baby. He's going 9 weeks in a row here as our Cash App King. Big numbers there. The only guy who's gone farther than him is Jason Renfro, I think. 20 in a row. So Snug X, he's almost halfway there for that record. And as you can see, the overall board, Marco Sepien, like I said, the gifting, we talked about that. Mark got the Stream Boss, Snug X with the Cash App. Got some winners in the house. Our Cowboys are the big losers tonight, though, unfortunately. So we'll talk about this and more tomorrow on MyCowboysFamily. End of the week is now. We crown the champs, the kings, the leaders, the winners. But, baby, why the fuck do we do this crazy shit for now 6+ years? But 7 seasons of doing this, live reaction. Every game the Cowboys have played, and we're not attending the game. We're here doing this. Why do we do this every single day and night for the last 7 seasons?
It's that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything.
Like you said, win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly. Here at MCF, we always rep that star over everything. Guys, it was a bad one today. We'll be here repping it with you guys on YouTube here for 6+7 seasons. And never forget the number one thing here, now, and forever. As always, on My Cowboys Family, never forget, go Cowboys! Let's get that 6 and beyond. Congrats to the Niners, though. They whipped us today. Guys, thank you for dropping in the chat here. The knowledge, always dropping that knowledge and beyond. Thank you, family. Of course, the drops of love from above. Cannot do these crazy things we do as often as we do them for as many years as we've done them without your love and support in the chat and with the love from above and the sponsors and all that stuff. So thank you guys for that. We'll be back another rough one. The rough one's going to be tomorrow, guys. But we'll see you guys back here starting off a new week, and hopefully I'm erasing this shitty performance from our brain somehow. One people got to remember it for real is the Cowboys staff and players. They got to fix their shit. We've done everything we can. Guys, thank you for rocking with us here. We're going to relock and reload. A new week tomorrow, and again, reset from this disaster. Before we can drop out of here for tonight after this disaster, what do we got to do before we drop out of here?
We got to drop the beat.
Beat's been dropped. Like the way we were dropped by the Niners today. In a very ugly way, in ugly fashion. We got to rebound from this. And not for next week, or to beat a couple of average, mid, lower teams. We got to rebound from this in a real way. If we don't, it's going to be, if we make the playoffs, it's going to be an early exit for our Cowboys. I'm just letting you guys know the facts. A long way to go, so you got time to fix it, Dallas. Mike McCarthy, Dak, Quinn, the defense, get your fucking shit together. That's all I got to say. This Game 5 regular season disaster was supposed to be a battle. It ended up being a fucking rape. It's over. It's game over. Season stops for a moment here, reflecting on what we need to do here, this team, to bounce back from this disaster. I don't have the answers. I hope the Cowboys the Cowboy coaching staff, players, and front office do. They're the ones that are paid for it. Get it done. Here in MCF, it's always about that navy blue, silver, 2-star for everything. Never forget, the number one thing right here, my Cowboys family. Much love to you guys. That's the number one thing. The family in the house, watching us every day, every week, every month, every year. Repping that star with us over everything. Thank you also, all of you, for hitting that like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell button. Follow us on all Twitter and social media, X, whatever. Guys, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow for another one, a new week, resetting everything. And here on MCF, never forget, the number one thing, as always, Go Cowboys!